I think I went live on the wrong stream.
Alright,
I think I got the right stream now.
Alright,
we got the right stream.
Ooh, this
Yeah,
match is just
now we're
about to get
live.
started 9 minutes in. Oh man, I'm just gonna be switching to stream
Woo.
B because I just have to catch my breath just now. Okay, I'm gonna be switching it out with a private dancer, so you guys can expect to see more of me later on in stream B. But I really do want to see what happens here in this match between RQ, Hoshi, and Disbolt. Steph, you take the wheel for now.
Yeah, I will definitely take the wheel, but hey, I'm joined.
I will definitely take the wheel.
On my side of home territory. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Private
Dude, there were so many like
Dancer
connection issues.
yesterday on stream B has joined the party. How you doing?
Alright, nice. Whew. It's hot, chat.
Very low. It is going to drop down, and that is going to be Disbolt's able to claim that.
It's hot, chat. I think we're live. I went live on the wrong thing, I think.
Private is now just joining the table, so we'll do a little bit of a brief.
Where's the sleeveless shirt? I haven't decided to go sleeveless.
Able to take control of the late game and an epic turnaround from Disbolt.
It was a crazy day.
A game 3. Which now we are seeing Disbolt leading the way. An unorthodox pick.
Damn, crazy day.
From RQ Hoshi did pick up the Layla, which is the first Layla I think that me and you both have seen in the game of futures, at least.
There's a Layla?
Definitely haven't seen it in North America in our MSC.
What the hell?
Yeah, Layla, one of those picks that it rarely comes up here, but man, what a story to tell.
There were so many like connection issues, chat.
To see all this excitement here, 1-1 between RQ Hoshi and Disbolt right now. Lord crashing in at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, they're saying like Deku was supposed to be casting too, but I don't know what it was going on with our connections in America here. But they switched casters on us there too.
Electrifying beat will be able to pick up that kill. Down goes another realm, trying to keep the team alive. Sunset Lover go ahead and hits the Shadow Stampede. Will find
even my camera was messing up, but there's no way that my camera like there ain't no way my stuff messes up, chat. Like my internet's like I literally pay a lot for my internet.
Kind of play safe, right? Focus on the objectives. This is the
What's my
first
dog
time
doing?
we've actually seen them take control of the early game up against RQ Hoshi. Normally they kind of trail behind and then pick it up in the late game when RQ Hoshi makes a mistake. But so far, they are leading the way in this game. They need to take this turret in the mid lane. If they can take that, then they'll be able to invade the jungle of RQ Hoshi and put them on a little bit more of a defensive stance in their jungle.
My God.
Yeah, as we are looking at some of the items popping up on the board.
I don't know how I was disconnecting.
That's what we're really looking at. Berserker's Fury does get picked up. Battle on the way, though, in the mid lane. Netherrealm being activated. 3-man set with the Astro Echo from before.
That was wild that I was causing disconnects. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Irad, Electrifying Beats takes down Sunset Lover. Magister rushes in, finds Brusco. Irad will take down Magister for the double kill. Hiko with the heart guard going in. He wants some bodies. Banana very low. Hiko gets one. Skylar in the bush. He has spotted him out, and Hiko gets the double. But Skylar will take him down at the
that boy says, "Sheesh." Outfit review. This is like my outfit I used to cast in.
Very low, trying to take down Irad. Forced to use that vengeance.
I had like a suit on and shit.
From the side with this Angela pick. 12-8, Lord spawned in. Disbolt may have a chance to pull the aggro, but they gotta wait for Magister to spawn back in.
It's been a crazy day though, chat. Holy sheesh.
Objective yet. This may be a stalemate for both sides. And honestly, this is the closest game that we have had so far in this entire series between these two amazing teams.
These animals are going crazy right now, bro.
A little bit more. Sawo.
I need a custom suit or something. I need my internet to work so I can actually cast. It was a little hard to cast alongside War Barbie just because English isn't his first language. What a Blood Hydra.
on the Martis. That is starting to fall off. Both teams trying to cope with that when it still comes to damage. But for me,
And I had a cast with him twice, so.
Even though it's not a thing we see very
Are you guys
often,
able to hear this?
This is about the point when those Laylas begin to pop off with that heavy damage and that shredding ability.
Yeah, and speaking of shredding ability, down
All
goes
right,
the turret
my
on
next
the bot
caster is
side.
Naisu,
Nature
and
picked
then,
up by Hiko will definitely help him out against
I'll be able to
Skylar. We mentioned the
build a
Layla,
little
right?
bit more
It's a glass
synergy.
cannon, very
Yeah, I don't know
fragile
why
when
Layla's
touched,
here,
but
bro.
When fighting from afar, can deal some massive damage, and it looks like
I'm
RQ
actually
Hoshi, even though they're down in turrets,
super
they're trying to
supplied.
hold off to the late game. Trust
I think it's because it
in
doesn't really matter
Skylar.
right now.
That is going to be the hashtag for today. That is definitely their game plan. But
Like, it doesn't even really matter because, like,
they need to close
the
this
top
out
3 teams in
before
the
Skylar
group
gets the
stage
full
make
build.
it.
Yeah, we can see right now a little bit of a dance at the Lord, still trying.
Oh, he
to
actually
vie for
changed his
position.
name to
Magister
Banana.
working his hat off right now in a
I think
great
they
position.
forced
Banana
them to
still
change
getting
their
his
names to the
vision
correct
and
names.
making sure that they can counter this.
That was the biggest problem that I had, too.
Now, Steph.
Yeah, at a health, but it is going to be reset. So we'll get a little bit more of that HP. Banana in a good position to kind of pull that aggro, but Kid Bomba doing great.
What was
on the
it?
CC. He didn't run
It
the
was
Ruby
like
this time around. I think
something
he's definitely
Saint.
performing a lot better on it. I mean,
Something
he's only 1,
Saint
2, and 3,
was,
but he's having such a strong frontline presence.
what their
But
name
look at
was.
RQ Hoshi's positioning. I mean, Octa is very far out there, not going to be able to engage if this fight does break out inside of the Lord Pit. And right now, RQ Hoshi having the control may be able to take this objective.
Yeah, and it's this next one being so important
Like, kinda
now,
working.
right, as both of these teams have a little bit of an advantage. Okay, Bamba in a little bit of trouble here, gets bursted down.
Yeah, bursted down, and now taking the fight into the mid lane is going to go ahead and BMI out of there from Hiko. Magister is going to find Brusco, though. Octa takes out Kid Bomba, 1-for-1 trade. But both teams still able to take this fight. Lord still intact, and nobody
First
has
to
been
like
able
the
to
live,
claim it
you
so
are the
far,
first to like the
waiting
live.
for an opportunity. But it just hasn't been open for either side. But this may be it. Look at Skylar. He's getting
Dude,
close
it was
to
a
the late
long
game.
day,
Look
like,
at how fast he's
oh.
choking down this luminous Lord.
Waking up at
This may
3:30
be a problem
a.m.
for Deus Volt, is now RQ Hoshi has found their first lead in this game to be able to open up this map.
Yeah, and right now they got minions at mid. You can tell, especially with how that Lord went off, how important this game is for both of them. Both teams trying to make sure that they don't make a mistake. We're at the 17-minute mark. Most of the builds already
They
at
swapped
about
a
full
B.
build. We're going to start seeing the show up of some immortalities come up on the screen. Maybe
Oh,
even
Yasu's
some of those
there.
winter truncheons as we start getting later and later. Magister in a little bit of trouble as Irrad goes in with the electrifying beats.
I don't
but,
know
decides
what's
to
up with
turn
the
away.
connection, man.
Yeah, now at the 50K mark for gold. So everybody at the late game build, this is what Skylar's been waiting for. Was Coach Brent up
Hopefully
to a
I don't
master
have to go to
plan,
Group
and
B
Layla we
anymore.
trust is the
Group B
model
was
for
rough.
RQ Hoshi as Skylar getting ready to risk it all and show some brand new meta for the Game of Futures 2024. Hiko will find Irad though, rushes in, may be able to get another immortality being procced on Brusco. May not be able to get out of there as Kid Bomba will shut him down. 2 members down for RQ Hoshi, and the push from Deus Volt into the mid lane. Banana about 50% HP. Skylar, unfortunately, he's a win in nature. May be able to deal the damage, but Kid Bomba finds him. This is a second kill for Kid Bomba so
Bomba.
far in the past 30 seconds. And now a 16-9
Bro, that's
kill lead
insane.
from the side of Deus Volt.
And through all of this smoke, at the 18-minute mark, mid towers still standing. That's unheard of right now. And it just tells you what kind of defense, what kind of game that both of these teams are playing and what they have in mind. Oh, going in, Kid Bomba takes a heap of damage from that tower, but decides to back off and then clear out the mid minions again.
You got two
Yeah,
play-by-play
it will clear out those minions
shoutcasters
and
going at it.
private. This is getting to the late game, and we know what happens when it gets this late. It's a battle of ping pong, and it's just going to boil down to who can execute a little bit better on either the split pushing or the team fights for the neutral objective. So far, we've seen Deus Volt do a really good job controlling this game, but a similar story to the issue that RQ Hoshi fell into the last game. They were not able to close it out with the massive advantage they had in the early phase, and now hitting that 20-minute mark, over 50K in gold. Who will be able to turn the tide in their favor and claim this series?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you said it best.
Well, of course I'm
late
rooting
in
for
game
the
that it
RQ
comes down
Hoshi.
to execution. patience. Who's gonna make the first mistake?
They got a
Who's gonna get
Layla.
that first advantage. Maybe
Bro, if they
kick
can do
somebody
Deuce
out,
Vaults dirty
checking a
like
bush
that,
they
that's
shouldn't have,
ridiculous.
Out of position, maybe too far away from their team to be able to back them up, or even maybe diving a tower. Now that we still have all of our mid
AP
towers up here,
Bryn,
you can see Sunset Lover and
Bryn
Brusco
versus
just saying
Twisted
hello to each
Minds
other
match was
in this first
wild.
couple of love taps. Ooh, Brusco
I had
actually
some
does a little bit of a flicker
connection
there. Well,
issues
talk about
during that though.
Magister at
Like
the top.
for some reason, like the
Yeah,
link
Lord
was just
does
fucking
spawn
up.
in RQ Hoshi in a
Good thing, like,
possible place to be
it
able
was,
to
like,
control it and
right at
maybe
the
be able
end.
to take it. But pay attention to Irad, right? Normally we see Banana being the one that split push when you'd run the Benedetta, but now that he's forced on the Ruby, he kind of lacks a little bit of that mobility to be able to provide that split push.
I
And
was
that's
so
where Irad is
tired.
going to come into favor, especially
Bro,
on this
I had to do so
being
much
able to have that
schoolwork.
high mobility. But now with the Lord
I had
attack
to end up
Magister,
writing like a
he's
12-page
waiting.
paper.
He knows
like
that
after
RQ wants a subjective, but they're
after
just gonna
working, I had to
kinda
like
do the
work
dance
like
around the Lord pit and wait for somebody to
I think
make
I
a
worked
mistake.
like
This is what we talked
11
about.
or
A battle of the
12
late
to
game down to the wire. 20 minutes in. Will we see David be able to take
till
it? They got a
5:30.
minute set.
Then
Up that
Then I did like
Bamba is going to be able to sustain
some
himself
interviews,
with the damage.
you know,
A good save
stuff
from
like that.
Sawo.
Can't
And it looks like they will be able to disengage, but that was a
Can't say
very
it all.
close call.
And here's the thing too, is on one
Ridiculous.
side you have Hiko, who has to be present, has to be in front of everybody because he still needs to get his stacks on that Claude from the Lord. So you know that on the other side, Brusco is definitely looking for him, trying to connect so that he can get that Way of the Dragon onto Claude and take him out. Unfortunately, when he puts himself out there,
how is
Oh my
Deuce
God,
Vault
look at the
struggling
damage
with a
he just
Layla,
took.
bro?
It was like a headshot right there. 50% HP over there onto Hiko from Octa on this Navaria. But look at this, Volt trying to deal some massive damage to the
can't wait
Lord.
till I get to,
Jabamba
like,
very
actually
low.
cast
Look
with,
at Sawa though, already
like,
on him, ready to
someone.
use that hard guard.
Like, I
at a
love War
moment's
Barbie.
notice.
Like, especially if
they're
he's
doing their
watching,
best.
like
Kid Bamba doing his best to
you're
try
the
to zone
homie.
out the rest of the team. Look
It
at all
is
the
hard
damage
to
he's taking.
cast.
You can see that the Hearts Guard is ready to try to protect, and this actually might be going to Deuce Vault. Oh, but look up at the top.
Oh, yep, and
Oh.
now Irad has
Kid
been known to
Bamba.
close the distance. He's got so many Lord steals.
Nether
Got one
Realm,
with the
okay.
Lancelot. He's gotten one with the Joy before,
Ooh.
but not this time around. Sawa will shut him down. They don't
That was
have
a
the
good
retribution now
Nether
for
Realm.
RQ Hoshi. Deus Volt has found their opportunity to possibly seize this game.
Hold on, I gotta
Flash
turn
now on
my
the way.
noise
RQ
gate
Hoshi
on.
wants revenge. Skylar finds Hiko. Sunset Lover will take down Brusco. Skylar gets a double. Down goes Sunset Lover. The glass cannon is revved up and ready
I
to
forgot they make
go.
me turn off my noise gate.
Oh, but I mean, you have Sunset Lever. They're going to have to come
They
back to
always
the
make
base.
me
They're going to
turn,
have to clear that out.
make me
But
turn it
even
off.
with the advantage, Deuce Vault find a kill, but then answering back, RRQ Hoshi able to find some kills of their own to make sure that they're not able to put pressure on this. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
Skylar! What a play! Able to take down Hiko. What is going on?
Didn't
Sunset
Deuce
Lover
have a
fall.
different
You
MM
see
like
everybody
Carve?
having a hard
I think it
time
was
now against
Carve.
Skylar dominating. Maybe able to get another one. Kid Bamba.
Oh my
Octa is going to be able to steal the
God.
kill though last second. I feel like Skylar would have connected there. But nonetheless, they've taken the advantage and will be
This is
able to seize this
ridiculous.
Lord.
Yeah, unless we get them rushing in here, but this does look like, especially with Skylar's damage, this is the Lord that's going to be going over to RRQ Hoshi. We're taking a look at the items. We're starting
I thought
to
they were
see
gonna build
to
the
show
magic
some
damage
of
Layla that I've been seeing
those
online
winter
that, like,
truncheons are
one-shots
out now. Some of
people.
those immortalities are out yet, and it's all going to come down to this base defense. But this is a 23-minute Lord.
Now, was Coach Bryn up to some devious activity with this Layla
Fucking
being slotted in?
Layla,
Does he know
bro.
something we don't? Because it looks like this may end up winning the game for RQ Hoshi with the full late game build and a Luminous Lord.
I want to see
making his way
what
through the
Blacklist
top
does.
side.
I want to see these next games.
I guess we'll have to find out. We see those, at this point, you can see towers being shredded, and a big I'm Offended lands on the Magistar.
Yeah, big I'm Offended is going to land. Lord make his way into the base for Deus Volt. One final stand. This is their chance to turn it around, possibly make it up to the Stage 2 playoffs of the Game of Futures 2024. RQ Hoshi finding a hard time making it into their base, and Deus Volt will be able to clear out this Lord.
but they still have the lane.
It'd be the first time I've ever casted with Naisu, so
and the bottom, you can see all of the minions.
a damn internet better, or the Russian internet better work.
Some defense up there, but I mean, man, at this point in the game,
wait until people see mage damage to Rizla. Oh god. Yeah, apparently mage damage Layla can one-shot people.
Man, I'm telling you right now, Skylar is looking for that savage play. You just see how patient he's waiting in the back line, waiting to seize the opportunity to deal that long-range damage. Now, the Lord is not in anymore. They were able
Layla
to
sold boots.
so they have another chance to turn this around. Some solid
speed.
defense on that push from RQ Hoshi. Again, at another stalemate, 24 minutes in. I mean, even looking at the items, everybody is in double digits.
This is crazy, chat.
Now, in terms of gold, Wind of Nature was picked up from Skylar, and then also Wind of Nature from Hiko. Definitely gonna have to bait one of them.
Been up since 3:30 in the morning. The morning shifts for the games of future are tough.
13-9, and honestly, it doesn't even matter. We're not even the kills don't matter. The gold doesn't matter anymore. It's official late game.
I don't think it even matters anymore because we're
battle on this Lord. As you are seeing RQ Hoshi very comfortable now. They're in the back in this entire game, but have found their footing.
Yeah, and right now the thing is you're at the point you need an answer for Skylar. You cannot leave him in the back. You cannot leave him doing damage to your team, and that's a problem for Deuceful right now because in the front lane you have a Rod who's going to be able to.
I don't know what's going. Dude, casters are being switched to left and right on the B side.
That's happening. You still have Skylar in the back, so that is the big question here: is can Deuceful find a way to get to that back to be able to take Skylar out for some of the next fights?
And you're already seeing them trying to take control of these lanes. Desfolt's going to go ahead and clear the top side, ready to take this fight into the Lord Pit. But can they sustain themselves? We already know Skylar is going to be hitting very hard now. They need to find a way to get to him in the backline. And they don't have the easiest composition to do it. Maybe Kid Bomba can rush back there, or Hiko with the BMI, with the Blazing Duet. Could be the trick, but they have to watch out for that Wind of Nature, because as soon as he procs that, he may be able to burst them down. Lord at about 50% HP, and it looks like RQ Hoshi may be able to take this. Where is Magister? Not able to get there in time, and Lord will go to RQ Hoshi.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because they have waves pushing. The rest of the team was done dealing with those, while Magister was basically alone, being zoned out by the rest of RQ Hoshi while they took the Lord. So it was basically him alone trying to get in there. And I mean, you're not really going to earn much by trying to dive in there and dying, being one down with this Lord coming down as well. Just 2 high grounds left, Steph.
That's right, 2 high grounds left and 1 Layla ready to take it into the base of Esports. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Make it or break it for both sides. Will Skylar
How is this still going on?
Be able to turn this around, take down the Luminous Lord, and clear the team of RRQ Hoshi, knocking at the door for their base. In a minute's notice, we will know which way this will go. Down goes the inhibitor for the mid lane. Lord at about 25% HP will be bursted down. Blaze Duet from Hiko to be able to clear it. Another Lord not working in RQ Hoshi's favor. And now may have to still try and contest with these minions. Do they go in for it though? Or do they push back and wait for the next Lord to spawn in? And Private, I think we might be seeing a 30-minute game.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It's not as exciting, but it is the smart play. Lord goes in, you take down the high ground towers.
I think I might just take off work
because you know you're winning these team fights
like
when it comes
1
to the next Lord. So all you need to do is be patient, wait for the next Lord, and then you have the pushing power against Deuceful without any defense.
Yeah, and right now, Team Underscore picked up from Kid Bomba. There it goes. Skylar doing massive damage. Magister, very low, is going to go ahead and get a little bit of that regen from Angela. They're definitely going to be testing out Sawo and making sure he can heal the team up, as everybody at that full build. We're not in late game, Private. We're in late game. As we are looking at both teams fighting it out. Astro Echo connected to the full team of Dance.
Layla's ridiculous, bro. How are you going to play Layla?
It's like a game of cat and mouse right now between both of them, because Deusful, they want to find a way to get the Skylar, but they don't have anybody that can really close the distance before getting bursted down. Yes, you have Kid Bomba, but as soon as he rushes in there, Skylar is going to pretty much take him out, or he's going to get hit by Brusco. But on the same side of the table, for the side of RQ Hoshi, they need to find a way to close out this game, and they're engaging and disengaging is where they have a slight disadvantage. They need to find Brusco going in with the way of the Dragon to get a possible setup if they want to be able to end this game, or Banana finding a crucial set with the I'm Offended.
Yeah, and this is that's kind of the big play of this game right now. I mean, you saw a little bit of a fight here at the purple buff. Luckily, Magister still able to get the retry off, get his purple buff here. But yeah, as you're taking a look at these items, I mean, oh, Layla actually does not have the defensive item. So you actually might be able to burst
3 hours that I'll miss. Like,
yeah, no boots, running out there with just plain old socks in the land of Dawn. Kid Bamba rocking that vengeance, very low hit with the sniping. Skylar will shut him down. Kid Baba will fall and may open up the opportunity for the next Lord to be taken again by RRQ Hoshi. Can Deus Vult contest? Do they go in, or do they just risk it all, go back to the base, and try and take down yet another Luminous Lord?
They have to know they have to make something happen here. They're not going to be able to withstand another Lord push, but they already have minions forcing their way into the core right now. And this
88,000 gold, bro.
For RRQ.
That's
Ooh,
just
this is the set they were
crazy.
looking for. Possible kill. Irab will get the Lord, but massive damage on a Deus Vult. Blatant Duet into the backline. Skylar takes out Magister. Hiko finds Brusco. Skylar still alive.
Brusco.
1 HP. Immortality being procced on Hiko.
Some of these
Needs to get
names
out
and
of
some
there.
of these
The BMI not able to make
people.
up the distance.
I think-
Irad will shut him down.
I think one of the names on Twisted Mind was like 7. It was like soda. Like they used it like a 7 as an S. Like, and how the fuck? How am I supposed to know that? GG's. GG's. What an embarrassing. Wow.
RQ Hoshi will take the winner's match.
Wow,
Move on
bro,
forward to
no
games of future to
way.
Stage 2 of the playoffs, shutting down their
No
opponent
way.
in that bloodbath of a game. Deus Vult drops down
Zoda?
into
Is
stage
that like
1
a Z or
of
a
the
7? Like, what the
qualifiers.
fuck am I like? I've
Watch
never
him
seen
got
that name
here, and
before.
I am already sweating. Let me tell you, that was a
Dude,
match.
you,
No
I'm
matter
not
who won
impressed.
that match there. What?
Look
a
at Wheezy.
fight
Wheezy's
by
lagging now,
Deuce
too.
Vault, not willing to give it up, but when it came to the one place that a Layla shines is the late game.
He's literally
especially
lagging
if you're
exactly
able
like
to
I
protect
was.
her. And Deuce Vault found that out, and
Layla
eventually
damage,
that
chat.
squeeze got tighter and tighter.
That was
around them.
ridiculous.
Congrats to RRQ for a
though, but it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a takedown here for Team Flash. Easy Lord take for them, and that's
Team
gonna
Best
be
Gaming.
the enhanced Lord going to the
Team
side of Team
Fire,
Flash.
Team Flash.
Good positioning from Team Flash. Good usage of Cortese's ultimate as well. Allowed them to easily take this Lord.
I gotta
Not
take
even
notes
committing
from
some
Wolf.
of their battles, Bill. So if there will be a team fight, which might happen in a few seconds from now, or maybe under a minute, you can see that both Vanix as well as JPL kept their flicker. It's a very important battle spell to have in this push.
Ain't
It
that
means
the
you can
truth?
be a little
Everyone
bit
always
aggressive,
makes
just
fun of
flicker
Layla
out,
until the end
or
game,
maybe
bro.
Go extremely aggressive and use JPL's
Until the
Dragon
end
Flicker
game.
to isolate Super Paddy. Which, by the way, Super Paddy didn't have the Purify, so
Purify, yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be really hard, right? Once you get caught in the way of the dragon. And right now, Team Flash is just taking
Ooh,
things
look at the
very
concealed play.
in a
Oh,
very
God.
safe
Look how
manner.
fast that
getting in
Cho
all
is.
these turrets. They also have the Lord to boot here, as Team Flash is creating in pressure top and bottom side. They already got the bottom
Yeah,
inhibitor.
Layla won,
and
bro.
JBL just making his presence known here to keep
Ridiculous.
Best Gaming, saying that, oh, I still have
Yo,
that
how?
flicker.
Oh, this is
I
a
still have that
15-minute
wave of
game. I was
dragon,"
like, how
and,
is this game already
Super
going
Paddy's
here?
not safe, right? Like, look at what JPL's doing. He's trying to bait out that flicker. The only mobility that Super Paddy has as of the moment.
and look at them go onto the side of the top lane. With the flicker that they have, they can just become very oppressive in their positioning. And Team Flash are just utilizing the fact that they have the flicker to make sure that Keep Best Gaming will not have the best positioning. There it is.
JPL, there it goes. It's gonna be Super Patty, but at the same time, you got the
Mia.
Netherrealm, you got the full
I think
barrage
it's
from the
it.
backside,
That was
and
a
there's gonna be
2-2.
Hades going in for the Decimate, taking down Juan, going in for another, but it's under the turret here of Keep Best Gaming.
Accordingly.
They take one down for the price of two. Is this worth it?
Not absolutely not for Team Flash, and Keep This Gaming very happy with that. Finally, see you with the flicker, making it awkward for the backlines for Team Flash. That's the reason why Hades actually died in that specific skirmish, because he didn't have any supplements to go with him. You can see it through the replay, waiting for JPL, and after the jump, after the Wave of Dragon, it's gonna be Hades isolated from the rest of his team, and he is immediately taken out.
I want to
after
see the
base.
Blacklist
Even
game,
after one
chat.
kill, it's not enough.
I was super happy to
And,
cast it.
Vanek survives, however. If I'm not mistaken, that's a Wind of Nature that Aiksha has anyways. So Vanek is relatively safe for now.
Imagine if
Again,
our
the lead
Hoshi
here,
picked
almost
me
everyone
in.
at the 10k lead here for
Wow.
Flash. Look at the full barrage, but Yannick's gonna get
Alpha.
tugged in. That's not gonna be it for KBG. JPL gonna go for the Way of the Dragon here, but no follow-up just yet. It's gonna get tugged in here by LMU. Hades for the backup here, but Curtizi with the snipes
Owen,
from the
what
back.
up?
As Xuan gonna get worked on here by Hades. He's gonna take a lot of the damage though. There's CU2 from the backside, and these were the clashes that we were talking about, Wolf, that they needed to do. Once they get grouped up, it's gonna be hard for Flash to actually answer out to keep us gaming.
Oh my. And this is looking really dicey for Team Flash. Even when they're leading a lot and they haven't maybe their turret up, they should not be going in for those plays or those decisions. Especially when you know that you'll spend your flicker anyways on Vanix. Well, the Lord will be up. And this time, when it comes to battle spells, you have Tides with the flicker, very important. You have the Purify on LMU. While on the other side, Team Flash will not have Vanix's flicker for a long time. So that's over a minute. Right? Even when Super Paddy doesn't have it, the fact that CU can just get into the backlines with the help that's Faramis so that they can dive, it's gonna be scary. So really not the best.
I gotta like
scenario for
schedule
Team
my
Flash.
work
But look
things,
at the
chat.
split coming in from Diablo.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean the top side split push here, forcing Super Patty to actually answer out to that. It's not gonna be easy though to go up against the Paquino here that can burst you down. So that is one member out for Keep Us Gaming. They definitely need the damage here from Super Patty, right? And with Super Patty answering out to Diablo, Team Flash is just so confident to take in this Lord, knowing that they don't really have their damage dealer at the back. Lord is at 140 HP. I'm not so sure
Got
if
work taken care of.
can actually contest for this one.
How's it
There are
going, bro? It's
attempts,
going
though,
good, man.
As
I'm
of Flash
friggin'
aggressively
hot.
taking this one. Hades gonna be working on that. Vanix, he is here as well
Hot,
for
a
the
little
backup.
tired. Been
And
up
Keep Us
since
Gaming. I
3
like the
a.m.
attempts here. There's that Astral Echo. There's the full barrage.
Gotta do,
And
like,
the Lord is
some,
at 140 HP, just shredding
crazy
everyone
casting.
off the back lines apart. A double kill for Hades. And everyone down from the side of Keep Best Gaming as Team Flash gonna be taking in this Lord.
Everyone
Second
down?
Lord of the game.
Everyone ain't down.
Unfortunately, they didn't have damage. Like, surely they have the Faramis, so that supplements a lot of damage in teamfight, but they didn't have an actual source of damage. Super Paddy was designated to go up top to defend against Diablo,
Yeah,
and it's still the
GGs.
same
Oh, no.
problem, and he can't do anything right now, even with the flicker. Immortality is out.
GGs.
They can end this. Yeah, they can
For sure.
actually end this, right? Look at the aggressions coming out. The burst as well. Hades going for the decimate and locking in the base.
Did that
and
guy
that's
have
gonna
an
be it. Team
85%
Flash
win
taking
rate
in
with Liam
game
Ward?
number 1.
That's crazy.
In this particular game, I can
Alright,
see
so
one
that's,
overclearing problem from Keep This Gaming, and that's just Diablo. And this is not a direct effect. Obviously, there's a lot of problems that they had to face in that game. It's like, you can see Hades is
I
just
like,
popping up. Vanix is definitely a problem.
I like his little
You
like
can see
wall.
The initiations coming out
His
from
studio's pretty cool.
from their Martis is just very difficult to attend to. But the main problem was Diablo, not in the way that he was able to get so many kills or so many assists.
I like
for his
Wolf
team,
setup.
but the fact that he was
Showing
Alright,
out.
so the
We're
next
just
one.
getting started. We're only in group phase of this. We're not even into the playoffs and we're already seeing this. I can only imagine
They're
what we see
still
in the grand
talking, chat.
finals.
Dude, this was like the biggest
It's
problem
been
I
amazing.
had
And this is the little
when I was
thing I
casting
talked
is
about
that
it a
like
little
you're
bit with
at
Kim
this
yesterday
screen with the other
about
caster
how,
for
when
so
it comes to all
long.
of these different regions coming together, all of these little differences that they have
For
with the
so
meta, little things that they
long,
wanna try to
dude.
work. Yesterday I saw an Odette
Like,
playthrough and
oh, like
Darius
talking
with
for
an
like
Odette. And it boggled
talking
my
for
mind,
like
but this
15
is
minutes
what a lot of people, a lot
on.
of viewers like to see
You're
from
literally
Mobile. They
talking
wanna see
longer
more
than a
like,
draft
what?
phase.
If that works, I'm gonna go ahead and try it, and it's just amazing to see.
What
especially
was that?
from
The
all
guy
these
who
regions.
Yeah,
who
I
did
mean,
it? I'm
we had
the
a good
global
game
number one Hanabi.
before. There was Team Lil Gun and Burmese Schools. And that one was very entertaining. We had a crazy Paquito just getting to the back line, shutting down Bebex. Nico was able to get him. And I thought that would...
I already
mid Paquito,
commentated.
exactly. And I was like, wow, like, I didn't expect that to happen. And
I
it
commentated
worked.
in this
Just the
stage.
lapu-lapu. It's just gonna
Like,
be like an even
A punch, everyone.
Take,
the Phantom Steed.
as I mentioned
Bam.
yesterday, Umbrella team actually picked Arlott Roman.
I was commentating with War Barbie.
Some heroes.
This turtle at this point, because they know the utilization of the Phantom Steed is there. I think everybody is almost online besides Arlott at this point. We'll see a little bit of a play here in the mid, zoning out S2G, and I think it's going to be a turtle dance here.
Yeah, the turtle dance, but like you know, they tried to make turtle
Yeah,
not be
Yeah.
able to come out, but still like picked Nathan, but it didn't.
Did they? Your boy.
Didn't play so great.
Yeah,
because
boy.
it's kinda, but it wasn't.
what
I
it
wouldn't
is.
say it's Nathan's fault. It was more of like
The
team
camera was
synergy,
though
because
lagging a little bit,
Nathan
but I think that
finished
was
with,
because of like the
35,
studio.
40% damage.
What happened to
so-
Eunice? I don't
mean,
know.
it's a glass cannon. You need. As yesterday I saw, I said that Nathan needs this opportunity when he placed his ultimate. He got the stacks from the first or second skill, and he need to like
think this was,
2 or 3 seconds, just like pa 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 pa, and he need this window to.
I started,
follow
like,
with
lagging
a lot
here
of
at the
damage.
end.
So he's
Might be at a little bit of an advantage here because Homeboys has a 2-2 game where they have a 2-1.
Dude, this game was
so if they lose
crazy.
2 games,
just
game right here?
because red buff. Like
I ended up
who would've thought?
DCing like because of the
What
studio.
a play! That final slash flicker into Kyle Teasy, and then look, Super Marco falls next. Fanny, they're gonna utilize this time to take a lot of gold plating off here.
Yeah, and the Grok trying to defend uses forced to use the wild charge just to farm the minions and some extra pressure on these wild.
Where was
Arlott.
it, dude?
Now
Like this
you
is.
have
If you
it
guys want to
a
watch
lot
any game,
faster,
like
and
rewatch
that's what
this
Fanny
game.
trying to use fully.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at what's going down here.
Team Flash just has everything covered.
This is the highlights of this one.
Offer all the characters,
Dude,
all the
they're still
strategies that we've been
talking.
seeing, everything has, and it's just changed. It's just changed too, especially. from
How
the
are they still
December to
talking?
now meta with the characters, some of the items.
I gotta blow my nose,
even
man.
How you go about fighting in the Lord Pit or the Turtle Pit, because you can no longer drag those out. Everything is constantly changing and updating, which means that every single match could bring something new and exciting to the viewers.
And I'm sure the results of the Game of Futures is going to echo into our own tournament going on for our perspective region, our NACT, as everybody's kind of wondering what's the current meta and what better way to find it out than seeing all the best teams around the world competing it out for $1 million. I mean, you're definitely going to find out some new things there. I mean, even just within this tournament, I've seen a couple of new things that I'm like, okay, one of the things was the CC. Everybody was wondering, does it really work? Is it really true meta? And every single CC match that I have seen so far has been pretty promising to be able to confirm that. You're also getting to see a lot of staple picks that have been slotted, at least for us in North America, such as the Ruby, such as the Claude, such as the Carry, typically working and being successful. I can't really vouch for the Layla yet. I need to see it again just one more time to confirm, right? If we can get it one more time, then maybe
Yo,
we can
chat,
check that one off
I
the
had-
book. But
I got
nonetheless,
sweatpants
like I
on.
said, keeping it entertaining, and also
I had like a
showcasing
suit and
some great heroes,
sweatpants.
and also some great gameplay from some of the top teams in North America. I just can't believe.
I think
that,
they're
we got to see
swapping
it
out
play
the next
the way we're ending
casters.
it, though. Today was just phenomenal on the way these matches turned out. Almost comical the way they played out.
I mean, you touched on it. There's a lot of differences when it comes to some of the meta, but some of the staples have kind of remained the same. Claude,
To be honest, like,
one of the things I want
my honest opinion is I think they need to like there should be a break during this. Like, what the casters shouldn't have to talk for like 8.
We haven't seen her
Like,
too often.
how long have they been
but,
talking?
She's still something that has just risen, come up, and is now one of those very scary picks for people, among other things that are coming.
Yeah, definitely among other things. Is, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, my name is Steph Weezy. I'm an NACT caster for the NA scene. This is Private Dancer as well.
Oh, 13 minutes. They've just been talking about random shit.
Regions to be able to compete internationally, such as TOB. In the past, you've
Like,
seen BTJ.
that is just...
And to be able to get our first appearance on an international event and represent for, even though we don't have an NA team here, we're still holding.
And then I was with War Barbie, but she's from
And
Ukraine, and it was really hard to
fight it out. RQ Hoshi,
like,
definitely
come up with
congratulations on that
stuff.
hard-fought victory. Deuce Fultz, keep at it. I guarantee you they'll get a good match in there and possibly make it to the grand finals if they keep up that synergy. But there's still a lot of heavy hitters on the
There was no
table, so make
break.
sure
I had to
you guys are
use the
tuning in and
restroom. Like, that was the
representing
first time
your
I used the
regions.
restroom
Private,
since like...
appreciate y'all. Me and him are going to be signing out, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I don't know who's subbing out for the other one.
Honestly, it was not enough for Flash. You always had that backup, and the combination too of like Curtizi and Hades.
We're gonna be talking for like 18
Знакомились
minutes.
с ребятами, как у вас сформировалась команда?
Вообще,
These videos are pretty cool.
В СНГ не так много игроков, которые на тир-1 сцене играют. Вот,
Where do you
и
watch it?
все
There,
друг друга знают.
it's like the Games
Ну,
of
такой
Futures
показатель,
official
когда там
YouTube.
хороший, его не знают. То
You
есть
can
все
also
друг друга
find
знают.
I think I got the
Вот,
link
и так
below,
там
or if not, I can
город,
update it.
город, ты берешь одного,
I'll be
и с ним
bouncing back and forth
вместе
between the
с
two
тобой
games,
ты
but I think
снимаешь другого, и вот так вот
I think that's this one right here,
before
right?
I was casting, and it was.
Oh, it's
asking
0-1.
the
Okay, so we can watch this one.
The priority, but I said that yeah, it is also one of the heroes that.
I'll put the link in my description of the stream.
Right, Navaria is just a very strong hero.
Just in case you want to go
that
watch
kind
the
of fits
official.
Many kinds of compositions. Usually Martes plus Navaria doesn't work, but I think that because of the Cho anyways. In this
Yeah, no
case,
problem, no
you have,
problem.
a weak
I can
setup
bet
with
with you
Navaria.
on 1K
So this is really, a hero
1v1
that
Liamore,
everybody should
probably.
master now, because not only does
Dude.
it like fit so many of the
Spirit,
composition, but
I
it kind of
was-
forces your
I was
enemy
dead.
to have a hero
I'm
to
like,
get
how
into
am I
that.
gonna
So it's
talk?
a
Like,
problem
what
here
am I?
because it
like,
forces the enemy.
I'm talking for longer than the game went
That's why I
on.
think yeah, Navaria. Well, I'm not gonna discount what Curtizi was able to do because it was really good that game, but all due fairness, this was a really good game for the Navaria.
Yeah. I mean,
was
kind
wild.
of forces the team to also adjust like their full lineup, right? Like, okay, we need someone to take down the Navaria. We need like maybe a single target pick off. For this particular lineup, they did have that the access to that.
What's
They
that?
did have the lineup for
Bro,
that.
can you see how many
the
matches
Ruby, the Lapu
only
Lapu, these
7
are
date
heroes that can penetrate
means
the back
today?
line.
What does
but
that even mean?
yeah, Curtizi's overall performance and even the positioning too is very important for a backline damage dealer. And Curtizi was able to do
RQ
that
Hoshi
very well in this game.
beat
Coming into
Kibama.
game number
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
we're gonna be
With the
having
Layla.
a match point already for Team Flash here. Wolf, what's
Yeah, the
Team
Layla was
best
insane.
need to do in this next game? Do they try and adjust to Flash's composition, or will they try
It
to
was
go
crazy.
for one of the
Oh.
compositions that is so
How many more
evident right
matches
now
are
in Days of the
remaining for
Future,
today?
which
We
is a
have,
heavy CC type of composition, which they
we're
had
in
game number
round
1.
2.
I
So
think,
they're
surely
we got Fireflux
an important role, but I think
and
they just
this
have to
thing.
not
Hold on here.
overreact.
Let
I
me
think the
whip.
draft
Let me whip
actually
open
was
my
winnable for
iPad.
instead of keep best gaming. It's not a hero lineup where you say, okay,
know what I
yeah,
just
this
dropped.
cannot win against their opponents. There's
So there's still Group C and Group D, which would be Blacklist International, RCC, Fireflux, Nightmare Esports, Burn X, Flash, Onyx, Keep Best Gaming, and Team Flash.
Solving it one after the other, so they weren't forcing the issue. That's what I'm saying. Like they
Playlist
are
of the
just
day.
so focused on their own rotation that on their own farming that in the end you missed
And then my
out on a lot
PC
of stuff.
fan,
So, yeah,
like I had to
don't
take my
think it was the
PC
draft
fan
that
out because it
really
was
had
like
to
making
do
weird
with the
noises,
gaming.
and
It's
it was
more of
causing
the
like problems
way
during
they
the
didn't react to
cast apparently. So I
Team Flash.
like hit it with a screwdriver and popped it
I
out.
mean, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to consider.
Freaking
here.
Layla,
I'm
bro.
sure, Wolf,
I
you know
know.
that very well because you're
Trex,
doing
are
a
you
lot of
like?
things too. I know.
Are you sitting in
outside
a
MLB.
VC
But we're
anywhere
coming into
watching this
our
or?
second game. This is the match point for Team Flash. They're gonna be on the blue side here. Wolf. They take away the CC, the Faramis, and Guinevere instantly. And for the side of Keep Best Gaming, one of the most top
Even
pick
Wheezy
heroes, the
was having
Matilda,
problems,
the
bro.
Joy that is also staple on the ban list here.
Yeah, with Joy and Nolan, with Nolan being open, you might want to just ban it out because they banned the Joy anyway. So you don't want to be put in a spot where Nolan is open but Joy isn't.
Oh, Trex is
So you
going to
don't have
work.
an answer to that. Team
Nice.
Flash might just go for the Novaria again.
Ica, will there be an M5
really good
rematch? What is that?
wanna
Of
go
which
back to,
teams? There's so many of them.
Valentina as well. So
Blacklist
it's either
and
Valentina
AP?
Or, Novaria is the priority here for Team Flash.
Blacklist International
Oh,
and
it's like a
Fireflux was a
throwback.
rematch-ish.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah,
a
I was-
throwback from the previous meta.
Get you or some shit?
Yeah, like the Valentina is always.
Yeah.
I remember almost every time if it's open, it's always picked up first. But
See
this
my
time
dad?
I noticed a pattern too. Like in the previous stream, like the Ruby is also picked up first.
Yeah.
Do you think that
There
this
you
is
go.
something that the teams have to consider now? Wolf, do they ban the Ruby or is it
That's what I was
okay to just
saying.
let it slide?
Well, between like Matilda,
Onyx,
Nolan,
Onyx.
Joy, all of the heroes that
I was
are
like, I
banned,
didn't even
maybe
watch M5.
apart from the
Like
Gucci
after
hero. Yeah,
NA got knocked out, it
there's
was just kind of like
lot
meh.
heroes that are, that should be banned out. That should be like.
It was just kind of meh.
Even as
I
I
think
say
so.
that Ruby's really good,
Oh, I
don't
did
think
see
anybody
Onyx
cares about
versus
it
AP
anyways.
Bryn.
And now, Keep Best Gaming will just snatch this Novaria. Because why not, right?
Yeah, Burger
got
Kim's
the
really good at
Faramis.
casting, and
What else is there?
oh, let me
It's
move
the
my picture
Fredrin.
out the way.
I think Team Flash can just go for the Valentina. Just go back to
It
the
was,
Valentina because
Again, it was a little
yeah,
hard
it's such a
casting
strong
with
hero, and
not Burger, but
maybe pick up
with
your
War Barbie,
Golden
just because you know he's
Flash, or
he's
maybe
like
your EXP.
he's from Ukraine, so like his English
I'm
isn't like
looking at
his
this,
first
lineup of
language, and he has to
Flash.
like
I
warm
still
up
can't
his
tell
English.
if this Ruby is gonna be the roamer or is it gonna be in the XP lane. A big flex pick here for
Oh, Burger Kim crashed, bro. Everybody was crashing in the like our casters. Look at Wolf. He's like, oh, maybe he crashed too. Look at he's like, huh? What's happening?
Some advices. So our
Okay.
Okay, I
Going
think we're
back.
back. Okay.
Maybe.
So, Burger
there
King,
was-
can you hear me?
People were constantly like I was even lagging. Like look right now. Don't I look like I'm like my camera quality is probably like top of the line, bro.
Okay.
Like no lag, no dude, I sent
Okay,
them
all right. Okay, I think
I
we're
sent
back.
them my internet speed and I was like, bro, I
Alright,
don't
So it's the
I don't know
Fanny
what's
for Team
causing
Flash,
this.
Hades special, and makes a lot of sense versus this Novaria. But
I'm like, there's
obviously
no
having
way.
The threat of the Kaja is gonna
it's
be a
definitely
little bit of a
not
problem.
me.
And Keepers Gaming will just ban
If
this,
anybody
Ludo.
If there's
Will be banned by
anybody
Team Flash,
out of
maybe,
MLBB
Carry as
in
well,
A,
because Carry plus
I
Kaja
probably
is
have
such
the
a strong
fastest internet
combination as well.
and
then
the highest
you can go
quality
for,
camera and
tanky
probably the
build-up
most
on the
expensive
carry, or the
setup.
fighter build up on the carry so that the Fanny will
Not
not
the
be
flex.
that much of a problem. These are the considerations here. I would say
I pride
that
myself in being like
this Lily upgrade
top of the line
is,
quality for you guys.
also one of the throwbacks. If you recall during the M5 season where teams are actually not going in for the gourd anymore or something somewhere along the lines of an Eve versus the Novaria because you don't want to
You pay
don't
20
really want
for
to
one.
be in that spot where you're
That's nice.
in the late portions of the game. You're
I
not,
pay like 120.
you're not answering the Varia, and some teams will just go and go for the Lilia because now instead of fighting Novaria head on
I got
in
you,
the latter
Wolf.
portions of the game, just
Got
go for
you.
the early game. Just win the early game. Just win the laning stage.
got
and,
you.
it also makes a
jumped
lot of
in.
sense versus the Fredro in the front to back composition. So it makes a lot of sense why they pick up the
Diablo?
Lydia, but
Oh,
that is something
snap.
that you really have to
Yo,
take
they
note
pulled
of.
out the
This might
Fanny.
work badly for the late game of Team Flash. That's why I feel like
Where'd she
they're
go?
banning
Come back,
out
Burger.
early game
I'll tell you. Hold
based
on. Yeah, I'll tell you what
laners
happened
like
to her.
Brody, and also gold laners that are independent so that you can just go to them. So as expected, it's the carry. Also the second ban here for Team Flash. Now for Keep Best Gaming, gonna be looking for their gold laner. What else could be there that can sustain himself? Oh, here's the thing. Maybe
I think
don't know
they're
if Keep Best Gaming plays
she's
Harith,
refilling her
but
water.
That's also a good hero for this game.
Dang
They
from
have the Kaja
Diablo?
too, so you have a way to catch
Right
something
now.
like that. So that could be a hero here for Keep Best Gaming. And for Team Flash, be looking for their jungler. Martis is still available. And,
Yeah.
Oh no, they already have the Fanny. Who am I kidding? But there's also the Angela, which means that if they pick up the Angela, that's Angela Fanny, and then the Ruby on the sidelines on the EX
Ufra
lane.
could be a good go here.
That could be an option
Ish.
for them. It's the
Uranus.
Okay, so you
AGB
definitely
from
need some
China.
shred for Team Flash. A shred kind of gold.
Aiko. KGB
Or
made
maybe
mistake
they
with
themselves
Kaja.
pick up the Harith because why not, right? Maybe
The Harith?
this
The
is a time
Harith's
where
been
they pick
showing
up
up
the
quite
Harith,
often too. Like,
maybe
bro,
Vanix
like,
can play it, but
why?
knowing Team Flash, they will just go
Trash
for
trucks
Bruno,
going down my
honestly.
road.
It's just the
Oh,
the
Burger Kim's
safer
back.
route is to just go for the
Small
Bruno.
Aiko engage.
But I do
Yep.
feel that the Harith also merits a discussion here for Team Flash.
Yeah, it seems to be a pick too that has been appearing in Stream A earlier in our games. Harriet was picked up twice. It
Is her
also
hair
popped up
dyed
in
red?
Yesterday's
I kind of
games.
like it.
Actually, first picked by
I feel like I should dye my hair, bro. I got like
it's
this
a good pressure towards
giant
gold
white
laners,
streak
right?
right
Like,
here.
there was a time that these were
I'm
being
getting
picked up
old.
a lot, like Alice, the Harriet, even the Lunox in the gold lane. I think it's to keep those marksmen at bay
Ooh.
in the gold lane and kind of have
just
that
rocking it, though.
early game poke potential. But looking here, looking at the lineup here of Keep Best Gaming, they got this Kaja. Do you think it's enough answer to
Oh,
this
Platinum
Fanny of Hades?
Blonde.
It seems like Flash wants to close this out with a 2-0 with a fast game if he manages to scale up really well.
Yeah, and 100% sure that will be the case because Hades likes to play this hero and he's one of the
Yeah.
good Fanny players out there. And this is not
See,
the first
it-
rodeo that
it's
we'll
so
have,
much
and I
better
think,
when you're like
it makes
actually
a lot of sense against the composition
from
where
overseas
you're going up against
casting.
a
Now I know
Novaria,
what the
where
overseas
usually the
casters feel
Novaria is
like.
freely roaming around the map, not a care in the world
Deku,
because there's nobody that can
Deku was
dive him.
supposed to cast
Well, here
today,
you go.
but
It's, the Fanny. And the Fanny can just get into
for
the
some
back
reason,
lines,
like
just
connection
finish off one
issues
hero,
were
get
real
out, because they're
bad
gonna be A-okay.
on this side.
They supplemented that with
No Layla
Shen.
game, only from
Now, the
RRQ
problem I
Hoshi.
have with this is they're
Only
both
from
farm
RRQ Hoshi, chat.
right? So, if you're gonna be looking for
I like it. Let's
the
get it.
scaling of this side of Team Flash, you better hope
I've
that
already
the
cast
early
it.
game is perfect. So
I
it's
casted
very
the games earlier today. AP
finish off
Bryn,
this
Twisted
game, or at
Minds,
least,
and
start strong in this game.
I risk high reward as we head into the
S2G.
match point
I think
here.
it's
It's going to be
S2G.
Keep Us Gaming and Team Flash here. Team Flash wins this one. It is going to be them taking in the series. And like what you
Yeah.
mentioned, an early
S2G
game here for
Esports
Team
versus
Flash. If they
Homeboys.
manage
I
to
casted
execute
those
this
games.
Well, I think Keep Us Gaming
Oh, my
has
next
to be,
casting
a
tomorrow.
bit more on the aggressive side too.
I'll be
Like
casting
the
along
Kaja
Naisu.
answer, I've seen this yesterday, Wolf, and it didn't really do well up against the other lineups.
I
It was
cast
kind of
every
like a
single
direct
day
answer
but Friday.
to certain heroes, but I mean,
I think I have the most
or
casting days.
teams would
Hopefully,
rather
the
go
Russian
for,
internet
like, CC
doesn't
heavy type
mess
of
up.
compositions here, which is why the Kaja isn't or rarely picked up. Mostly like as a counter to certain heroes, but not really like
I was
like a
casting
try of
alongside War Barbie. I love him. Really cool guy.
It's Ivanix
Just
just,
really hard to cast
you
with.
know, being very oppressive in the bottom lane because
Just mainly
as a
because
nature,
I'm
you're
not quite
very
sure
far
what he
the
talks about.
laning stage. Good thing is, as the Cloud, you have the BMI. But now JPL, what I'm trying to say here is
Good
you're gonna have to
casting.
look
Hey, much
at
love, dude.
who controls the lane.
I try to
So
put his
far,
much pressure in and
Best Gaming are actually forced to
getting
recall out.
looking fly and
even when
stuff
they
like
dodge
that.
take this at this point,
for Team Flash, they're already
they will
positioning
lose a
themselves
lot.
here. Hades already on that bush, like maybe looking to get that cutthroat onto like super.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Get
my
the first one,
goodness.
make that the double kill for Hades,
play
and this
needs
is what we were
Hades.
talking about. Flash needs
Okay.
to do this right. That early game, And look at how Vanix is
Okay,
just taking in
Hades.
all of the
Best
the
gaming.
gold here over at the bottom side.
Who you guys got here?
Oh my god. Hades knew the damage output, and they also know that.
I love
Super
War Barbie,
is
but
just
like
level
it's
2,
tough. It's tough
right? So they
casting with
dodged
someone
the
that like
first assault,
speaks
but when they
like
went
fluent.
back, they're so under
I don't
level.
know, like
that
Ukraine
Hades
or
just
Russian.
burst
I don't
through.
know what the.
It's gonna be keep best gaming securing the turtle, which is good in a way. But the fact that they've lost their Claude again, ooh, that's gonna be really biting them in the dust later on. As Hades is already level 5 and he's
I cashed with
transferring
Naisu
onto the
next.
invade. They know that there's
As
no
long as all of
retribution.
our internets
Maybe he
work.
can steal this, and indeed he
They've been like
will.
subbing out
And
casters
that's
like
Hades
that.
winning when it comes to the economy again.
Yeah, the space that he's trying to get here up against Juan. Both are actually level 5. He's picked up a double kill. Also got the gold plating in on the bottom side. So it seems like Team Flash has got this early game in the bag. But then again, you know, there's still a lot that can go on. So it's 3 minutes in, but there was a lot of pressure already invested here over to the gold lane.
They do have
And,
enough casters
I mean,
to sub.
for
Well,
Keepless Gaming, right?
they kind of do.
Should they maybe
Like
try
some
to
people
take
are working
control of
double
this lane
shifts
right
for the
now?
same
Like,
pay.
Should they take down Vanix, or should they focus more on trying to take down Hades right now, who is like one more kill away from getting a killing spree?
Yeah, definitely this is the target. But then again, they have the Kaja, right? And then
Like War
maybe
Barbie
if,
had to cast
if
like
getting a kill is
a
not gonna
whole-
be possible.
a
At
whole
least secure
day
the double
yesterday.
lane for the Cloud, which is what they're doing right now. So
a big old
this is
dog
really
sticking
good for
his
Super
head
Paddy,
out the window.
as he can recover when it comes to the
Is
fight.
Rim still
Taking
casting?
2
I don't
lanes
think
in
so.
minutes.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the double minions, right? Like
It's really
getting
only
in
been
the mid
Wheezy
lane
that
minions
came
and
back.
the gold lane. Yeah, that's a lot of farming here for
Hey.
Aisha.
Atlas, get out the window.
Looking at how this is
Hey.
going, it's a low kill score count so
Hey,
far,
Atlas.
and no one's like really heavily investing on those team fights that
Go to mom.
you know, we're looking forward to see, right? Like JBL with that I am offended,
Damn
and
dog.
Tides with that divine judgment. But as of the moment, right, like Keep Gaming is just
I gotta take
focusing
some-
all of their
My
resources
sinus
here,
is- dude,
on the gold
The
lane.
weather's so crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta take like some sinus
As you
meds.
would, as you should, I mean, because the Cloud is their main win condition now. And it seems like Hades is not even concerned about this this
Waking up at
turtle.
3:30.
Waiting for the orange buff invade.
Eat me.
JPL is
Eat
just
me silly,
eyeing
chat.
this turtle. Might
I think
even
I gotta
be
do it
enough
again
for them
today,
to
tomorrow.
reset this turtle.
Yeah, but here it is, Hades. Not able to get that retribution in. Nice full barrage coming
What
out
the
there from
dog
Vanix.
doing?
But
He barking at
KBG
someone
able
walking down
to
the-
get the turtle, but Hades right now getting in, picking up that
Like
killing spree.
Texas?
All
Yeah,
3
it's like-
kills are from this guy.
Whew.
Am I going back to sleep? No, I gotta work.
That's a Hades.
I'm just taking I'm taking the next like 2 hours off.
Like we said, right?
Am I gonna watch the Onik
Okay,
versus
yeah, but
Burn?
it's,
That's
yeah,
the
like we
goal.
said,
I think
this game
we're kind of like
fully
rotating
getting
matches
away.
right now.
No, not
I'll
a
swap to
carry
it
over.
once
Now
this
against
one's
the Fanny,
kind of like
there's
at a
no
point.
There's no hero that can actually stop the Fanny. No Kufra, no. Actually, you have the Kaja, but yeah, you don't have a stopper on this Fanny.
It's
Even
65 right
Bert
now. Gonna
Easy
be up
is,
to
willing do those
76.
dives, right? 14K. I think Best
Team
Gaming still,
Flash.
is trying to
Fanny,
keep up here
3-0.
right now. And we're looking for the tug. JPL gets it with the I'm offended. Still getting chunked on here by KBG, but from the back lines. Full barrage from the
Onyx
side of Team
probably
Flash. Not able to
playing
dish out the
next.
damage that they want just yet.
I want to see the Onik game
Vanek
though.
still needs the items here for as of the moment, but the 3-1 in favor of the side of Team Flash.
Yep. A lot of.
But yeah, I took
a lot of recovery
I'm taking
potential
off of
in
work
this
until
game
like
just because of
12,
Super
so
Paddy. Super
we got a
Paddy's
couple hours to
2.4K.
watch.
You
Hopefully
compare that
we'll
to
be able to
his
watch
matchup,
all the
it's
games.
2.7K, so that's not good, right? Because there's a lead, but this is a Claude. So
That's my plan.
A 600 gold lead over the Claude at 6 minutes. It's not the biggest. So Super Paddy is even when they're struggling right now, you can say that he's in a relatively comfortable spot. So eventually he's gonna be able to carry his teammates, but not until they find
Onik
out the
versus
gold.
Burn. Yeah.
The space being created, 2 on the bottom side here by Vanix. They're just gonna keep letting him push the turrets. I
Team
think this
Flash
is
is looking
the
good right
space
now,
that
though,
we
chat.
see for Keep Best
80's
Gaming.
a monster on this
They
Fanny.
haven't been able to take any of the turrets yet. It seems like they want to go for these turtle fights, right? They want to go for these these objectives. But the problem here is like you know, like when you mentioned Hades, the turtle doesn't matter right now. He's just trying to go for the pickoffs onto the back line, but it seems like it's an all-out
File
clash
your
here on
taxes.
the turtle pit.
I am an
As you know,
accountant.
Cortese picking up the kill.
I don't have a
Still
CPA,
Best
but I
Gaming
could.
taking the
I file my
turtle
own taxes.
for the prize of 2.
Oh. 2 for 1. And that means that the economy is going to go up. Every time that Hades goes for those jumps, you're always scared. Diablo doing Diablo things, just clearing out.
Diablo doing Diablo
Go
things.
for the invade, but Cortese is punished. Had to pop the flicker. Juan gonna be
Yo,
able
you
to
eat
secure
burger?
the first one. So
Damn.
that's some of the good news that we have for Team Best Gaming. They're securing some of their farm, but not all.
You did? Oh, nice. I'm glad my tax device worked.
Looking at what we're seeing right now on the screen is that for Team Flash, they got in 2 of these turrets, and it's good, right? Like all around the early game that they wanted to happen is panning out really well for them. But as for Keep Best Gaming, you did mention that it's going to be the claw that they're going to be heavily investing in, but it seems like Super Patty is standing at the 0-0-2-0 as of the moment.
Ultimate.
This would be the life if I could
It's
just
for
like
safety.
literally just stream
Well,
this
you cannot
and
be-
cast for a living,
You
bro.
can't be baited in Keep Best Gaming.
If I could
but
actually
after
like
the dragon form, yeah, you
focus
have
on
to
it
do
as a
that.
job.
And it's interesting that Keep Best Gaming are just playing passively. They're playing reactively. In a way, it's understandable because they have Novaria as well
Can I
as the
add
Cloud.
kids in this?
But there has to be a switch here for Keep
Can I
Best
add
Gaming.
kids
There
I
has
have
to
in
be
another country as
a
dependents?
time
I
where
don't
they
think
decide,
so.
Okay, it's time to fight.
And
Dependents
for now,
actually have
it's,
to.
like Team Flash, right?
You have-
Like, they're
you actually have
taking
to spend
control
money on
of the
dependents.
map. Like you see, like some split pushes
They have to
being
live
made here
with
by
you.
Hades, which we've seen in a Fanny.
I mean, you
creating in the
could
space.
say it, but it's probably illegal.
KBG, they're not willing to go in for those all-out team fights yet. Usually,
And they
it
have to have a
is gonna be
social.
up to Tides to create that tug, that divine judgment onto. I guess usually the target.
I think
is
there's
gonna be
also a
Hades
way you
here.
can get like a
I think
designated
that's
like
probably the reason why they
ID
pick
for
up
the
this
kids,
Kaja
too.
to counter out the Fanny. But right now, we're looking at Team Flash trying their best to clear out the lanes, eyeing this objective, which is the Lord. But over here on the bottom side, CU taking a lot of the damage, forced to use that Vengeance out as Hades gonna be resetting all the way back to the base as KBG actually gonna be starting
Ooh.
off this Lord.
Ooh,
As CU
Diablo
gonna
wants it, he's
divert the attention
chasing.
right now of the Diablo. on
Diablo
the
doing
bottom side.
Diablo things.
They have the Fanny to finish that off, and that's a
Yeah,
mega
good
kill for
kill.
Hades. Still plenty of energy to work with, and unfortunately, Zigjuan is actually
With the
dropped
Black
low.
Dragon.
Lilia, the Cortese, oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. The
Ooh,
full barrage.
Diablo,
And then,
doing
the
Diablo
zoning away from
things.
Cortese over the backside just enabled Team Flash
Diablo's
to pick
just
up
in the
that
back
Lord
line,
9
just
minutes
chilling,
in.
bro.
And this is exactly how Team Flash is planning it. They want to get this early game, try to finish it fast, and maybe take in this game as it's looking really scary right now as Hades is popping in. He can just take down Super Patty in one fell swoop, right? And even right now, like Keep Us Gaming without
I'm
the
working
Lord,
on it.
there's
I gotta
already
get my
enough pressure
master's
here
degree, though,
being-
first.
being done by both
I had to
JPL
write a
and Cortese.
12-page
A lot of
paper
these
yesterday,
good
like
players.
after
Plus, they got
casting,
Diablo here
after
to reach the
working,
back
and
line.
then
So
write a
this is
12-page
just the
paper.
first Lord. I think they can pressure out at least the second tier turrets here.
Yeah. And how about that? Keep Best Gaming.
Then I have to do an
Just
exam.
one, like, you mentioned it yourself, one fell swoop. The fact that they
Cortese.
took out CU just like that, and then the pokes coming out from Cortese. Maybe the Frederick
Yeah.
did not realize that there's a lot of damage that Lilia can eventually pick. I mean, like,
And
one hit
talking
of a
nonstop's a
skill,
piece of
skill one
cake. I
skill
know.
two, surely it won't hurt a lot, but a
Oh.
lot will be.
How old am I? I'm
Yeah,
I'm 28.
There's that tug from the Divine Judgment that they were waiting for, but here's the I Am Offended 2. CU's gonna get knocked down. Full barrage with backside. Double kill picked up there by
I think
Van.
Trex is older than me.
Maybe
Trex is about
the
the
hands
same
of
age. I
Team
don't know.
Flash. They still have this Lord to boot to take end this one. But it's not enough minions, but that's a lot of pressure. Inhibitors are down, and Team Flash, it just like that.
I think this
took down
GG's.
3 for the price
GG.
of none.
Oh!
Come on, go for more. Tides taken out by Kurt. The pokes. Well, it was a sacrificial play anyways from Keep Best Gaming. And they can afford to do that because it's still just 11 minutes. Not lose some of their...
That was a
because
good
of that
sacrifice,
respawn.
actually.
As is this happening, there's a clash in the middle, and there's already a kill on to CU coming out from Team Flash. It might even go for more. Diablo just pops the ultimate, just like that. Not a care in the world.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
totally
Oh,
fine. You can
Where's
actually
the
evade
Fanny
that.
come from?
Yep, a bait from Diablo to take Super Patty down. And flashes in those stickers, and it's just all around play coming out from Team Flash. You can see how well coordinated that was, right? Like Super Patty was trying to take down Diablo, but you know they totally forgot
Kaja
that.
just
Okay, yeah, there
TPing in
is
the bush
Hades
now.
to still take him down. Keep us gaming got that shutdown. CU got that nice divine judgment
Diablo
onto him. There
just-
was some goal
and
that
Diablo,
went back
man.
to the
Team
side
Flash
of
is actually
Keep Us
looking
Gaming,
good.
but it is still at least an 8K
Nice,
here for
nice,
the side of
nice.
Team Flash.
Yeah. So LMU now slowly stacking up the damage. The Divine Glaive is actually a very important item to have at 12 minutes. Not the fastest, but it will make an impact, right? So you can see the
Damn.
Astral Sphere is gonna be hitting a lot. That and eventually Super Paddy, if he keeps the Purify and he outputs the damage, usually, oh my goodness, I jinxed him. I definitely jinxed him.
Oh man, I think at this time, Wolf, like every single time you say something, even in the draft, it most likely does happen.
I think
But
Burger
as
Kim
for
ended up
Flash, right,
dropping
they
out
got
for
the
a second.
spa-
How's
they got the
casting? It's
space to do
fun.
this. They got
Been
the
casting with
yeah, they got
War
the
Barbie
space to
though.
get in this Lord, and even
tough.
invading the jungle camp here of Keep Best Gaming, 15-2, and it's still Team Flash leading the charge here. I see the attempts of CU trying to create a space though over on the top side, but this is the enhanced Lord for the side of Team Flash here right now. It's a 10K lead for Flash right now.
I would cast in the
against Keep Best
NACT
Gaming.
if needed be.
Not a good sign.
If they needed me to cast, I could suit up. You know, I got a
Not a
tie.
care in the world because Diablo is just making it work.
I got more dress
JPL
wear
being
coming
there,
in.
There's dominant size now available. See you under
War
the turret.
Barbie's he's knowledgeable,
Overstaying
but
his welcome up top lane.
I think he's about the same
The
as me,
vengeance
like
to, I
you know,
think this
trying to
is,
figure out
another
these
Diablo
teams'
Hades,
names and
we've
stuff like
seen there
that.
over
A
on
little
the top
rough.
side. They still got this
Not the
Lord.
team names, but
They're
the
doing
player
their very
names.
best
Like
to
some of
clear
them
out
are
the
wild.
lanes,
Like
but,
I like
Team
Diablo's name,
Flash,
easy to
Super
say.
Patty, using in that
JPL,
blazing
easy to
duet
say.
clear out the waves, but
A
Team Flash is already
Fredrin
here at the base
on
of
Keep Best Gaming.
They're gonna try to go for that final push. They have JPL for that I am offended, but oh boy.
like,
Look at
who-
Hades from
who
the
comes-
backside.
who came up with that
down,
name?
though. There's a shutdown. But
Super,
they're able to melt
super.
down this Lord. Only
think-
one inhibitor left here for the side of Keep
Is that
Best
Super
Gaming.
Patty?
Diablo goes in for that Black Dragon form, trying to zone in the back
can't even
line.
see
They're
the
able to
names
take down
'cause they're
the
so,
last
like,
inhibitor,
blurry.
and that's gonna be it. The base is wide
Zhu
open
Wan?
here for Keep Best Gaming.
I can't see.
Team
There's not
Flash
even a
with
W.
Hades once again.
How the hell does an X
Blazing
turn
Duet
into
from
a
Super
W?
Paddy gets out. That's the power of the Fanny. You can just
I feel like that's my biggest
just
struggle
nice
is I
to
really
go
need
out
to
and
like
have a
sit
one-shot
down and just
potential
like write
onto
down
Super Paddy,
people's
who
names and like figure
does
out how
have
to
the
say
win of
them.
nature for now, but evidently it didn't help him because of the members of Keep Best Gaming just overstaying in some parts of the map, and Team Flash can read through them.
Z Una.
Yeah, the immortalities are being purchased too at this point, right? Like you want to buy in that extra time to keep you alive.
UAN
There goes
is
JPL.
pronounced
There's
as
that 9
Wan.
divine judgment, but it might actually just be the bait.
Or is it
He gets
Wan?
offended back as Phoenix.
Wan.
Gonna be able to pick up a double.
Zuwan.
And
Zuwan.
Hades to
Zuwan.
seal the deal
don't
there,
know.
taking down Super Patty, going all the way to the base to pick up that double. It's only CU left.
Getting $15,000. It's a silent X.
This should be the end.
See, that's the
here.
hardest part is like I
Flash
look at it and my
clear
brain's
the
like
waves here.
I have to
Hades
figure out how to say
putting in
that
those
X.
stickers. This is it. Team Flash taking in
GG's.
game number 2, and
Alright.
we end the series with a clean.
Team Flash moving on.
They can make a really decent combo in the mid lane. He can also make up for this range. For
Well,
Fanny
Yasu
to
looked like
join in
a-
without fearing of losing her own HP. So
Yasu, so it doesn't look like we'll see what? So Onik has to be after this game.
Running
Onik
on
has
in
to
this
be
game.
after here.
Game number
But then
one,
these
you saw
casters
the
are going to be
split push
talking
from
like for
Diablo was
15 minutes, so
clearance and everything else. But
hopefully we're
that's
going to be
the
getting
season,
into this
so
game
I would
and then I
expect to
can
see
jump over to
Estes
the
being
Onik game when it
used
starts.
as, we say it like that, babysit the gold lane.
Yeah, I expect him
Dude,
to,
private, look
I
at
expect
what?
the Estes to be,
Private suits are
riding
just
right
wild.
behind Barat's on, deck
I
number
won't
nine
watch the
because,
nightmare
like
match.
as you
I'll be
said,
jumping back over
right
to
now,
this
Navarro
match.
very mobile.
But they're gonna be talking for like 18
that
minutes.
really didn't have any problems at all in this game. So well done coming out from Team Flash. Really deserving to win the series. They keep their tournament dreams alive.
What's this one?
As for Keep Best Gaming, you can kind of see that you did mention it for game number 1. They were able to actually keep it to like 19 minutes.
This was like so
as
like when I
compared
was
to,
casting.
like, their previous tournament run,
When I
which
was
actually
casting, you
back in
literally
the M5
talk
wild card. You know,
for
you start to see
so
them slowly kinda
long
adapting
right
into the
here,
game,
bro.
adapting into the meta. But we close
You
the
literally
series
talk
out
for
with a
so
2-0.
long.
This is, I think, an elimination match, if I'm not mistaken. Wolf. So
Yeah.
it is gonna be Keep Best Gaming either out or knocked out into the bottom. But let's take a look first at what went down in that last.
The highlights
final
were good,
game.
though.
Hades picking up a very early double kill here, which kind of led to pretty much like the snowball here of this Fanny until that shutdown later on in the game.
Yep. Looks really promising for Keep Best Gaming, but Hades just knew what to do in this game. And look at how JPL just held on to that. And this was very crucial from Kurt. You can see them just nagging the Fredrin and then keeping the pokes into that situation. Like, you Keep Best Gaming, understandably so, they kept their heroes around the Lord area, but they were so confident that Hades is away, and then they got poked out so low. And then JPL will not stop initiating. Really good for Team Flash.
Yeah, there were times too that I think for Keep Best Gaming, they thought they could have gotten in one or maybe try and take down JPL. But they didn't take notice of Vanix actually in this entire game. And even this, right? Like the Diablo with the Black Dragon form. And from actually, Hades didn't even come from the back. He came all the way from the other side, like
That's right.
catching Super Patty by surprise.
It's many outplays for Team Flash, like this play as well. You can see
ABG.
that they really baited CU
Why
into
JP
always
no
staying
in
that
tournament?
situation. Well, he doesn't have any way to get out anyways, because there's a lot of members of Team Flash. But yeah, those little things that add up together make it so
That's
difficult
wild.
for Keep Best Gaming to get back.
Having
JPL landing
China
a
in here?
three-man ultimate again, pretty much snagged.
I heard
And
Japan's
we know
supposed to
that
have
every
a
time
team
there's
chat.
multiple I'm offended play coming out from JPL, immediately Vanix pops the ultimate.
Heard Japan's
Pops the
supposed to have a
ultimate and
team.
just, you know, plays it so well. Overall, you can see the MVP is going to be Vanix, 6-0 and 4,
Vanix, okay.
and 27%
Okay.
of the total damage.
Elixia,
dealt from Team Flash
insane.
from this hero, a true carry, a true carry. I mean,
Oh damn, Deuce
for
Volts
the
and RRQ?
Yeah. Overall, I think,
Actually, I'm so
this-
confused.
You mentioned that they needed it's a farm heavy type of team, right? If they weren't able to get that kind of early game.
All right, we're gonna watch this game until because they're gonna be talking for like 15 minutes.
Once before to go ahead
And
isolate
I'd like
that,
to watch
buff
a game.
very close so that he could try to steal it, and then there.
This Fireflux looked so good yesterday, bro.
His herd, and almost actually in a little bit of trouble there, but thankfully they're able.
But I'm gonna definitely go watch the Onyx game, which
Well, I think I would
should be
take a
Onyx
little bit
versus
of
Burnex Flash, which
saying
is gonna be
that the
insane.
buff wasn't as successful as it needs to be after seeing the gap between both junglers, but here he's trying to farm both lanes with the clock.
How-
and
I don't
going
know.
back to my point, I was saying that look at the XP gap when it comes to Tennessee, and also on the other
Who pulled
hand,
out the Estes
Steve
here?
Lexi, he was level 7 while Tennessee was level 5.
Apex?
Moving
Apex
around the
47
map
pulled
with
out the
two-man
Estes?
combo, Tennessee and also Apex 47 are making sure that their team are getting the help they need in any lane.
You bet
they are
Fireflux?
asking
I
for.
bet
But there's
Fireflux here
something
too, to
that's
be
really
honest.
quite interesting that I've mentioned yesterday, and it goes
How
like this.
the
If you made a mistake with an assassin hero as a jungler, it's so hard to recover. But if you made a mistake while using a utility hero as a jungler, it's not that hard to recover.
Yeah, and that's true, especially when it comes to like assassins and stuff. But we do have a match coming, or a little fight coming here. Jasmine does
Wild
have
charge. Daytona's welcome.
It's gonna spit him back.
What?
Lexi, able to find a
What?
nice secure onto the turtle. And I just want to say the rotations right
Retry
now
gapped by a Diarra.
so good, especially because
I didn't notice the
Jasmine
Dyros
did
actually in the
such a great
jungle.
job on this bin, making sure that he could refuse
I thought he was EXP.
marksman up at the top, and both marksmen have now switched down to the bottom, and I think we're going to start seeing it in the gold discrepancy between Sunshine and Kami.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And looking at
What are today's matches? We're currently watching Fireflux versus Nightmare. Then there's Blacklist International versus RCC. We'll be watching the Burnax Slash versus Onyx next.
Yeah, Jack in a little
Yeah.
bit of trouble here, putting on the damage. Is going to go ahead and try to create
Ooh.
that distance. Getting a lot, activates the vengeance, but it's not enough
Dude,
to save him from three
people that
members
can
of
use
Fireflux.
our
This is
lot
gonna be the first
overseas
tower
are
of the
just
game.
built
On
different.
the other side, though, Nightmare Esports are
What's
trying to
RCC is? That's just their name. I think they're a Russian team. Yeah, they're a Russian team.
Yeah,
Royal
you see Jack
Cyber
in
Sports
orbital
Club.
gets popped up, and he is not long for this world as Rosa finds a kill there. The
Did you guys know that
Putin
Putin came to Games of the Future yesterday? Like while I was casting?
1-3 in favor of Fireflux from
Crazy.
Turkey.
After switching between both laners on the XP and the gold lane, I didn't see that much of a use for carry, especially
Yeah.
because
He apparently like came to the Games of the Future, like the venue. Yeah, no cap, no cap. I didn't meet him. But he was apparently at the venue. And he made like a speech or something.
We might see another switch between those two, but speaking of which, and now looking at the timer, we have 6 minutes and 30 seconds almost.
Gaming War Ideals. Yeah, you saw? Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Yeah, just search it. I was like, what the? I was like, no way Putin came.
Carry sitting 1K behind the Claude. Can be doing such
That's
a
why
good
North
job.
America
Now we
didn't
have
get
to
put in the
fight
tournament
here.
because Putin was gonna be there.
Nightmare coming in. Big final slash lands, and Lexi able to get another turtle. A final slash is out with the blessing of the moon goddess to keep the team healed up, and they are trying to give chase, but the mobility of Nightmare
I was like
is
blown
too
away.
much.
I was like, Putin.
5 men pushing in the mid lane against just 2 from team
Is
Nightmare
Putin banning
Esports.
in it? I
Even
don't
here,
fucking know.
Anthem might just take it.
He's
The
not
two
making a speech
withdrawn,
here.
the two go to their own laning duties. It seems like it's really too easy for Lexi to take.
I wouldn't say it's that easy to get abusive. Ooh,
Oh
Fireflux.
man, you can see that damage coming
Easy.
out from Sasul, and I do believe I saw an abyssal strike
No.
come out there from Lexi.
Nightmare-
which was
Nightmare
able to hands it
Esports.
down. I mean, even it doesn't matter how tanky you are, especially with how
Nightmare Esports doing them dirty, bro.
How that Lexi is going to be able to burst through a lot of the armor with that Dyroth.
Putin slapkin Boba.
A flicker final slash, one
That's
of the
crazy.
classics that Arlott can
I don't know why
provide to
Fireflux
us.
playing so
60 seconds
passively.
Into, and the Lord will
I would,
respond, the first Lord
but they're
will
kind of
respond, but it seems
getting,
like there will
they're
be
kind
a
of getting
lot of
spanked
pressure
right
on
now.
the top lane.
But it could
We
be
might
anybody's
see
game, so
surprise
don't ever
coming
count
from
them out, though.
Jasmine.
You know.
Look, there's no surprise. They just
Fireflux is
made sure that Fireflux Esports knows
Fireflux
that they
is from
are
Turkey.
claiming that turret, and that turret
Yeah,
is
Fireflux
what
is from
they've
Turkey.
got. In the mid lane, they are still trying to apply some pressure. Fireflux Esports are seeking solutions, even though
Fireflux from
the game,
Turkey.
when it
Nightmare
comes to
Esports
numbers,
is from
almost is even,
Laos.
but 3-2
Laos.
with 3K behind when it comes to gold.
Turkey campers.
Ooh, Denton as well.
Gobble,
Does
gobble,
that
gobble.
Spit him out. Lexi gets taken out very quickly. Now, the one thing for me is that this Ubi strat of healing up your team and like keeping them grouped up is working for Fireflux. However,
Yeah, but like, look,
doesn't
look.
matter if
Like
your
Fireflux
team is
just
not landing
knows how to
these
control the
activations. If you're starting
map.
to get out gold, like right
You
now,
doing, Cat?
most of the objectives have been going over to Nightmare Esports. Lexi just doing such
They're
a
like
great
white.
job of
They're
getting
so
in
white
there
that they
and
can't
being
even
able
see
to
you.
snatch those objectives away from Fireflux Esports.
There ain't no way
They're
they lose,
actually
yeah.
behind, despite how well they're doing.
They might
in
be
some of the
behind, but I
team
think
fights.
it's still good.
Fireflux also
Alright, the
speaking of
Onyx
team
match
fight,
hasn't
I see
started
a
yet.
team fight being forced here, just using the
Should be
Lord
getting
and
into the
Express
draft
for
probably
that.
here soon.
Fireflux and also Nightmare are preparing to go into that Lord pit, and as you said earlier on today and in the draft,
It's really
the
fun
Lord
being able to
range
watch
is
it. Why no
now
NA team in the
so
Game of
much
Future? 'Cause
smaller
it's in
than it used to
Russia.
be before, so there is no Lord dances that can last long.
'Cause it's in
Only
Russia.
claiming that either zoning the enemy
Yeah, and
completely
Putin.
out
Putin was at the event. Oh, alright.
wanting
My
to
cat
take
hit the
that
space
load
bar,
with a
chat.
fast,
I can pause the game.
with applying all the
God
damage
damn.
and all the resources
Cat.
of your team to take it as fast as possible. Speaking of being fast as possible, we can see here that the Cloud already have his Demon Hunter Sword, the Golden Staff, and
Wooten don't like NA.
damage. And looking at the carry
The
sheet,
CW resting?
5K behind just
I don't know.
from the Cloud.
Probably.
Yeah, this Lord actually might go over. They're gonna try a big pop.
What?
Gets the Lord another
Bro,
objective.
TNZ, what are you
Nightmare
doing,
Esports, the
bro?
pride of
Oh,
Laos,
now they're getting
giving
clapped by the Claw, the Blazing Duets.
Blazing Duet going into the back lines. Kami finds
Apex.
the kill
Ooh,
on
look at that
Tabili.
heal, though.
Tenzi gets
Ah,
taken
GG's.
down by Jack.
GG's.
Kami still is not done. He is
What
hungry
is
for
going
blood.
on?
Apex goes down. That is 4 members down for Fireflux Esports.
Fireflux
As
played in
Nightmare
M5,
taken
yeah.
to the mid-tower.
Fireflux,
That replay. Look at the big pop-up that happened.
Fireflux placed
Jackson
7th, 8th in M5.
Blazing Duet, shredding them from behind. Kami takes 1 kill, but he's not done. He focuses down Apex as he tries to get to the safety of the tower.
And then Nightmare Esports, Nightmare Esports finished number 17th and 18th and M5, so oof. Is ML the only game on the event? No, I think there's a lot of games on the Game as a Future.
Too easy for Lexi, and not just that, they also won the team fight.
Didn't FF beat Black in M5? Yeah. Or no, I think no, Blacklist beat them. Blacklist beat them. Blacklist knocked Fireflux out, which is why I suspected Fireflux was gonna like that was the revenge match the other day.
It's even, but when it comes to strategy, so far Nightmare Esports is winning. Why do you think they are the one in control? Is it just because of the retributions?
It's not just the retributions. It's the fact that Fireflux Esports, when it comes to a lot of
It's
these
the
fights,
Estes, I
Nightmare
feel
knows
like,
exactly
right?
what they need to do. They charge
Uh-oh.
in at the
Oh,
right
God.
time. You have
Putin's
that
in the chat.
The Jasmine comes in with
Everybody
that
freeze.
to pop up right at the moment that you're supposed to be retri.
Where's the main live? It's in the description of my stream. You can check it there, homie.
To try to double his odds. You have the entire team working in fast with the jungler.
We'll be jumping over to the Own It game here in a second.
You're supposed to be retreating. They're doing everything they can.
They're still talking.
Pop up TNZ to give Lexi the best opportunity he has to be able to get those retributions.
And looking at
Ooh, the Daytona's welcome.
Yeah, Detna's welcome comes out here. Jasmine in a little bit of trouble, down to about 10%. He's gonna have to use that wild charge to get himself away and gets away.
If you're seeing Russian,
whoa, that was so close. I almost thought that he's out of the range of Kennedy, but looking at the itemization from the side of Nightmare Esports, I've just saw that they already have the
because I'm American.
So the Necklace of Durance and the Dominance Eyes, they are completely taking down.
So why you
the
say it like
healing
that?
effect from Fireflux Esports, and right now seeing
I always say their name wrong. I already cast it today. I casted AP Bryn, Twisted Mind, and Homeboys versus S2G Esports.
It have been taken by Nightmare
Oh,
Esports.
Nick.
If they did win this retribution battle,
It's my American mind that like when I see the name
team fight, they
on
might
it.
just end this game while they are hot.
Well, the thing is here too is on the side of a Nightmare Esports, you have Sissel who can come out with a final slash of.
I'm just an American with dyslexia, bro.
Jasmine has the wild charge
Onion.
that you use to kind of pop them up. And on the
My
side of
brain
like,
sees
on the
something and
side of
then
Fireflux, when it
like
comes to some of these Lord fights, that's
yeah.
one of the things that they didn't factor is being able to protect.
Dude, I thought Twisted Minds was gonna take out AP Bryn in the first match.
These fights because I want to say
Own Yak.
they're not
Own Yak.
for a fight. fight.
Sonic.
They're coming in, they're grabbing
I
some
love
of
all the
these
different
points,
names in
and
here.
They're grabbing some of these objectives, and then they're kind of backing off unless they have a real big advantage. You can see here now them starting to step up. The Lord at about 10% down. We've already started healing Apex right now.
There's been so many Lord baits, bro.
We do have Rosa giving vision, letting them
Dude,
know
the
where rest
AP
of
game
them are
was
on the
so
map.
lit.
As soon as
I
this
wish my
Lord
internet
starts to
didn't
get
like
low,
cut
the
out a
rest of
little
them
bit, you know?
and trying to give Lexi an opportunity. From the back, you can see Kami standing up front.
AP Britain beat Twisted Minds.
Now the rest of Nightmare Esports, you can see Kami goes down to the bottom trying to get his stacks, and the rest of the team starting to split up a bit.
Bro, no way Fireflux loses here, dude.
Losing a lot of his HP and giving and providing vision from Jasmine is just remarkable. Team
I think if they catch Rosa, it could be a problem. They really need to find a solution for Cammy. Kahami.
Just like roaming around my head right now.
Yeah, Fireflux got clapped by Blacklist.
From Fireflux
Oh,
Esports.
oh.
So what are they actually playing?
What's going on here? I'm a little confused.
The only person, or like the only marksman who's allowed to go and split bush, but here Fireflux goes.
They just called Claude back. They called. Oh, look at it. Blazing Duet coming in. Alien. Low. Rosa. Sunshine. Sunshine gets caught. Or catches Soul. There you go, Fireflux. I did see the Layla pick earlier. I was like, no way they picked the Layla, dude. I'm like, no way they picked the Layla.
That might be going to Fireflux.
Leaving the split bushing or like the opposite laning clearance causes.
See, this is the thing about like teams overseas. Like, you can't ever count them out. Like, even if they look like they're falling behind, like it literally flip a switch.
From the side of Fireflux Esports, taking that Lord, and for the first time, and also, and this is funny actually to say, Tennessee didn't even have the retribution this time, so I'm not gonna say Tennessee won a
She's still awake? Oh yeah, bro. I took off work. I took off work until like a little bit later, so I could stream these games.
And I think that it is so dangerous to
I have to be awake because I have like three more casting sessions. Like, I gotta be aware of these games coming in. I cast the semifinals and the grand finals of the Games of the Future. I plan to stream the Blacklist. I'm about to be jumping over to the Own It game here in a second.
Now that last fight, they did something different.
How do I think the main casters of Game of the Future? Dude, I like him. I'm gonna be casting with Naisu tomorrow, which is gonna be nice. Waking up so early is a little tough, but I'm getting used to it. Yeah, I get paid decently. Yeah. Fireflux got it. 2 down. 3v4. Ah, yeah, GG's. GG's. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're good. Okay. On to the Own It game.
I'm saying, but
oh shit.
Definitely one of the surprise here.
Tried to move my camera and it moved.
Typically
moved everybody.
Can actually make.
All right, Burnex Flash versus Onik is going on as well.
Rafaela. This time, they're just going to be banning out this Ixia, and then Burnex Flash going for
Aurora.
The ban. That's right.
Onyak.
Onyak was picked up by Sans actually yesterday.
Oh, Nick.
With it. Maybe the next ban is the Gord, because the Gord is still pretty good going up against the
Yeah, I love how you brought that up.
Right, G?
Thinking of
you want me to be up here?
Not really like the prio pick right now.
I like being in the middle of the two.
Players, teams, they go for the Novaria, but Sans, like there was a
What
game
time is
back
it?
in M5 that he
What time is it,
picked up
chat?
the gourd, right? Like up against I think that was AP Bren, and then eventually in the next game AP Bren adjusted, picked up the gourd for themselves. Great amount of slows that it can provide, especially in team fights, and the true damage too that it can provide for the team. So let's see if that's gonna be the final ban here. But
Albert.
they also have to take
Yeah,
into
Albert's
consideration
Bud
what the
Sands.
pick up here in his lane. Oh yeah,
Irie, Keyboy.
Yeah.
Keyboy on
So
the.
what will Boots pick up? Well, I think that they will last pick the Boots hero because the Ruby can also be picked up in that way. So maybe a mid laner here for Onyx. Picking Gord still for Suns.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we've seen a
very strong
Valentina
hero
in a while.
That lane. They pick up Vexana instead.
Tyrese
right?
cosplaying as Zane.
So
That's
there's
that's
an anti-team fight
hilarious.
that they have. Because the Burning Splash wants to group up, so you want a hero that likes the enemies to.
Thoughts on Burnex Flash lineup? Let's take a look at it. I mean, they have the R-Lot.
There's a lot of merit to that because Burning Splash.
I like the R-Lot.
They're not looking to go for an assassin.
I like the Kai.
They're gonna be locked up with maybe a Brody or a Bruno. Actually, they don't have.
They
much
really need to
choice here.
bait out the Brats' Daytona welcome.
They don't have the.
R-Lot's so nice because it can displace a whole team.
anyways.
And then, oh,
Interestingly, so that
Diggy.
they will have more team fight. But this,
Dude, they're building
Onyx just
team fight. But
makes
they
this,
need a
made
burst.
this,
Okay, Brody.
Vexana pick up even more
I'm a
of
huge Brody
good
fan.
hero for them.
For Burnex Splash though, you did say that's
Or-
gonna be team fights. The
Onyx
Diggy
last
locked
pick
in
has to
last
be,
route. Yes, the Ruby and the Barretts here. You got Sans
Has to
picking
be
up the
something that
Vexana.
can
They still
dive.
need something here for Boots, something to possibly,
Yeah.
engage in team fights. Apart from the Ruby here in this lineup, or
They need
is it
something
really
that
gonna
can
be an XP
dive.
lane?
Could be. I think honestly,
Yes.
they pick up the
Lapu
Lapu.
Lapu. I think.
Never
What
mind
is
I
that
was about to
picture?
say. I was thinking like maybe somewhere along the lines of a Grok that can actually tank the damage.
Is that like a
from the
League of
Diggy
Legends
ones.
photo?
But if you think about it, Ruby can also do that. If you pick up the Athena shield or maybe a Radiant armor along the way.
YNA not
it's
invited
very
to Game of
you
the
can
Future?
just
I
run
don't know,
around the
man. I
map and
wish.
Just walk around and just pick
A
up
lobster.
to take away the vision that Diggy provides and take away the poke damage that the Diggy provides. So that's really
Let's
an
go.
interesting approach coming out from Onyx.
We got Putin in the chat.
The lineup of Burnex Flash as
What
a
are
team fighting team is
those?
actually pretty good. The thing is, this Vexana might be a
EJY.
big problem
W
for them.
stream.
I wonder
Much
how
love,
good
bro.
Sans is with this hero. So we'll see if that kind of pickup is going to be punished at all.
What up?
Yeah, the
W
Vexana that
stream.
is,
Hey, much
currently
love,
the
though.
third most picked hero in MLBB, both in low ranks from epic tier up until mythic. It is the top picked hero, third most picked. But let's
At the
head over
minute,
to our very first match of the day. It is
important
going to be Onyx
import
versus
in this team.
versus Burnex Flash. here
Welcome
for
to
the very first
America.
time. We see Keyboy already going towards
Is
the
late
side
here in
edge,
NY?
providing vision here for the side
Hey,
of Onyx.
Malaysia.
Looking here at the
Thanks for
what
stopping
Burnex
by,
Flash needs
homie.
to do. They want to go for the
Ask
team
this
fights,
game. You want me to like
should they start it out very early on, knowing that
Want me
Onyx
to,
here
like,
has the answers? They
mute
got the
them?
Keyboy here. They also got Boots here for the
Where's the
engage.
suit?
So should they
I
start
tossed
to
it.
go for that early game pressure here?
There's my tie.
Oh, definitely. You cannot let go of the pressure if you are Burnex Flash because Onyx.
It was so hot in my room,
This team
chat.
can really smell some of the, they're that kind of team where they can out macro you if they wanted to. So you have to keep
Burnex
your pressure
Flash
up, and
Onyx,
especially because
bro.
you picked up the Brody anyway. So that's an early game hero. You want to really keep that in mind.
Oh, this is something new. I actually haven't seen the R-Lot in the XP lane. Nico, it's not gonna be a very tanky diggy, right? Like not unless you are able to pick up the items.
The only caster who has a green
Looking at
screen.
this, it's
Yeah,
very new
I
to
can
me
like
to
raise
see
it
that
and
the
lower
R-Lot's gonna
it.
be in the XP lane.
Private has one
as
too.
compared to the usual setups that we see in games of the future, where the R-Lot is actually utilized to be in
Can you
the wrong
ask if
position.
Secret Labs is comfortable? I love my Secret
Some
Labs.
movements onto the bottom lane.
I have 2
with
chairs
Window.
from them.
Trying to aid I'm your ATM in this spot because
It's definitely worth
that's the
it.
thing with
All right,
Yokai,
let's
right? Sometimes
let's,
you're
let's analyze the
far,
team
you're
a little
really
bit
quick
here.
at taking your jungling pattern, but you have a lot
I feel like
of
the
free time.
Lapu is such a good
And this
play
is
here.
the awkward spot as well for the Barretts in the jungle. Sometimes you're way too fast that before the turtle, you're looking for a target for you to keep your stacks up. Sometimes you take away some EXP from your XP laner, as we can see right now, but Onyx is far too calculated. Sans, Boots, and Carry will have their level
Onyx.
4. just in time.
Onyx is way too calculated,
Sometimes
As well
chat.
as
team
Keyboy.
fights that yeah, in time for the team
Bite
fights that
me,
they're
little
looking,
mo-
it usually starts here at the turtle pit. Keyboy still does not have that
ATM?
ultimate. ATM gonna be soaking up all of the damage. Does not have the flicker, and there you go, the
Boots.
Eternal Guard, and of course that's gonna be Boots picking up the first kill, or the first blood rather, for this
GG
game.
easy.
Yeah.
You didn't want to give the
Easy
first
for
the
Onyx.
first
You
blood
can
to
see that
Boots
either
though.
ATM just, you know,
I
if you
mean,
let go of the
Onak
pressure just a
did,
little bit, you're
but
gonna be
probably
pulled down.
probably
And
not Burnax.
Kyrie
Slash didn't want to do that.
does not secure the orange, but he did force the retribution onto Rindo.
Yeah. I mean that's big, right? Especially if you're taking in the objectives.
Are other
here.
casters
Looking at Onyx,
streams like
apart
really
from that,
bad?
it's a great start for them. They got in that turtle, and at the same time, they also got that pick.
I have really good internet.
Boots. And looking at this lane, you
Thankfully.
did mention that there was some XP taken away, but kind of, you know, it doesn't really matter right now because it seems like that Lapu Lapu on the bottom side seems to be dealing a whole lot of pressure here up against the Arlot here of ATM that's forced to actually back away.
Oh, interesting turn of events, but that means that Onyx will just lead by a significant amount in the early stage, like 3 minutes in with 1K. So it's
Boots
quite
will lane
big.
Arlot. I know, I see that.
Okay,
I feel like
BJ's
Arlot's better, a little bit better in the roam, but
Yeah,
we'll
so
see.
BJ
Retry
does
comes
have
out by
that Eternal
Kyrie.
Guard, forces it out actually here
Rindo.
to let Onyx stay
Rindo.
away from trying to pick them off.
Am
It's
I
not
able
gonna
to
be
do
a very
play-by-play? I
calculated
can a
one.
bit.
Burnex Flash needed to back away from that one.
I did
because,
a little bit of the play-by-play in
and that's just
AP
gonna be
Bryn
the-
versus
the
Twist and
second
Minds
turtle of the game.
when I was
And let's see how
casting.
it will pan out here for Burn and Onyx.
top lane is gonna be the target here for Kyrie. Or he's
Didn't even
just
have a
farming.
picture of
Yes,
Layla
he's
last
just farming
time.
at this point.
Hella fun.
He's always a threat. The big, bad dinosaur from Kyrie is just walking around and controlling this top part of the map. Onto the
It's
bottom
a 1K gold lead.
You can see the Lapu Lapu, just you see Boots being more.
It would
active
actually be
now.
a lot more.
To eye your ATM, just
But
cutting the
Brody's
waves, 'cause they know
been
that they want to
bullying
fight
the
afterwards.
gold lane.
Want to fight around this turtle timing.
Kyrie! We'll see.
Here we are, the turtle fight being
Bot
started by
scamming
Onyx.
me.
Kyrie holding onto the turtle. That's the advantage of the Barretts. Sun's very aggressive positioning from himself.
Hella funny.
When they put in the
Ooh, what a
ultimate, they actually
play!
turn it to three,
I'm
but I think the
offended.
ultimate is gonna be there far too late.
Torn apart
Out down
memories.
for the count. They
Heavy
want to go for more
spin!
time
How is he
investment
still
forward
alive?
And will secure the turtle. They will find more.
Albert!
Another kill, and then another one. That's 3 kills going to Onyx
Sans.
as well as the Lord.
Sans
Fire
going
perfect
insane.
fight on the side of Onyx Esports.
The TPs.
They're gonna be controlling the lane even more. Right after taking 3 kills and turtle, they take the mid lane.
I gotta like save my voice for
Below
tomorrow.
The goldie now for
I th-
Onyx.
I-
It's
We'll see if
3,000 at
Naisu
this
is
point.
gonna do
Boots
it.
Staying in the Kramer's bush for now, but has to get out. And then, if you're gonna
Whose
be looking
ult
at
is
the
I'm
farm,
offended?
Thunderbelt
Ruby.
already available for
E-boy.
Albert with this what do you call tanky fighter build up.
Sans going insane. Keyboy with the pressure.
The ultimate for now gets out.
Uh-oh.
The safety.
Kyrie.
Retribution
coming
now
in.
tries to flicker out. Rindo wants to fight for this one.
Rindo
Does
with the
something.
heavy
And
spin
spin.
though, no
Got
torn
damage
apart
down coming
memories.
from Owl. It might be enough
Boots.
for Boots.
Low.
For now, it
Oh.
should not be.
Rindo.
Carry might be in trouble. Has to get out. And that's Onyx actually losing Lapu Lapu out of nowhere.
Onyx is did lose a lot, but look at the score, bro. Like the economic lead by
They want
Onyx
more.
right now.
They
Ooh,
want
the
to
flicker!
force
I'm
the ball
offended
lane,
on
the
the
flicker from
owl.
Keyboy, and that's it. It's gonna be a confirmed kill on Owl. Second death on the Brody at 6 minutes. Not the best timing, not the best output coming out from Owl. Kyrie, unrelenting. Level 9, almost level 10.
What time
Still
is
has
it,
the
chat?
Retribution, wants to invade this time. The right move coming out from Onyx. Not let Rindo breathe, and then Keyboy just dodge. The final slash, not a care in the world. Onyx are just
I know Slash is
carrying through the earth.
reset so fast that like
Interestingly,
it's
the
probably
lead is
better to
not-
use it whenever you
it's just
can.
3K at this point, so yeah, it's gonna be another turtle for Onyx.
Do they have a test on memorizing the skill names to be a caster? No, we have like a
Using it so well. You see Sans as
we
well,
have like a
trying to
website
get the
that we
vision,
have like
for the
cards that
side
you
of,
can be like,
Onyx here
what's
to make
Lapu
sure that,
Lapu's ult, and then you can flip it.
Zeus in the bush, but right now, ATM goes in for the final slash. Sans gonna get taken down. Kiboy gonna get
Heavy
in
spin into
there,
the
as
what
Rindo gonna
the
be able to pick up
retry!
the retribution
Boots.
and take in this last turtle of the game, but Boots as well gonna go in
Bravest.
with the Bravest Spider. He's gonna be able
Bravest
to
Spider
save,
just going
but
crazy.
ATM just gonna fall there. Kel VJ and the rest of the
It's a
gang
1
trying
for
to
2
go in
trade.
for the punish here for Onyx.
Albert
overstay.
low.
Kyrie,
Kyrie, no! The Daytona's welcome!
That stun, but Kyrie
Ow!
able to get
Takes out
taken down there too.
Kyrie!
Getting outplayed, getting tugged in by that that reverse time, and finally sealing the deal there to take down Kyrie.
Bravest fighter.
From Burnix Slash winning that turtle fight. Eventually taking
Good morning,
out 2 members of
Stella.
Onyx after the
How
turtle.
you doing?
And
How you
then
doing? How
they
you
were able to
doing?
chase. Even Kyrie was taken out, and you can see KLVJ just copying the Barrett,
You
just
boy.
activating it to do full potential. And then they are able to take out Kyrie, pushing up top, and even the bottom lane is a little bit controlled
Yeah,
by
Gold
Burnix
League
Slash
got
right
reduced
now.
by a
So
ton.
everything going in favor of Burnix Flash in the last 2 minutes. Of the game,
What
and that
Burnex
means that
Flash
Onyx
needs to
will
do
now,
right now is focus on
lose
hours.
majority of their gold lead. In fact, at this point, it is almost nothing. Right?
They
So
can
you see
secure
the
like
fight coming
a
up from the
decent
gold
amount
lead
of the
6
tier
trade, while
1s.
Albert is
They'll have
6.3,
a
so
fight against.
there's not
Onyx.
much. There's not much difference between the 2 gold laners
I'm
now.
gonna do a poll in the chat. Let me know who you guys
The
want.
difference is gonna be the space that was created here by Onyx, right? They took in 2 of the towers, the mid tower, which is really big, especially for taking in the objectives, and now they're looking to take this bottom side. We might see a fight ensue, but Onyx not gonna be committing anything just yet, knowing that the Lord will actually spawn.
Good afternoon. What the fuck? Did the broadcast crash?
Spawn in just a few seconds here. But overall, like Burnix Flash just closed out that last clash really well.
Dude, the
being able to take down
broadcast, like,
Kyrie. Actually,
even
taking
when
down
I was
3
casting,
members
was
there
like
before-
super
before
spotty,
it,
bro.
Went towards their favor.
Hey, no delay.
25k
Never.
for Burnix
No
Flash, but at
delay.
this point, right, it is not really that
Where's
evident right now, as Onyx is
I don't
looking
know.
to try and retake it in. We have this first Lord of the game, not yet the Luminous one, but Burnix Flash already positioning themselves here to try and take it for themselves.
Oh, Nick. All right, I like it.
Onyx will
Gee, are the
still
mid-series
is leading for a
casters
little bit. They're
changed?
controlling the map.
Changed
You can
it
see some of the
prearranged?
minions. They don't care about the
Yes.
bottom lane because it's like an even number of minions.
Yesterday I was
On top,
second
they
shift.
already pushed them.
Today I was
Now, that
first
means that
shift.
They will try to start this. And Kyrie
I was
will
the
have
first shift for
level
AP
12
Bryn,
soon.
Twisted
He's
Minds,
getting all of that.
Homeboys,
Setting all
and
of the bombs, yeah. The
S2G.
time bombs
He's
from
able
the
to
DD.
sustain that.
I'll be casting with
Yeah,
Naisu
just
tomorrow.
making sure that either Sans or Albert doesn't take it in. He's the one frontlining here for the side of Onyx. The Lord dances are going to be very interesting here too, because you can no longer tug it to the side.
If there's no Layla, I
And,
don't
Onyx
want it.
and Burnix Flash right now they're just waiting for whoever's gonna pop in that ultimate first. And speaking of the ultimate, there you go, the final slash onto Keyboy, as Owl is gonna
No
be picking up that killing
way.
spree. But Onyx though has a better position on this Lord take. Man, that was a big for their side, right? Keyboy, the one setting up the place here for Onyx, is out.
That means Burnix Flash will not have the Times Journey anymore. However, big pick off.
Yeah, the
Not gonna
Times
downplay
Journey
that.
was
Keyboy
big.
being taken out is definitely good for Burnix
Though,
Flash.
but
Look at
I mean,
Kyrie
we'll
just,
see.
Going back to
Sans, Kyrie coming in, a little hurt
They wanna
though.
fight. No
Oh, what a final slash! Kyrie!
This was a final slash.
A little bit on the
Boots as
passive
well,
retreat.
taking
The
a lot
heavy
of
spin
damage.
comes
Owl
out.
being able to
Shut
pre-hit everybody. There's a
Albert!
shutdown onto Rindo.
Albert!
on a killing spree. The
Albert going insane. Onyx being able to take the Lord. I don't know what happened to the
It's
casters.
really bad for Burnix.
But I guess I'll be the caster.
It's just the timing. It just proves to us that Miko's ultimate is so important for
Dude,
the side of Burnix Flash. Like
Rindo
losing
did a
the
heavy spin,
Times Journey
and
means
Albert
that
just.
Onyx will just.
What, where's your
fight
heavy spin
even
if you're dead?
without having some of their other heroes. Like even without Keyboy, at that point they will fight. But they did eventually have Keyboy. Onyx just fighting too. Albert was very
Burn
confident
XPH.
now. And the fact that they took out Rindo just a second before that the Lord went into the retreat threshold, that's actually pretty good for Onyx. And that means that Onyx will now be securing majority of the map. 11 minutes in, they're taking back the control. They even forced some of the holy defenses already. That's bottom lane out. And now, here they go. They will just go for the invade.
No way you got called.
The Lord is also marching in the base here. Whoa, what?
A Kappa steal?
The final slash connects onto 2.
They need that
He might have to
Mexican
get
soccer
out, but Kiba
caster.
will be taken out for now. Outputting the damage, wants to chase.
Forced to
Albert-
back away from that one. Albert's still
Ooh.
gonna be going at it.
Albert's damage is way too much at this point.
Defends their inhibitor turret and melts down that Lord.
Arlight did fall short right there. No cap. Let's see. Well, look, I mean, Arlight literally only has 2 items.
Considered for the side of Burning Splash. Well, this is
2
just the
items
first
versus
one.
like
But the
3
fact that
items
they
built
can use any
on
other
boots.
inhibitors, that's
So
really good.
Arlot's
Like,
just
the
missing.
final slash
He's
connecting
just
onto
not.
2 and
He's
then
not
followed
built.
up with the stun with
It was
the
bad
knockouts
timing.
coming out from KLVJ. And then, of course, his teammates. That's going to be good. But, okay, this time they will try to invade again. And that's,
Casting keeps
I think
cutting
Final
out
Slash
because
committed,
like
not able to put Kyrie
the-
over the wall, and Kyrie
the like casting
is
links they
alone in
give us
here.
are really bad. I
Burning
don't know
Splash
why.
does not want to gamble that fact.
I was
Eventually,
even
the
cutting
other
out
members
at some
of Onyx will
point.
show themselves, and Kyrie at this point is too tanky that he's not scared at all. Gonna be pushing up top, finally finishing off that siege.
Deku was
Kyrie now
supposed to be
picks up immediate
casting, and
armor, which is
they subbed him
gonna
out.
make it difficult again for
He was
Burning
supposed to be
Splash deal the
casting
damage.
this.
Well, I'm your ATM, not gonna land the flicker final slash even after a good angle, as Onyx identifies that. Gets out for now.
Made in Russia.
Yeah, means that Onyx.
Don't say that, man. Putin's in the chat.
They're gonna take the
Putin's
buff.
gonna get
It'll
us.
Be given to Albert for now, and Albert has turned into
No, it's not
definitely a hyper
Discord.
carry at 13 minutes.
The production
fight,
links
it
like on
seems.
a
Repositioning
like a
themselves.
different type of
Albert, oh, look at
software.
that, catching 2, but then comes the divide, the time's journey. Keyboy gonna be taken out because of that, just like in the previous clash. Now they want to go for Albert, but into the backlines.
The heavy spin.
Even after
No
the heavy spin,
follow
there's
up.
no damage
Nope.
because
Little
Albert
bit
is
of
in
a
trouble.
follow up.
Al taken out. Now onto
Hell.
the backlines.
Oh,
Albert
shuts down
eventually taken
Albert.
out by KLVJ. In comes the cavalry as
Rindo,
IDJ
get out of there,
punished by
dude.
Sands. Kyrie and Boots will be
The Valley,
staying
dude.
in front, and Rindo
Oh, they
will
can't
have to
find
back
him.
down for now. Onyx gonna be securing this Lord if they're fast enough, but they don't know where Rindo is. Rindo gonna show himself. Rindo taken out
Sans!
so easily. by
Chill,
Boots and
bro.
Sans. It's actually just the ultimate from the Vexana
Chill,
that finished
dude.
it off. It's Sans just dipping his toes back to the Lord right now. Lord versus Lord action.
Yeah.
Sans to take it. Onyx are gonna be getting the second Lord of the game. It's very crucial as well.
Wolf is
Slowly
solo
inching their
casting
way
it.
towards the
I'm
bottom
pretty
lane
sure
for now. Kyrie will
Burger
spot out
Kim
an orange buff.
EC'd.
Oh, yummy. More and more
Is
farm
Fireflux
difference.
and Nightmare? Yeah, I
Then
think they're playing on
all the while,
my other
Albert
screen.
is just waiting for another buff. We'll get some farm. Heading
You
into
wish
the top lane.
Valentina could counter
They will spot
Brats?
out the purple buff.
Brats.
Oh my goodness. Onyx is just getting
Never
everything
that.
at this point. Now can you defend? Well, Burning Splash, they still have a lot of
Albert's playing because CW is playing for BTK.
Jack has the flicker now. They should be okay when it comes to the damage output, damage department.
This is another Lord
LVJ,
raining down Burn X
risking his life,
Slash.
just snatching the ultimate from Suns.
He's gonna give
Still
up
want to
that
go. All
tower.
the DG bombs, they don't care at all.
I thought he
because
would
they
have
very
tried
good armors
to
now.
zone him out a little bit.
Keyboard
But
with
look at
immortality
Albert's full
is
buff.
now facing adversity under the base of Burning Splash. Not a care in the world. But Onyx will be disciplined. And they're not gonna fight for now.
I like it.
Gonna be
It's a
waiting for
huge.
the
That's a
turn.
huge discipline right there. Just kind of like not
7K
overcommitting.
lead here for
There's
Onyx.
Burger Kim back.
They got those 2
Yo,
inhibitor
chat,
turrets
chill.
over the top and the mid.
Age
You
just
see the
got
bombs being
updated.
scattered out here by Miko, just to make sure that Onyx does not have that space. And right now,
I'm your
16
ATM,
minutes
probably a
in, with
rich
that
guy.
Maybe like
Oh,
one more
yeah.
Lord take here for Onyx. This could create so much pressure here.
They show the build
Albert's
sometimes,
already
but
been
their
scaled up.
production's probably having a
And
hard time
Boy
with Burger
going in
Kim.
for
Oh my
that
god, I'm an ATM!
Does not get
What a
anything.
final
Gets the stun
slash!
onto one. There's a
Oh,
time journey.
Albert!
Gonna get that heavy
Albert
spin
gets
inside.
caught!
He's gonna get taken
Heavy
down here.
spin!
Onyx One man down here. They don't have their damage dealer.
They're chasing.
They're gonna commit.
Oh,
for
look
more
at
here.
look at Boots though. He's right there.
Slash, and he's gonna commit.
Oh!
Boy get taken down. Sans as well from the back side is gonna get taken down. That is gonna be 3 for the price of none. And Burnex Flash gonna be able to take some in.
And
Yo, look, he got dragged out by Kyrie and then final slashed them into his own turret.
From Onyx is already in shambles, and big props to Rindo finding Albert and punishing that carry that only.
Yo,
had
that
the
was
flicker. Already the flicker was
crazy.
out, and it's mainly because of the fire slash, the combination. They were able to run down Onyx as well with a time's journey, not a care in the world.
Kyrie's like on
Burning
that
Slash
big
will only
dino,
get
can't
a
even
turret
run.
afterwards, But that's already massive, and this means that the game
But
has.
it's not.
You know,
I mean,
it scales
little bit of
in
a
favor
scale
of
tip, but
no one at this point. Well,
yeah,
technically,
like
it's still Onyx leading because of the
Burn
inhibitors,
still has
but
to control
overall,
the river
momentum
here.
has shifted, and this will be an even game for now.
I'm not
the
sure why
gold-
Albert's
the
actually
gold
playing.
lead, right? Like it's going
That's a
back
good
and forth
question.
here between Burnex Flash and
see if I can
Onyx,
find
right?
out.
This is gonna be the second enhanced Lord here for both Burnex Flash and Onyx. It's already at half HP here. Rindo looking to take that in.
Apparently
LBJ
because
also
he's on
has that
MOBA Zane's
Daytona's
team.
welcome. Let's see if ATM will go in for that final slash. He gets tugged in here by Kiboy. Gets in that Daytona's welcome, but Carrie's taking a lot of the damage here. The Lord is still up for the taking. It's going to be Rindo picking that up for the side of Burn X Flash. Everybody's really
but
low.
ATM.
A lot of the flickers have been used out.
ATM.
Onyx wants to commit to this fight, but they're not going to go for more. They got what they wanted, and they're still alive and kicking in this game. That's going to be Burn X Flash equalizing the gold right
Kyrie
now. 54-54
died,
both
chat.
sides.
We have ourselves a game, and now Onyx.
We have ourselves a
gonna be really
game.
scratching their heads over their plays that they were doing, and Burn X Flasher.
Burn
all of the members that they
XPH.
have right now, they're on fire. And at this point, it's their problem. Between Carry versus the Brody, in the latter portions
Nana
of
was
the game, there's a
banned.
lot of merit that can be given.
I like
to the
that they're
Brody just
attempting to
because
sync the
only
lanes
burn
here.
apart memory
Rindo.
is AoE damage, and it's a burst. Like it's
Yeah, and you
difficult
kind
to
of,
really
if you
counter in the
leave it
latter portions of
unchecked,
the
well,
game,
once
then
Al's able to
EJ.
free hit, you've seen that in the
It is
flashes, right? Getting
Valentina.
that torn apart memories can
Hey,
even
hey,
rip apart
hey.
like the backlines here of
No.
Onyx.
That's
You
right.
see
you keep
Miko
going that
laying out
way.
the bombs. The Lord's marching in. They should be able to get in this second inhibitor. The rest of the Onyx is just waiting in for that proper setup coming out from Kiboy. But right now, they have
You
to face
can you
this
can find
Lord
the official
knocking
stream in
base
the
of
description
Onyx.
of my stream.
That's gonna be the inhibitor down here. ATM gonna try to go in for that final slash, not able to do so. Gets cancelled out by Kyrie, and they're gonna take what they can get right now as Onyx
Nice.
is able to melt down that Lord.
19 minutes, chat.
Twilight armor picked up by Keyboy, very important against I guess Owl of the burst. So I think he's able to at least
That's
survive
what
now,
that's
but
what people are saying. And CW went to
Wow.
that's
BTK.
scary.
The damage. Oh,
They're
you
allowed
get
one
LBJ with a
import.
little truncheon
Well,
in
2
place.
imports.
Yes, the
What?
immortality there. Being popped up in
Yo,
time.
the
Oh,
heavy
force
spin.
this one.
The
Boost.
heavy spin.
Gonna go
Get out of
in, but
there,
look at Al from the
ATM.
backside. He's able to free hit everyone. They get down ATM.
Ow.
Onyx gonna try to force this
Run.
one out. Burnex Flash in for
Oh
a run. and
no!
Miko
Oh,
laying
the
down
I'm finna on
boom.
the owl!
Goes in for the
Kyrie
flicker.
looking for a play.
Looking
Key
to
boy
get the
falls
pick off as
though.
Al still able to rip everybody apart with the torn apart memories. Burnex Flash right now leading in terms of gold.
Even the
What?
dash camera from Kyrie's ultimate was dodged. And Onyx made a wonderful
That was such a
defense
good
for sure
dodge
against
of
the
that
Lord.
the
He started
Moline
with Keyboy,
or
picking
the
up
oh it was
Rindo,
just a
then
diggy
LBJ
bomb.
taking, forced with
What's the next
immortality,
game?
eventually,
This
had
this is
had
the
a chance
last
to get out,
series
but
of the night.
had to
We
lose
still have
Keyboy once
Blacklist
again.
versus
0-6 at this point. Like, he's landing some good shots for sure.
I
But
think
the fact that
versus
they are really
RCC.
sacrificing so much just to get something out of Burnex Flash is not a good sign. And Onyx are
You said a lot
slowly
of people
losing
talk
their
about
control of this
the
game.
imports. Yeah, the NACT is allowing
Wow,
2 imports
yesterday
in
games
North
I've
America.
seen,
So
I
mean, anything's possible.
Games, like,
it's
probably
MOBA Zane we're talking about, man. Like
17, like today, for
MOBA
some
Zane
reason
rich.
today, every
That boy
single
just
game
be
I'm
like,
having,
yeah,
I
let's
reach
fly
at least,
CW
one
out.
series that has like a 20 plus
Get his
minutes
visa.
games,
Get
and
his
it's gonna be
green
here
card.
in this match between Burnex Flash and Onyx. And honestly, I am expecting that this is going to be the case.
You talking
right?
about
Like,
this
2
one?
of
I
the
think
season
this
teams,
is
a lot
only
of
gonna
these,
be.
stellar
I don't think it's
players
gonna.
come in and
The
do
English
play
desk
here
won't
for
be
this
in
first
person.
match of the day. And let's see, like it's gonna be.
I'm
the
casting the
momentum,
grand
right, for
finals,
both Onyx
so.
and Burnex Flash. Whoever takes this in, it's gonna be big. Immortalities are being purchased.
And I know
here,
it's
Wolf,
online.
And the Lord's gonna get tugged in here by Rindo. It's gonna be
Zero
a big thing
assassins.
if Onyx takes this in.
Did BTK win?
Wonder what
Oh, you mean
Santos is doing
Blacklist?
at the
I
opposite
think
end.
Blacklist's game is going on after the
they're going for
Fireflux
the
game.
reset. I think that Suns wants to.
You can find the English
knows that
live
he
in the
can
description
be,
of my
slapped
stream.
By this Arlet, but Rindo
I
is receiving
posted the link
lot
there
of
for
damage.
you guys.
Lord hurts now.
Smash that like button.
Or no, Kyrie. There's the pressure.
There's an
Kyrie
I'm
with the
offended.
time, the winter charge, and he gets
And
out.
it's gonna be
Safe.
Boots going
He's
in
actually
for
safer
that
now, and now Burnix Flash are
Bravest
losing
fighter,
their
not
HPs.
able to take anyone in. Wow, this is so well calculated for
It'd be
both sides, but
Blacklist
that
versus
actually is
RCC,
gonna
yeah.
cause Burnix Flash,
Yeah,
some
I'm
of them to
casting
actually
the grand
recall back to the
finals.
base.
Yeah, but that's immortality and winter touch from Kyrie. But no time's journey, so that's gotta be massive. Kiwa is gonna be feeling confident now.
Ooh.
And one more.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna be
Albert!
confident after that
Albert, the
one.
final slash!
Okay, there is that
Albert!
final slash from ATM.
Yo!
He's very low though. He's very
Immortality
low
ball by him, though.
Yes, immortality. It's gonna be ATM popping that
Suppression?
in. Though,
Oh, ATM
Boots able to
falls.
Take up the damage here from Boots. A lot of
Immortality's being
immortalities
pot.
have been burned already. As the rest of the team, it is going to be a 1-for-9 exchange. Still, Onyx going to be able to get that pick off onto ATM. The one really setting up the place here for Flash. For next Flash.
Oh, very important one at all. At that, it's gonna be Rindo going in.
One of our
LVJ with
memories
the
utilized
flicker,
right
wants to go for
there.
the snipe, not gonna find it. Now, Kyrie's
Wasn't
just
able to
gonna be
snipe.
Controlling this Lord.
Rindo.
It's still
Could
pretty
see a
even
little
because
bit of a
Rindo is
heavy
still
spin.
working on
Showing a
it.
little bit of present
And
too
Kyrie's
early.
actually pretty
Maybe
low.
they're trying to
Think about
force it.
But of course, this is a
Boots
bad
coming in
risk.
with the
It
bravest
goes Boots,
fighter.
the bravest fighter, but the
Oh
ultimate
my god, he's
ability
getting melted
stops this
though.
madness.
Oh my
Boots is gonna be
god.
taken out. KLVJ with the damage.
Backdoor,
up, but
backdoor,
enough, but
backdoor!
Suns wants to go
The
for
backdoor by
backflips.
Albert!
Actually gonna
The
be Flash.
backdoor by
Nice pick up
Albert!
from Owl.
The
Instead of
backdoor
backing
by
down, he
Albert!
flickered in, but the base! Oh, it was just the base! Even I did not see that. Nobody saw that from the side.
I saw
Burnix
it!
Flash. Even, I'm sure not everyone is paying attention now. And just like that, we got it. That's how impactful that play was.
Yo, the
We got
back
destroyed.
door.
We need to see the highlights for sure. We need to see the replay. Unbelievable.
Yo.
And even I was focusing.
Man,
so
we're the
much on
other
the dash that's
caster.
happening. I did not see that the.
I
team
seen
was
it.
already in shambles.
Yeah, let me-
That's
G the
the
Ica
reason why they
win.
fought. It was weird that Onyx was still fighting even after
Right, Wolf?
the fact that
I know,
they're
bro.
losing so many heroes already. But you'll see.
The main
it was
question I got,
just
Wolf,
the
is how
picks
did you not
was
see
the
that
target.
back door,
I
man?
did not even see that.
How?
It's
Why
crazy.
not, man? Like,
It's
open.
Wow.
God, dude, I'm telling you.
Believable.
It was crazy.
This is the part where we post.
Th-
All right. For all of the viewers
This is
out
the
there,
part where we
give you time
post.
to post about it.
This is the part where we post. All right, let's see. Let's check the other game. Oh shit, I don't need to.
Obviously, I'm gonna be focusing on the clash that's happening. I did not.
The other way, not working.
So this is
for
the
favorite
Fireflux.
Nightmare Esports. Anyway, looking here at the mini.
How they doing here? We'll move back to the Onyx after they get done with their talking and all of that. It takes like 15 minutes for them to just talk and get back into the game. So
Fireflux Esports. Nightmare Esports need
Fireflux won the last one.
need to find it so fast. Whether that's
Putin wants me to come to Russia.
single play or like a one-man miracle that's being pulled off, or even a team effort. The Lord didn't.
Wolf
even
about to.
watch
Dude,
it.
Wolf went to his
And
phone, bro. He was
are
like,
in
"Yo,
danger
boys,
when it comes
I
to
couldn't even see
Nightmare.
the back door. Albert's insane."
Yeah, and they're just being, this is just a surgical game, basically a class getting given right now on how to sync lanes, how to one by one.
Oh, this is a
take down
spanking
towers,
pank.
not expending- oh man, Justin tries to get a
Blacklist and
kill.
RCCs
Yeah,
after this.
and man, and this is unfortunate because there are just very few answers right now. You're basically waiting. Fireflux needs to make a mistake.
Why'd they invite
Everyone is
Nightmare?
there to be able to capitalize on it. We do have an Eternal Guardian coming
Ooh,
out there.
this
Lexi
is
gets
a.
taken down from the side. Alien finds the kill there. Now they are pushing in. Out comes a little bit
bloody
more
hunt.
damage, and Jack
Netherrealm
able to
too
take
late.
Apex. Apex stacks, and we might be able to turn this one around a little bit. But you can see Sunshine still able to take down that tower. 7-1 lead.
Enemies in Cambodia.
Just under a 10
Look at this.
gold lead.
Oh, a flicker final slash coming from Alien, but doesn't find any.
The final slash wasn't enough though. Like,
look here, Sunshine just focused on pushing those turrets. The ultimate, the rescue didn't come fast enough.
I mean, I guess it was enough.
So goes down Apex 47.
They're just there for easy pay. I think you still get like $15,000 US for just showing up, bro.
It's not a killing game.
Interview Putin.
It's not a massive lead, but when it comes to gold lead, we are almost 1K.
Yeah, I know. We're swapping back from the games while the casters are like talking. There's a little bit of an overlap. Refreshing ice bath in Russia.
He wants from the items, while on the other hand, Brody is trying his best to keep up with the
Fireflux got destroyed by Blacklist yesterday.
For Nightmare Esports.
I casted the Fireflux Blacklist game. Fireflux almost took out Blacklist in the first game. That's what I'm saying, bro. Give me 15K for showing up. Oh, GG's. GG's.
Give chase and find 2 kills instead.
No way Javik is able to stop this here. Where's my sleeveless shirt? I was casting today in the Games of the Future.
They will not even go for the next Lord. They might just end it, and they might just end it.
Oh,
now.
GG's.
Yeah, you can see Jasmine in trouble here. Jack and Lexi trying to create an escape here, but now
Blacklist, and RCC will be after this game once Fireflux wins it here.
That is gonna be it.
Oh, maybe not. No, the minions aren't there. They're gonna have to go Lord.
From the side of Nightmare Esports, is they're not gonna need to.
Dude, that Tigreal set by Haji. Oh my god. I was casting that game yesterday, bro.
When it comes to breathing, I don't think that Nightmare.
Thank you, dude. Haji. Oh my god. The Tigreal set of the year, bro.
Esports are far behind, and Fireflux are just increasing the pressure in a suffocating manner. Fireflux Esports will just wait, freezing all the lanes out just to sink again.
I hope you guys liked my casting yesterday. I don't look me without the sleeveless. What do I look like? I had this buttoned up and I had my tie on and a suit, but I took off the tie and everything because it was kind of hot. Aji was Rome, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not sure where that miracle comes from, unless we're talking about.
I look like a narco.
Coming and landing on Fireflux right now, because all members right now.
I look like the Popo, chat.
You can see right here the big Eternal Guardian comes in. NetherRealm is out, bursting down the side of Nightmare. And there goes the core. You can see it getting chunked down. That is going to be a clean sweep for Fireflux.
Back to the Own It game.
Fireflux Esports taking that.
All right, let's see if we can catch the highlights.
About Onyx is that they have so much damage from the back lines. You did mention the Vexana, also the possibility of seeing Gord here in this this matchup. But you know, having the Vexana was just a lot that Burnex Splash had to deal with, right? Like you.
Oh, there goes Burger Kim again.
Get that heavy spin onto Sans, or maybe even ATM with that final slash.
Dude, I had this suit on.
Even kill VJ, right? Like with the setup plays of the I Am Offended, which we've seen earlier in that game. But Onyx just shows the mastery of the heroes, and at the same time the overall macro gameplay of this. But yeah, Burnex Splash, that was also a really good overall game, right? Like it wasn't an easy game for Onyx too.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked really one-sided in the first 2 minutes, first 2 lords.
I look like a mobster pimp.
Like hitting up. But this is not a game where Onyx
This was a
up.
suit I was wearing.
More of a game that Burnex Splash forced them to mess up. Like it was a game where Burnex Splash
Team Little Gun still playing tomorrow.
Portions of the game. And
I think we'll be doing like I don't know if me and Naisu are casting all the games.
When you're looking at Burnex Splash and then them losing like that, you would say, oh, okay, so Burnex Splash is an inexperienced team because they lost like that. They are not looking at their map. But
instant upgrade.
This was definitely a game where they've showed up.
I
will not.
I look like I could put a hit
you
on
know,
somebody.
You have to really commend Burn Express from what they're able to do against a team with the caliber that of Onic. And
Show us
fact
the
that they
the
forced
TIG
Onic into
set
this
by.
spot at this
You want to
point,
see the
that's-
TIG
that's
set?
Really, what made it so amazing. All right, I think.
We're kind of just chilling.
All right,
so.
Kim is you know the group
Yesterday,
passive of
Group
Aurora,
A.
that's really what happening, and then in combination with the Winter Truncheon with
Little
no CD, so
gun.
that's really what's happening here from Burger Kim. Yep, and I think
was
she can hear
second
me now, Burger
series.
Kim. Oh, not yet. Alright, she still can't hear me, so I'm gonna be just talking here and nerding. Gonna be nerding out about the game. I wanna also nerd out about the Brody
First
pickup
game.
coming out from Burnix Flash. I think it's it really just makes a lot of sense that they picked it up, which I kind of thought for Onic that should have been the plan
let me
instead
mute
of the
Wolf
Claude,
real
because
fast.
they went in for
I don't need to
the
live that.
Fireflux, but it's too early to make a call. And the ultimate is going in. They're going in from the Lord burst, but the retribution of the Akai jumped in and steal the Lord. 2 people down, 3 people down from Fireflux impunity, and the counter attack from
Oh,
the
this was the
Fireflux carry
this was
going
where
in, but the tanky
Sunshine.
build is not doing enough
Oh, it was
damage,
like a
but
little
it's
bit
going
after
to be
this.
enough, but the
Sunshine!
Movement speed is insane. They're gonna finish him off. Maybe no ultimate on Nana though. Nobody is going to counter, but the low damage so low. Tanky build, but yeah, finish off the Arlot, but the Aurora is dead on the other hand. I don't know if was it worth it. I think so, but they don't want to make any mistakes, I guess, and just casually waiting for the Lord and
I think it was like
10
right around
seconds
here.
Earlier. Why?
Yeah.
So
Oh no, it was right here, I think.
there wasn't any
Somehow
mention,
Blacklist just gets the Lord.
Yeah, it was Tigreal with the flicker, and I don't know.
What up, Ritz? Yeah,
so
it was right here.
Now
It was right here, chat.
definitely has the lore barreling down onto the right side. You can kind of see they're playing passive. I liked all lanes are synced. Blacklist International gonna have to mount up a great defense here. Alien for looking for a little bit of a cheeky play.
Watch this, watch this.
Lord crashing down, all
Aji,
towers being
right now?
pressured.
Look at it. Here it goes.
Fireflux, what are you gonna
Flicker.
do here? I am offended on the Sensu. None.
Flicker,
yet. A final
bam!
slash and an implosion on the 4, 5, and Fireflux with a blazing duet into the back line of Fireflux. Fireflux now on the retreat as Blacklist International applying heavy pressure. 3 have fallen, 4 have fallen. It's all up to Sunshine at this point. What a play by Blacklist International, giving it up to Haji. That implosion was nasty. Securing 4 deaths on a Fireflux. Sunshine left all alone. The Molina Blitz to be able to secure the kill.
man.
You, Blacklist International, going to push in this final tower, and it looks like they're going to win the
Crazy.
game here, War Barbie.
Oh man, that's insanely huge. Like, but
Wow.
just the second, just
Dude,
the
that
second
implosion,
I
insane.
just saw it, like,
Literally
what are you
turned the
waiting,
game
guys?
around for Blacklist.
Like, I mean, even if you build all of the like defense items, but on top of that, you're not gonna have any damage, and
Crazy,
still like,
yeah.
and still
Crazy.
no Athena shield, so now
Crazy. All right, we back to the Ona game.
Sana. Well, we know for
Oh,
sure that
sorry, Wolfman, I got you, bro. Ico subbed in.
Against the Valentina. So a decent
What's up,
team,
bro?
in that regard. Burn X Flash.
I gotta fix my collar here.
Taking the Claude now, or do they just go back to the Akai? I think Rindo with the Akai is
Go back to the Akai?
it showed a lot of potential.
I feel like the
in this
Akai
game.
was a pretty
And
good pick,
in
Wolf.
this game, with so much CC on the side of Onyx, you can just refresh that and just try to counterplay
Yeah.
with the Akai. It makes a
100%, bro. 100%
And Burn X
Wolf.
Flash seems like a team that will not fix what's not broken. In fact, even in their loss in the previous game, Rindo played so well that hero. But then
Yep.
they go for a Barret, so you're anti-CC with the ultimate and very fast when it comes to like jungling. Solid frontliner for sure.
Ooh,
Burn X Flash
Rindo actually
will
pulling
just
out the
ban
Brass this
the
time.
CC for now. Wonder what Boots will be picking up afterwards.
ATM
because
going
there's,
with the Arlot once again.
There's always
Interesting.
that, potential for There's always that potential for a Thams for boots. But he stopped playing that a lot recently. No,
Oh,
so
dude,
what
my
you pick up
filter is
against
still on my
this are,
camera.
like, usually you go Yuzhong.
There
Good
we go.
Diggy ban here from Onyx. Miko really made it bad. Made it really bad for the side of Onyx, especially because they're mainly focused on CC. This is Guinevere plus the Ruby, so it just makes a lot of sense.
Got the
Banning
Guinevere.
now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Someone had 100,000 viewers during the RRQ match.
Maybe
Sheesh.
Thams actually.
That's crazy.
What do you pick up against the Arlet? What are you?
The little hedgy hog.
Maybe.
I didn't even know they had little
case,
hedgy hog
Just ban
emojis.
out the Tigreal or Dairoth, of course. Dairoth is such a good hero. What else do you pick up for Miko? The Diggy.
We seen the Dairoth
perhaps a
actually like
Tigreal,
super
actually.
shine in that last one. You
The
thought you thought
Tigreal
I
is
was
good for
casting?
both heroes, for both teams, I mean. Or I wonder what they pair up with the Barretts this time from the jungle. Usually you want to go for something faster so that you can check the bush. So with the Diggy ban, I'm thinking.
Can't wait to
Tigreal or
see
Joe
us
actually
cast in the grand finals.
They banned carry instead. Interesting, because they could have picked up the carry. Maybe they're eyeing the Hireth as their last pick. Here for Onyx.
Wolf X Psycho.
Bird X Flash.
I don't know what
Is
happened
available.
to Burger Kim.
Knowing the caliber of play from Owl, you can play many heroes. Like obviously the Patriot could be there, Nathan could be there, but I think Brody's just it just really meshes well with the composition.
But Brody
of
was
Slash.
good last
Imagine
time.
the Arlet just going for the final.
I should
slash.
join the movie
Make sure
industry.
that you're
Should I be a mobster, bro? I
I
got the ring. I got the ring. Wrong hand.
Connect on multiple members.
R7 had
I hate
190k
myself for
people
not saying-
yesterday.
Because in my head, I already thought about the Rafaela, but then I scratch it like, okay, it's not gonna happen, but
Rowdy.
it happened. I should have said
Rowdy.
it. But that's it. Get Rafaela. So there's a Bruno potential at the end, or a Brody potential in the end.
100%.
Onyx.
100%
What
Wolf.
will you pick up? I do hope that they pick up.
They're
someone
kind of
from
holding it
Nathan,
out
actually.
though.
Or a Nathan. If they go
Nathan.
Nathan.
Yuzong.
See, this is Yuzhong. So Rome Ruby.
Yuzong.
Yuzhong the explain.
Yeah,
So do
Putin
they
was at
take
the
Bruno
Games of the
now?
Future and
Or they
I
go Cloud?
mugged him.
Alright. Albert special.
I said, bro, give me
So
a million.
Flash can easily pick up Brody. Or Bruno actually. Bruno Rafa, classic combo.
Ooh, the Claude.
A
This is
lot
gonna
of,
be
staying
dangerous
power
for
in there.
Burn.
They're
Raft,
going up
though.
against the Claude.
I think-
Oh, the Nathan. Alright. So
I think Boots is just gonna be
Nathan,
all
Rafaela.
over
Late
Raph.
game is going to be the case. And there's a lot of like
The
objective
Nathan
taking
is gonna be
potentially for
nasty.
Flash. What you have to remember
What up,
about the Nathan
Joshua?
is a fast sieger. It's very, very strong when it comes to taking the Lord. It's very quick at taking those neutral objectives as well as those.
Bro, looking
buildings,
like
right?
a
building objectives and
Yuka.
neutral objectives.
Yeah,
Nathan
yeah,
just does it really
Yakuzu.
quick.
I think that's
And
how you
with the
say it.
protection of
Yakuza.
both the
Yakuza.
Barretts as well as the Rafaela, this makes a lot of sense. This is a four
Oh, yeah,
protect
Wolf,
one
bro.
strategy. That
This is-
Burn is fast
this-
will
this
employ.
crazy.
I'm very excited to see this. There's not
Same.
enough reach from the side of, or is it? Actually, they have. They have. the
Same, Wolf,
Guinevere
same.
Anyway, so maybe they do have the reach. And the
We'll
Claude
see.
will carry them into the late game. So this will be a.
Wolf solo
This will
cast.
be such a great battle, but you have to remember.
Blacklist is
latter
probably going to be in
portions of the
somewhere
game,
like 15-ish minutes, maybe
you will
20.
notice that the Nathan will have a little bit of advantage over the Claude
Yeah.
because the
Yakuza.
Nathan can pick up the
Yakuza.
Wind of Nature, but the
Yakuza.
Claude, if he does pick up the Wind of Nature, it will be to no avail. I mean, it will not matter to the Nathan. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is such a good pick actually. So I'm really excited to see Burnix Flash and the
In the
this is
top
the
G, I
lineup
got.
from Burnix
You got. I
Flash
don't
that
think
we
you
can
guys ever
actually
seen me with a
foresee
suit on before, have you?
which we like, which we want
Ooh.
to have.
Albert putting quite a bit of pressure.
All right.
Jeez, JC with the 5
They really have to
gifted
apply a lot of pressure on
memberships.
Owl this time, and this is
Yeah.
very understandable. And look at
Let's get
how
some
quick he's
W's in
playing
the
up to
chat.
fast. Well, Miko
Welcome
is just
to the-
being, I
welcome
think
to
this
the
is Onyx knowing
gang.
How to deal with the Rafaela, honestly. Keyboy is
Sheesh.
gonna mirror where Miko
That boy over
is and
here
just poke
gracing the
through.
top G.
Although that's
There's some W's in the chat for my
my
dude JC.
Oh, so this is a replay.
Much love for the
Kiboy
gifted
literally just
subs.
Went on to Owl. Wait, this is the first blood. We did not
Much
see
love,
it.
much
We
love.
were loading. And already there was 1 kill for Onyx. Oh my, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt Radix.
Yeah, you barely see me wearing
I'm saying
sleeves.
that this is. I'm saying
Yeah.
that this is such a good game for
MVPs in the
Radix Flash
chat.
because of their lineup, and then seeing those two.
Who got the
those
first blood?
plays coming up from
I was memorized by the 5 gifted subs. Much love, bro.
All right, so I'm your ATM. Done for the count. Rindo as
Rindo.
well. Gotta be forced out of that. Miko wants to still fight this, and Kiboy is already almost level 4.
I don't know if
He is
Mirko
not
is
level 4,
live.
so I'm offended.
Much love for the subscribes. Welcome to the channel, man.
Kyrie, not a care in the world. They have zoned out.
It happened during the
No chance for Burning
transition?
Splash to get into position. This is off of just Keyboy just getting the first blood, getting to level 4. The threat is just way too much. Keyboy might even go for the reset here. Well, doesn't.
Did I just get a gifted? You did get us
absolutely
gifted.
getting,
Opal up in here.
getting
Brick
almost
wall
out of
dropping the
here.
flexes in the chat.
Yeah, I have to get out of this. Yeah, Keyboy is
The
just too
Tan
tanky. Keyboy
AFK.
is not having any problems at all. Just because of that first blood, it really changed the.
The
Because now
Naden,
Keyboy has
the
access to
Naden
the
going
boots.
down early is gonna be
Not talking about
rough.
boots, like actual like complete boots. And level 4, the level 4 threat came in too early.
Is he is actually is he just like recalling back to the base? Was he out of mana or is he actually
2-0
AFK?
for Onyx. And Burning Splash are looking to solve this. The real
It's gonna be rough.
way for you to actually recover from this kind of deficit is to just make sure that you're farming. Right?
I don't know because you're the boss of the
think that
GTA
kills
stream,
would
man.
actually solve all your problems. You have to wait. And it's
Blacklist
sure that
is
kills will
probably
be
happening here
extra gold,
soon.
but come on.
We'll be jumping
need-
over to it if
you need more. You need
if
more
this
than
game
that.
ends pretty fast. Uh-oh,
Here we
Rindo.
go.
The
Rindo
Dotano
gonna be there.
I
It's
can't even
Keyboy,
fucking speak
but
English
here
right
comes
now.
Owl
Blazing
with the
Duet
ultimate,
diving into
but
the back
Outbreak activates
lane.
the ultimate as well. Sans on point.
Sans
In comes Kyrie.
in an
Kyrie
absolute
jumped down.
monster.
Really tanky gets out. Spatial migration.
Daytona's welcome.
Good calculation coming out from.
Couldn't
inside
even
of Kyrie.
fucking speak. I was
Rindo
like trying
taking
to
out
cast so
another
fast. I was like,
corner
blah,
for
blah, blah,
Burning
blah,
Splash.
blah.
Keyboy. All right, you're far too aggressive, but because
Keyboy.
he
Oh,
is
the little bit of a
elite, now
bait.
Miko in trouble. Miko gets out.
Oh,
Sans with a flicker play. Oh my, you know it's coming.
Sons! Someone
that's
get
Onyx
this boy a
with a
bottle of
sniper
water.
tornado
He is
in this
thirsty
game.
for some kills. I'll jump over to the
Archmage.
Blacklist game
Yeah.
after this one.
Taking
Yo,
they're
why?
taking a lot
Why was he
of-
being so aggressive
of
with the
space now on the
Rafaela?
side
Like
of
he's like,
Onyx.
I got you, and then they were like, ah, I got you.
slowly getting into position. That's Boots securing the Hunter Strike. They're not rushing the turtle this time. For now, I mean.
I am early with a stream today. Yeah.
They're waiting for Kyrie. Burning Splash, do they want to fight this? Level gap.
Bro,
is
is
just
Owl
one,
from Blacklist?
right?
I can
So,
tell you in like 2 seconds,
seen
bro. I'm
things
pretty sure
before.
it's not. He's not, but
But like
maybe.
you said, it's the Siege that Burning Splash,
Oh, they-
really
did
just
they sub
specializes
him?
with this composition. They're able to take the bottom lane, so that's a trade. That's something. Keyboy, spot out.
Oh,
spots out
Owl's
LBJ,
from
immediately pops
the
the
other
ultimate,
team, man.
but, the double
Burning Splash.
dash coming out from
Owl.
LBJ, secures the escape.
Oh,
Keyboy doesn't have the ultimate anymore, so they get out.
Old Man?
And, yeah,
Is that
everybody's
Fury?
just
Is that not even?
Top lane they want to go for.
Owl is
Play
from
an
Blacklist
Ivory.
International. He
It
is.
is an Arlet. Doesn't have the
Yeah.
flicker anymore. Maybe
Yep.
that's the idea for Onyx. Maybe force out that flicker. Claude
There-
is
he's
1.7K,
just a temporary
defense-
stand-in,
oh,
though.
Wow, I did not.
Like he's just
realize that was
temporarily
the
on
disadvantage in
Burnex Flash.
Owl.
Rendo as
Well,
well.
this is not the
Rendo's
end.
from
Again,
Blacklist
Owl,
as well.
This
Yeah.
Nathan is such a strong hero, even in the latter portions of the game. You just need to farm. You just need to be careful. You just have to.
Miko's a temporary sub as well. He's Miko's from Team SMG.
Double damage, more targets, and took it down fast. They tear down the building.
And then
and onto the bottom, there's a clash. Arlo
Kai.
goes for the play. Great play, actually. For the
Kai
double
is
dash.
also
Secures
from
his turtle.
Omega.
Now, because Kyrie.
So,
on
like-
point with the jump, that's it.
So Burnex Flash
Albert
is a
even
bunch of
collects the
temp
bounty, so
stand-ins.
that's good. for
Yeah, they're
Arlo.
loaned right
So
now.
That
They're on
means that
loan.
they will have
Yep.
more leeway for their gold laner. I think BK is back.
Yeah, for the games of the
Yeah,
future.
there you go. Yeah, man,
Yep.
that was really
Under
tough.
Burnex
Yeah,
Flash.
looking at this. Every time I come in, lots of things going on. But now Onyx, they're going in for all-out team fights. Kill VJ in the middle of everything. He's able to pop in that Arcane Shade, but not for long. Gets in the,
Oh,
that
Kim's
passive coming
back.
out from Boots.
Nice.
Nico as well, forced to retreat. Now looking
It's
at
6
the
and
situation
0.
here, Onyx just wants to go out.
The
for
first game's
those team
always
fights,
so
and
much
Burning
better.
Slash kind of understands that, and they took down
No wonder
3
they
towers
owned him.
instead. So making the space all around the map. They do have the Nathan too, but speaking of the Nathan, Owl
Oh,
able
no.
to dash out of that one. He's gonna get that Violet recommend from Kyrie. At the same time, the rest of Onyx here are trying to force out all these fights. Burnex Splash gonna retreat. It's just 7 minutes in.
That was my day. My day's going
ongoing
great.
right now.
A little long, been up since 3 a.m. Burger Kim
What a
out.
juggle coming out from
Black
Onyx.
Dragon coming into the full team.
LVJ
Monic.
wanted to go for the play for the Dragon.
And
farm.
unable to take anything once again.
And that means that Onyx will just secure this turtle once again. I mean, no Ivory
Onyx.
ATM. Rindo is level 9.
Yeah, I'll be
Kyrie is,
I'll be streaming the
10.
NACT stage
don't
3
have their-
this
they
this
don't
Saturday
have
after
enough resources
casting
to
in the
actually
grand
get in
finals
front
of
the bats
Games
despite
of the
them having
Future.
This Rafaela, so surely Burnex Flash will just back out. Kyrie will not even have to use the retribution for display. They get that turtle so
A comeback
easily.
mentally. Whose draft do I
They
prefer?
Look like they
A
want
fur?
up top is where they're moving. While
Well,
Burnex
right
Flash are
now,
gonna be,
Burnex Slash is just being
moving towards the bottom lane. as well.
rough.
Look at them just
Overall,
just bodyguard window.
I think
buff.
Onyx is just it's
Down to
better.
the bottom lane. Purify is available for Owl.
Who I think's gonna win the
despite,
NACT?
despite Kyrie just
I don't
threatening for
know.
This one.
I'm
Well,
pretty
Kyrie
sure
does
it's
have
gonna
the
be
damage,
Hoon's team,
so it doesn't
but
need the
anything
Purify,
can
but it
happen
comes
in the
Nico for
NACT. The
sake.
Black
Purify
Dragon
has
coming
been
in,
used nonetheless. So
going
good
after
stab.
Owl.
He has
Owl
the
gets
green light
petrified.
to
The
go.
Blazing Duet.
Clear for
On to
takeoff, and Nico will want to go for
Miko.
more.
Albert with a double kill.
To take it out.
Key
Nico wants to
boy
go for
diving
the
in.
fight.
I'm
Does
offended
have
on to
the stack. Rindo is gonna
Rindo.
be controlled, but in comes KelVJ with
Quite the
counter
control
play.
coming in. The clap
Boots
back
is
though.
low. What's gonna be taken out?
He
KelVJ with the play. Key boy
able
wants
to be able to
get those
secure
back
kill
to the
there.
fight. Very
Key
tanky,
boy.
catches 3 with the stun. But that should be it for Onyx. They don't have damage. Or should I say, Burnex Flash wants to fight? No. With all due fairness, Burnex Flash collects important kills, but Onyx.
GG or BTK. If I had to pick between the two, it's
and that is
probably GG, but
29,000 for
I've always been a
24 for Burnex Flash.
BTK
At 9
fan,
minutes into
so
this game, that is a lot.
to be honest, whoever wins, it's I'll be happy for him. You know, I manage
What
the top
is-
8 pro NACT teams, so.
What is the
For the
response?
NACT, look at
Kyrie
that!
wants to go
Look
for
at
the
that
aggression,
slash,
wants to steal
bro!
the orange buff and was
Kyrie!
successful in doing so.
Oh,
In
the
they go,
I'm
the rest of
offended on the
cavalry.
ATM,
Look
the
at control.
dive into the
Your
back
ATM
of
wants to fight.
Onyx, but nothing
idea,
to come
but
from it
far too
besides
low.
him
Take it
going
out.
to the caster desk.
Well, by the side of Onyx, and everybody from Onyx is just there.
Next season won't be one-sided,
The
yeah.
response from Onyx are very, very quick.
What up, IG? What's going on, brother?
I go for the Lord
When do
fight
they
now.
play
Position
again?
T-Boy,
Is there?
the aggression,
Are you
the
talking about
push.
NACT or?
By Rindo, but Rindo
Blacklist
can be
is
controlled. They
probably
don't care.
playing
They know that he's
right now.
isolated, and that's a quick break.
Sans!
No way to defend himself.
Someone,
the chain
someone
stuns were there.
get it, dude.
Onyx will just secure
Sans
and
is
claim
a
the Lord once
monster
again.
in the mid lane.
Just as I
My
say, that this
God.
could be a game or a draft that can push the boundaries of Onyx and maybe.
He's just
even
doing
get to
everybody
game number
dirty.
3. No, it will not be the case for now, because the lead from Onyx is just too high. Even Boots and Albert are just taking over the map.
I mean, they
Keyboard
top tier
fights
in the
KelVJ
NACT.
Actually will not land the stun for
Gusu,
that, but that's needed.
Gusu.
Because Albert as
Guso
well as
was
Kyrie
out
will
and
finish up the kill.
Gosu
Now,
was
Owl in
out.
trouble. Owl in trouble. Double kill for
Albert,
Albert, just
the
like that.
double kill
Nico not
once
in range to save
again.
his mate. And on Onyx,
Yeah. E-boy
claim
with
their
the backup.
14th kill of the game at 11 minutes. 5-0-5 for Albert.
Where to
And
watch?
his reward is
Um,
take the orange buff.
In the description of my
Oh, no.
stream is the
Naturally.
Games of Future
Under
YouTube
ATM
link.
steals that one, but
You can like view
Gonna
their
be
YouTube from right there.
Onyx still leading. A little bit of a.
We'll
little bit of
swap to it
mishap
here in a
for Albert,
second.
but if you compare that to what they
Because
have
this
right
is the
now,
last
it's
game
nothing
I'm
at this point. Holy
pretty
defense
sure
pop
for
to the
this
mid.
season for
Surely
this
gonna
because
be in the
we
bottom as well, but the Lord
yeah, so Group D would be
much
over
towards the
after
bottom lane as well.
this right
Besides,
here.
Yeah.
Activating the
And then
ultimate
we'll be
immediately. Owl
watching
is in
the
trouble,
Blacklist
actually,
International
has to get
games.
out. And then comes the push. Keyboy just runs away from now. Onyx will just sound the retreat.
Onyx right now, they're on the driver's seat up against Burnix Flash right now. That really nice tries of taking in the towers. They wanted to create the space, but right now this is the time where the
They're
clock
streaming the
is
same
active.
game also.
505 for
Well,
Albert
go
here
to
right
go
now.
to the
Inhibitor on the bottom side
YouTube
is
like
gone as
the
well.
actual
And
like account.
wow,
and it's
all I
on
can say
there.
is that
Normally
the
it's like off
10K
to the
lead
right as
instantly
well.
for Onyx.
Looking
If they
really
don't make a
dicey
play
now
right here,
for
I'll link it in the
the
chat.
side of Burnix Flash.
But I think they're
Not
trying to make a
looking good.
play.
2-0,
Yes.
or will be game 3. Sans, that was a flicker, a very quick one.
Onyx
attack.
doesn't want
They
to
will try they
press
will be
this
able to
though.
defend. That's the thing with Burnix Flash's composition, BK. They have a lot of defense.
Dude, they only have 2 kills. Like, yo. Chat, make sure to like the stream. We also got
There's
5
more.
gifted subs earlier, so
Seems
much
like Albert
love.
Is Albert is just too far. They can't do that kind of play. He's actually 11k compared to 8k, so it's a full item and a half. A full item and one.
You didn't know
half
YouTube had another top
the
G? You know what it
over
be.
his gold
You
lane
know what it be.
matchup. Whew, that's gonna be harsh. Oh, we're running out of solutions now for Burnix Flash, but we'll see.
Are you
Under
fellas in
18
trouble,
wants to
chat?
go for the play. Only snags that Vexana ultimate. will
The
be
next
done now.
board is
But Final Slash
crazy.
is low.
If
you know,
Burn... Ooh, sorry, cat.
low
No,
ultimate anyways.
Burnex Flash has already made it to
Not
the
so much of a
playoffs.
problem for Burnix Flash.
The only team that's got...
And Kyrie
So
will just
there's
hold on to the
4
Lord for
teams
now.
that have gotten eliminated.
Keyboy also
Team
played-
Little Gun, S2G
On your
Esports,
ATM going in for
Keep-
kill. VJ wants
Keep
to
Best
to
Gaming,
fight,
and
but he goes
Nightmare
carry going for
Esports are
Furry, though.
out.
He's also receiving some damage from the Nathan, and Nathan actually beating so well, but Boots onto the backlines, getting so many members of Burnix Flash, stops the
Boots.
combo, but now will have to be running away. No, he
Super
can't.
low
He's taken out.
Rindo, the
That's
blazing
damage of the Nathan.
duet.
That's what we're talking about. And
Oh
even
my
Albert
God.
is taken out by Miko.
Yo!
Burnix Flash with the punish once more against
Kyrie
Onyx.
still
Kyrie,
available though.
too early.
Albert.
Okay, that's just the Dexter.
Kyrie!
And Kyrie,
No!
look at that. Owl is now
Oh, the back door!
9.
Oh no!
That is enough for
Sans!
Burnix Flash. to
Could
secure
you
that.
imagine
They
if
took the
Sans
Lord,
just
they took 4
backdoored?
kills,
Sans just
and now
backdoored with a
Onyx will have
bounty
to
or
wait for Boots
yeah,
Keyboy.
no,
They
a
pick up the
Vexana.
best defense, right?
Both of them look the same.
This is the
They're both on the
comeback that we're
field.
looking for from Burnix Flash.
Dexter got one.
Amazing,
He
amazing
did get
plays.
one. I'll be back though.
Amazing plays from Burnix Flash, and this is the damage. And Owl was uncontested in the backlines, was really hitting. You can activate the ultimate.
Yeah,
That's the
Deuce
power
Waltz
of
is
the
still
Nathan. And
alive,
then when you
yeah.
group up together as Onyx, you
He'll be in the
receive
playoffs.
so much damage from the normal attacks coming out from Owl. so you
ATM's
cannot
trolling.
really just stay in
A
front of that
little
hero.
bit of a cheeky can.
This is what we're saying
well,
about the potential for the Nathan. That's why it's a very strong
I
hero in
mean,
the metagame right now. And all of a
unless they
sudden,
take out Albert
the
on this
lead is
squad,
erased.
like
only down now to 3k. I would assume that will be more
I don't know.
because they
We
are
got.
able to push.
It's on my end. It says
So-
I have 201 likes.
Yeah, it's a lot of recovery that Burnix Flash did. And now, again, just like game number 1, it's an even game.
Just like game number 1, it's an even game, dude. It's an even game, and it's 15-6, bro.
What?
Game
is
3,
going to
game
happen
3,
now for
game
Onyx?
3.
They definitely cannot. They definitely have to respect the damage output of Owl. And with all due fairness, it was Boots that tried to find Owl, but he was punished because of the Purify. So it's That's a very
Everything's
important,
available for Burn
background
X.
spell to have.
Everything's available
And I gotta
besides
say, at this point, with
Sans ult.
the 4 Protect 1 strat of Burn X Flash, they might have the.
But if they wait for the next Lord,
now. I think
and they're
I
able to
think
get a
the
pick
solution
like
now
that
for Onyx is
again,
to have someone else to force the Purify from Owl.
could be a big
And
play.
then the converse, the complete converse of that is that Owl just have to reserve his Purify for Boots, right? So somebody has to force
Yeah,
Owl's
if
Purify.
Onyx wins this,
and
then there's no
make
game
sure
3.
that Boots will have
Correct.
eventually the right.
It's not all A. Exactly. Preach RR. It's about the positioning and the keys.
All right.
I'm not gonna cap.
All of a
C
sudden,
games are
it's
definitely
even.
super entertaining. I
Onyx.
love international,
It started this
especially
game
like
with
seeing these types of games because like
massive amount of lead.
they just have the fundamentals
crumbled.
down
And imagine,
so well.
We mentioned that Owl is
Like even if it was 15 to
1.5
6, like
item
Burn X
behind
is
in the
able to
clock.
make like
Now it's,
huge plays.
just 1,000, which is at this point it's nothing because he's full item anyway, so it's literally
Oh. No,
was a time
there's
where Nathan
nothing to
was-
follow up right there
was
because
not as farmed.
they
as
knew that they
Albert,
had to
but
rotate
even
from
then,
the
damage
the
output
left.
was already really good. And this is what we've said about like the nature of a marksman versus the Nathan, because the Nathan.
Oh look, the
if he plays on
Vexana
the
had to
Wind
go
of
back.
Nature, is
They
safe against the marksman, but other marksmen.
do they question
But
it?
other marksmen facing up against the Nathan, they cannot pick the
Do
Wind
they
of
go
Nature
for the
because of
Lord?
magic damage
They're
output.
just
And look at-
burning it.
look at how
They're just
fast
burning it.
taking this. That's
Ow!
what we're talking about. The Lord slain easily by Owl.
Oh no,
And we talked about
ATM.
this during the draft. The siege,
ATM's
the
getting
objectives for
burned.
ATM. Bad positioning.
Oh, the
Immortality pop. They wanna
violent
go for Rindo,
Requiem.
and they have control of Rindo at this
Rindo.
point. They took out one already.
They
That should
can't
be two.
escape.
He wants to still fight this, but the big boss, Owl,
It's
the
2
Nathan, is
down.
already in here, and they have to respect that. You can see Onyx is
Rindo.
clearing out the minion waves for now.
I mean, both of them are 0-6 and 0-3.
Oh, that's Keyboy and Albert clearing out top lane. 20 seconds before Burnix Flash's members respawn. And Onyx, if you're Onyx, you have to really respect that. Owl, look at that. Can just do that, like the ultimate. But the turret is taken out in the middle, and as well as top lane. Onyx.
This could be rough.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Lord
Sounds
coming
like
in.
it's a
Owl
duel, has to
low.
get out. Good flicker to the left
Oh,
side. Now they baited out
no.
KLVJ. KLVJ pops the Winter Truncheon. It's gonna go down anyways.
LVJ.
In comes I'm your ATM. Rindo also respawning soon. And that
This is an
demands the respect
intense
of Onyx.
game,
They will
chat.
just stay outside of the base for now. Final touch onto Keyboy.
Ooh,
Truncheon as
Keyboy.
well. Keyboy will now be taken out.
Low.
Oh,
Does it the
not for
burn get
long.
him? It doesn't.
Survives for now. Owl wants to go
The
for the fight.
regen.
Not gonna hit it.
Owl did everything.
Sans pops the ultimate just for a warning shot against Burnix Flash.
How Games of Future started and teams in NA still playing. Oh, that's because, yeah, there's no NA team in the Games of Future. This game is going nuts, chat.
19 minutes in. They really feel Owl's damage output. Kyrie. Look at how fast they're taking the jungle creeps, right? And you don't even need boots, or I'm not saying boots the player, but you don't even need boots now for if you're Nathan. You have the Purify, you have the Rafaela to help you out. You also have your ultimate, right? So there's a lot of cleanse for this.
I wanted to kind of go to the 1-to-1.
Looking really good. This turned out to be a very close series for both Onyx and Burnix Flash.
But they have to stay.
Here we go.
They have to keep
waiting
like
for
keep
something to
watching
happen.
because you never
At
know
this
if there's like
point,
going to be a
nobody can
back
make the
door.
mistake. But you also need the immortality, so
The Games of the
2
Future is
minutes
also
ago,
in Russia, so like
Rindo lost his
North American
immortality
being
as well
invited to
as,
Russia right now.
under 18. So I
Like,
would hedge a bet at 23 minutes or 22. That is when Burnix Flash might feel confident to fight again because they have the immortality. But that means that they might have to forgo the Lord, which they need. Kyrie, look his position.
I don't think they can forego this Lord,
the
but
way-
maybe.
Okay, Owl
They
wants
have
to
to go
secure
for
this
the
purple
blue.
buff. Who gets it? It's Albert.
Albert got it.
That's good for Albert for sure. Not in the sense that the Claude needs it, but taking it away from the Nathan is actually pretty good. But
Wolf's just
look at
casting
how fast
alone
he's
at this
taking
point.
the orange buff. That is the power of the Nathan. And even carry cannot stay in front of
Look
this
at
Lord, because if
Boots
he
though,
gets
chat.
hit, he
Boots on
gets
the
hit
left.
by the plates.
One black
Again, from
dragon
the
into the
defense.
back
Oh,
line is
that's
gonna be
gonna hurt.
devastating.
I'll activate the ultimate actually. Wants to defend top lane. They are learning from the lesson of game number 1 where they lost because of a...
Look at the right side of the map though. Claude could backdoor.
This is like Burnix Flash adjusting accordingly.
They're gonna opt to go for
Kyrie.
it. Oh, I'm offended! The Black Dragon!
Catches 2! They want to go for this one. Owl!
The Petrify!
That's the green
Owl
light.
falls!
And they combine them for 2! Rain down now! With the
Two
immortality bomb to
down.
take it out. Eventually, Kyrie wants to go for
Make
the backlines.
that.
And then another hook coming
Almost
out
3.
from the side of Keyboy. Oh my
Miko.
God. Keyboy and Boots. We talked about the
Make
fact
it
that there has
4.
to be someone to take the
ATM, the only one standing.
That's it. Onyx recovers. And
G.
will definitely take
G.
game number 2 and eventually the series.
Wow.
Troubleshooting. 1.
Isn't that a Terizla room? How did I miss that?
All right, now under the RCC and the Blacklist International.
We've seen all sorts of different things here from
My
a lot of these
God.
matches here. We've seen everything from a Paquito mid.
GG.
We've seen, the Barats can go into the XP lane.
Onyx moving on.
There. So Terizla Rome, not exactly super shocking for me, but it's definitely something different.
This match is kind of close right now. This must have just started, bro.
that's
Like
true,
right
that's
on
true. Look
time.
here at the gold lane, using the strategy that I personally call protect the king, and the king here is the gold laner, the Filipino sniper.
My boy
using
said
the carry,
fast
one of the
hands.
most, annoying
Oh yeah, we
gold
getting on to
laners
the next
right now,
series.
but seems like
We
there's a
all
new
about
opportunity.
watching the series.
Yeah, Coupe in a little bit of trouble trying to get himself away.
ATM was the only one standing there.
I mean, that's going to be one that's out. But Weiser actually in trouble here. Doesn't notice that there's 3 members, and they're going to go ahead and flank. I mean, he's going to use that flicker.
Fans is not overrated. No, dude is
Fans
is insane.
Good job by Blacklist. Looked like Oheb was actually in the
Oheb is so
Troublemaker, but the rest of Blacklist able to kind of go ahead.
Yo,
and
Troublemaker's an insane mage too, chat.
Ooh,
what a dodge.
Oheb is in the zone. Oheb with the help of Haji up there in the top lane, up there in the gold lane, taking everything that's being offered in the map.
ATM running away
RCC,
from
but again,
a
here,
mage.
we see a little bit of
You as
equalizing
Valentina.
this equation, having the turtle bow on the other side, Sinsui went to take a purple buff.
Renjay? Let's I think Renjay.
Really swift, really smooth.
He's inactive right now.
Agent Zero is down there in the bot lane playing against a CC.
I don't think Renjay's with anybody.
And as I told you, that didn't land softly nor smoothly. The penalty zone have been missed by Coupe.
He's just inactive right now.
Blacklist right now just operating so smoothly. You can see even with these
ATM the imposter.
Troublemaker having a very hard time even landing them. You can see how well Blacklist is adjusted to it back and forth and having a very dominant game here, especially when it comes to having
it's good to know, you know, like pro players need to have a rest, bro.
A good gank onto RCC.
Terizla Rome
on the top lane, missed it, but
if we see some items, yeah, it does look like a Terizla Rome.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can come to you are almost immeasurable, and right now we're seeing it 0-2 in favor of Blacklist.
The thing I love about Blacklist International is that they are always able to find
PH
each other, even if the spaces are like even.
What other games for the future of tomorrow? My guess is well, we got to figure out who makes it here. Because I think whoever, whoever wins this series, be it RCC or Blacklist International, they're fighting for the #1 spot in Group C. If the #1 in Group C, they get moved to the quarterfinals instead of round 1. Tomorrow is probably going to be round 1, which should be probably 4 sets of games.
from Blacklist International moving
which would be
to keep this formation
unless
on
they
and to
split it
keep
again,
this
but
all-base track
I
working
don't
on.
think they are splitting it.
Yeah, you can see right now. Oh,
let me check my schedule for tomorrow.
As Heavy Spin is out, and this is
I'll let you
before
know.
the Lord fight even starts. So that's going to be an ultimate that you.
It's me and Naisu casting tomorrow, but I don't think there was a shared schedule. I think it's just both of us.
As we has the Astral Echo from Troublemaker go out. You have the vision, but there's not much that they're able to capitalize on right now. And especially, I do like the counter here right now. Koopy, oh man, a little back and forth.
Oh, it is.
Weiser
It is.
and Ohad.
So it's split.
Weiser actually was taken.
It is
I wanna say
split.
the
So my
brunt
guess is
of
that
that,
me
but Ohad decided
and
to back off.
Naisu are going to be
Big
casting
Heavy Spin does
Twisted
land onto
Minds
a
versus
one-shot. Is that gonna
Burmese
be enough?
Ghouls.
Turtle down to about 10%.
Deuce Faults
Looking
versus
for the kill.
Homeboys.
One-shot finds a
And
kill
then
onto
War
Yui
Barbie and
the
Wolf
Turtle.
will
Are
cast.
they going to be able to transition this Blacklist in trouble? Sensui's going to go down, but not
Yeah, me and
before
Naisu would be
taking down
casting
one
tomorrow.
shot. Oh, actually, he doesn't go down. Topped up by, I believe that was, he was topped up by Rafaela there. So they only
Opt
lose
up.
one in the name of Yui.
Opt up,
I
huh?
spoke too soon. I didn't have faith, unfortunately, in that. You can see the replay up here. Look how low Sensui gets as he's taking damage here. He's down to like that mid-colored health bar, but still gets topped up by the Rafaela.
Yeah, we got Deuce Volts
Haji
versus
doing such a
Homeboys,
great
Twisted
job
Minds,
in the
Burmese
support role
Ghouls.
for his team.
And then we'll figure out who the other two are based off of this.
Akai hitting 3 members
You can watch the
of
English live. It's
RCC
in the
with just
description
a
of my
vertical
stream.
art coming from Sensui,
I gotta update it
escaping,
to
and
this
look
one
at here,
though.
the penalty zone and the team fight seems to continue. Haji again with the survivability and also with the sustainability.
I think
he
there's
manages
two
to
English
engage
streams
and
happening at the
also
same
to
time right
disengage,
now.
And in this case, he disengaged twice and saved 2 of his team members.
Yeah, Big Heavy Spin comes out from one shot, trying to push them into his tower. Yui gets taken down, but the rest of Blacklist is here. We do have a Detona's welcome, pushing him back into there. Weiser finds a kill.
I'll
or a
put it in
kill.
the
He takes
description of
down
my
the
stream here in
tower
a
there
second.
as one shot, and the rest of RCC
Apparently
trying
watching
to press it on.
A.
Weiser gets taken down, and that's going to be Koopy getting pushed back into Blacklist, who find another kill. 2-7. Castle is going to be able to get away. Yo-Yos be darned. He is able to find
I
an
updated
escape.
my description
That's what
with
I do
this
expect from
this stream
seeing
link
one
for
of
you.
the best and finest XP laners of all time. Looking here at
Yeah, I'm
Edward
casting
with
the grand
War Axe,
finals, yeah.
doing our like making a double kill possible on the top lane and being annoying, so annoying for RCC. And right now, after taking and winning his lane in a 1v1 phasing, or in a 1v1 battle in the bot lane, now he shifts not towards the top lane and switch between him and the gold laner, but to just help out. And he looks almost like a roamer in my eyes right now. He's now not just 3 members together, there's 4 members moving as a group, as a whole, for Blacklist International.
Yeah, Big Heavy Spin is out early. Kubi comes in with the penalty zone, focusing down onto Haji. He might be trying
Suddenly
to focus down the
Rinjay
healer
joining
before we can get in
MPL
here. Haji
ID.
still finds a kill onto Kubi. That is going to be 2
Koopy.
down for RCC. Blacklist International forcing forward onto this mid lane.
It's still not like a huge lead, asshole.
Yeah, and you can see here right now, they are able to get the clear out there, but Blacklist International being so
Oh, Troublemaker
dominant
should
right now.
have
3K
waited to utilize that.
on their opponents here. You can
Look
see
at
Astral Echo goes out.
Tensu coming in through the back. Daytona's welcome wasn't utilized. Oh, it wasn't available.
Good job zoning out RCC.
Who am I
so
supporting?
Blacklist can get
Blacklist.
that tower.
I'm a huge Blacklist fan. I met Elodia at M4.
Admire how Blacklist International are moving.
Elodia gave me
moving as groups, and this is not
Elodia
something
like
that
signed
you
my
might see a
Blacklist
lot in
International
any scene,
jacket,
neither local nor
and
international scene. Blacklist
gave me the
International
jacket
always
and
around each
some
other. Look at
sweatpants.
here. There's always a group of 3, 4, or even 5 to take down one objective, even 2 objectives. And look at Haji just waiting with.
I met her at
There
M4.
might be a kill though.
I'm still a fan
yeah,
of
they do
Blacklist
finally
International.
take down Edward, who's been having a phenomenal game right now. 4-1.
I know. I got her
Finally
signature
found him, but
when
you
she
see
was with
with
Blacklist,
that, they
though,
take one
which
tower,
is pretty
but the
cool.
advantage for
I still like
Blacklist is
Elodia.
how far they're pushing in. High ground towers already at the top lane.
But I still like
That's
Blacklist.
true,
Like
that's true.
I
Two
liked
teams have been
Blacklist
taken
before just
down
because they
from
were really
RCC,
strong.
And even though they don't
Now
look
Elodia's
so
part of the
bad at this
Blacklist.
moment, yet the situation is so hard to recover from. It's not impossible, but it is also not near
I got to
the
meet
world
Elodia
possible.
before
Here we can
she
see a 3K gold
before she
lead
left the
for
MLBB
Blacklist
scene.
International, 4 turrets to
Like a
2,
once in a
which is
lifetime
something
opportunity.
really good for Royal
I also got to
Cyber
wear the
Sport
M4
Club,
ring.
but again, they need to shift out or like to use and
Elodia in my
maximize their
house.
picks, especially the penalty zone that
Hey.
doesn't rhyme well with the heavy
Am I
spin
from
coming
Chicago?
From the Akai. So they
I'm not
need
from
a really good and
Chicago.
a solid composition to take down, and I strongly suggest that they take Haji out, because when this guy is around,
I think the
everything
schedule will be
looks
exactly
and
the
seems to
same
be a
tomorrow
struggle.
as the schedules all the time.
Diving for Haji
Yeah,
in the
I know.
last fight.
It's a sad
Dove
time. I don't
so
get to
deep,
see
but
Elodia
then
anymore.
Haji able to turn around and get the kill onto Koopy. So it's like, what's left if you can't
Koopy.
even land it onto him? Sensui, you can see up there, they go ahead.
Game
and claim
tomorrow's
the
offline.
first
Am I
Lord
from
of the
Ohio?
game. And this game has been
bro.
a steamroll
Look
so
at the
far
grouping.
for Blacklist here. We're still waiting. Right now, it's
Grand
all
finals
been
will be this
Edwards
Saturday.
and waiting very patiently for Oheb to get farmed up. Once he starts getting those items, you can already see right there, starting to shred down those towers as they're keeping up this this pressure onto RCC. Lord up at the top. It's not even a luminous Lord. You can see how much pressure they're starting to put on.
I look like Elodia's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah,
Oof.
and again, I'm going back to the point where I said they
Oof.
move as a group in a really, you cannot break them apart. I cannot find the exact word for it, but you cannot take them.
I do
apart
find
from each other.
Elodia
Looking at Blacklist International
as an
moving
idol.
like that. It's so
It was
fascinating
awesome.
for the eyes. Yes, it's so hard to deal with, but it's so fascinating for anyone.
Echo?
who's
Dude, if
watching
Echo
this
was in
game.
here, I have my
RCC,
Echo
on the other
jacket.
hand,
Do I have a
need
daughter?
to
No,
do
I don't have
something
kids.
about it. Yes, there is now some vision, but they do need to clear, and they do need to clear it fast.
Oh, Castle got knocked and bopped around, and then
Me and Trex were at
Blacklist there.
M4.
Shreds down another tower at
Flew
top.
out
You
to
can see
Indonesia.
Blacklist go ahead and change their focus now,
I got
looking
invited out to
possibly go for the
M5-ish.
next tower. Looks like they're just gonna go with the safe route. Go ahead and start clearing out.
They didn't want
the
to pay for
jungle.
my flight though.
I think that they will synchronize all the waves. Look at the bot lane and the mid lane and the top lane at this moment.
How old am I?
Heavy spin and Sinso
I'm
is in
28.
trouble.
Yeah, the I'm offended does grab out to one shot. Who gets taken
Oh my
out
God.
by Oheb? There's another player down, and that's going to be the
Heiko is
shredding of
22.
the next high
I wish
ground.
I was
They are
22.
almost down to no high grounds. The base is bare alone in this
Blacklist doing this
Russian
dirty.
winter right now as Blacklist is pushing in on them right
Blacklist
now.
is going to the
3
quarterfinals.
down. This might be it. A double kill
Oh.
right there for and Troublemaker is able to find a kill onto Sensui.
I am a
Is that
little
gonna
old.
stop this attack on the base? Haji Oheb said no. They are still trying to get the. They don't want
MSC? I would love to cast an MSC.
That's going to be the first victory for Blacklist in this series.
Cleaning things out and making
Top Gs can't dodge age, I'll tell you that.
International strikes the hometown team RCC with a
Whose
full
team do
speed
I
at the-
think?
at the end of the game, and also with a
I mean, right
really
now, AP
solid
Bryn seems
movement,
insane,
grouping,
but
and also
I think
using
it's
and
anybody's
utilizing
game.
all their skills at the right moment
RQ
and in
Hoshi
the right
strong.
place. Blacklist International with a world-class performance have been able to
I
take
feel like
the
we
number
really
one,
have to
but
figure
still,
out and see,
there's an opportunity for Team RCC to come back in the game, and we have seen and witnessed here
Really gotta
in games of
see-
the future a lot of reverse sweeps.
like how these teams
I mean, we
do
saw
against
it
each
in
other.
our last series, Fireflux using the Barats with an Estus.
I'm at least 25 or more.
I want to say Strat or Oheb.
You don't see this gray streak of hair right here? Like, I literally have like a.
We just saw the creators of it, the ones who refined it, who
I'm like Granger, bro.
Yes.
Like I have like literally like right here is nothing but gray hair.
The rest of the team up, and not just that, but they had a team that basically was able.
Everybody's
to stay
saying I
together,
look like
group up, and
I look
for
like
a
it.
lot of
0
just
ML.
massive pushes.
Let's see, what's
So
his
it's
name?
A very, it's a probably a very eye-opening
No.
experience for RCC. We talked about it in the last series.
Yeah.
I think you're either gonna need to be able to take Barat, or you're
That's-
going to
that's
have
a-
to take
that's
him
a
off
name,
the
bro.
table. Either he's on your team or he's going to be taken off the table because there's too many tools out there, especially against a team like Blacklist, who is
No
very
way.
well
He's
in that
fucking
support
crazy.
mindset, who knows how to use those.
That's
rifles,
that's
those
like the
Estises, those
the
other
female,
healers that Mobile Legends has to keep him topped up and make him the
a
menace,
Filipino
that-
actress, the
that
little
really has
shorty.
these big effects.
That's
on
hella
the game.
funny.
At some point, it
Voice
seemed like
spoiler
all the
alert.
roles from Blacklist International all over the seasons and the international stages inherit this supporting meta. They go back generation by generation, rumor by rumor, using the supports and utilizing them into their own arsenal.
You don't
with
think
their own
RRQ
way,
can? You don't think
like, in their own
RRQ
style of
Hoshi
playing
can
and
win?
strategy, starting with Oh My Venus with a lot of support heroes.
I mean, they did lose
also
against
was
one
shining
team.
so bright in the M5 World Championship.
I would
And
say
right
it
now,
would
the one who's
it'd probably be
shining with the
Onyx,
supporting heroes is
AP
Haji
Bren.
from Blacklist International. Looking here and getting back inside the game to look at the
I
highlights.
would
All
rank it.
was
I think we're gonna
furious
see a
in this
rematch from
double kill,
M5.
and what he got was those 2 kills, one as a kill, one as
The
an
dark
assist.
horse in the
And here
tournament?
Yue took so much
Oof.
time to zone out the Akai one shot, though.
Twisted
this
Minds
is the
almost took
escape
out
time
AP
that you
Bren,
were,
but
talking about, and that
in the
you,
first
that you
round, let me
casted and said
specify,
that
they
maybe
didn't.
Sui will,
The second round, they
Sui will not be
absolutely got
able to go
dusted.
back, but you took back your words at the same
AP
exact
Bren
moment
is just
as
way
Haji
too
used his
strong,
second
bro.
skill and healing praise for you, and look at here. This is what I'm talking about. I want you to focus on that with me, Private. Look how many times Team Blacklist group up and reverse everything around.
Yeah,
Dropping the
it was
Red
such a great
Bulls
job,
in the
especially you
chat.
could see with that ball of like madness that is Black just grouping together, able to kind of force a back.
Haji's better than Renjay. I actually like Haji's roam.
He's gonna get deleted.
Haji.
Goopy tries. Look at how bad he wanted Haji.
I was a
back
huge fan
line
of Haji
and
in the
gets
mid
stunned
lane.
and taken out by Haji.
You the
support.
Ico
Meanwhile,
OF.
Edward
Oof.
doing Edward things out there, manning up and making sure that he can kind of support the team before Oheb is able to take on. As we can start seeing in some of these next highlights, this is about
This
the
just the
time that
highlights,
Oheb
bro.
starts going off. Still
Casters
about
don't
105,
matter.
but his job wasn't just for the kills. His job was about taking down a lot of these towers. You see there, he's able to blow up one shot before we are at
Haji's
the end
multi-rolled.
of the game.
He's kind of
No
like
more
me.
high
Like
grounds for RCC
mean,
and just
I'm
a
not
bare base
as
for
good as him,
Blacklist to
but
keep on doing Blacklist things here. You saw them flickering in the
Yasu
more
and
aggressive
DJ
side from them
Khalid.
as well. I mean, just a very
Khalid.
dominating performance there, and you can see here.
Viewers to support.
Sensui,
Guys, make sure to like the stream, man.
Damage taken 36%.
You think Blacklist versus Onyx in the finals?
It's very
Nick.
remarkable, and it's something you need to be prepared for when you go up against a team like Blacklist. Any type of healer strategy that they can pull out, they will be very refined at executing.
Seems like one of the picks that we will see using intensively in the upcoming games will be the Barracks.
Blacklist does
They have
seem strong. I
proven
mean,
efficiency
you've
in
seen when they were pushed
almost
back
all
against the
roles
wall,
that he
but they were
filled.
pushed back against
I'm
the
not
wall
speaking
against
about the mid lane,
Fireflux.
but I'm speaking about the XP lane and also in the jungle and in the jungle especially, using this OV strat, using this healing strategy to not just help out the junglers, the utility junglers, or even the heavy junglers.
My final four.
In general, but
I mean, I'm gonna
we
just
saw a
say
different side
100%
from
AP
Blacklist
Bren,
International,
100%
serving
Onyx.
that carry pick up there in the top
Um,
lane and using the
I
carry
mean,
pick
we could
as
see
a
what
lethal weapon for I'm not
whose
gonna
vaults
say
do,
the entire game, but in the
but
early
we'll find
game,
out
in the
about
early
that.
stage, Weiser have suffered a lot. And
But I mean, right
from
now,
both Happy
RCC's
and
kind
also
of strong
looking
too
here
in
at
the
the
Group
stats
C.
from Team
I feel like they're better than Fireflux at this point, which is wild. They're a Russian team.
Any kind of
but they're showing great grit.
International, they were always the ones who respond. But to fix that and into the next game,
DJ
just a piece of advice.
Khalid?
Maybe
It
I'm
kinda
mistaken,
looks like
but
it,
just
right?
a piece of advice from my side. Try to be the one who starts the fights. Try to be the one who engages.
That boy's
not
like staring
always
into
be on
your
the defensive
soul.
side. A defensive side against a team with such experience is gonna be so hard.
So the teams tomorrow, the schedule for tomorrow is going to be Twisted Minds versus Burmese Ghouls, Is Vault versus Homeboys.
I want to say that RCC was out.
Who was it was Burnex Flash.
Yeah.
Burnex Flash versus Fireflux. And then whoever loses this game versus Team Flash.
Into a lot of these, especially because, like I said, the damage was actually in their favor. It's just the execution.
I can't.
And the composition wise, Blacklist was able to recover.
I don't like being
because of that support,
scruffy.
because of the Rafaela.
He looks like he could be my
job,
older brother.
By Haji for being able to do
Yeah, I
that.
mean,
We're
if
gonna
we
be
were from
moving
like
into
another
game
mother,
2 to
like
see
his
if
skin color's
RCC
like
can take this
brown,
to a game
or like
3. I mean,
a
it can be a little overwhelming facing
like
a
a
team
tan
like
white, I guess you could
Blacklist when
say.
they have such a ferocious, I want to say, offense against you. You saw that right from the opening seconds. As soon as we went into the match, they were already diving into lanes.
AP Brandon Black.
And that's something you need to be
I think
prepared for.
I think Onyx could. I mean, Onyx looking really good,
that
chat.
you're going to see here. Like we said, it's pretty much a lot of the regions have said.
But I like Blacklist too.
Their very best.
I wasn't really. I have a Onyx jersey, but I wasn't like a real fan of like the make and the style.
Well,
Private's not a full-time caster, no. None of us from North America are full-time casters. We could actually probably bring you better content if we were full-time.
At the late game, yes, you do have a decent amount of damage.
Are you guys in the chat trying to make me say something?
In the statistics, yes, the Novaria dealt a really good amount of damage, but what will you do with this damage if the opponent team is just receiving that damage while you are not even attacking, or you're using your damage, you are
Another 2-0 for Blacklist.
You're not hitting forward, you are not forcing anything.
100%.
You're just receiving. So Team
Black,
RCC in the upcoming
Onyx,
game, in game number
and
2,
AP are just
I'm not gonna
nasty
give them
this
anymore,
season.
but do not go with or like this is again. I think this is.
What? I mean, we can't count everybody out.
Against a team
It's
that knows how to deal with the
if DS Vault wins against Homeboys, they'll go against AP Bryn. What's my daytime job? I'm gonna count them.
At least from my side, I think that when you force Blacklist to go back in the early game or force
tomorrow's games are
BO3. Who can expect? If
playoffs is definitely BO3.
Team is being invaded.
Grand finals is BO5.
I don't think that we might see
I think BO5 for the grand finals and then the BO3 for the third place.
Expect that to also happen. So RCC need to change something.
So you're so handsome, Aiko.
Didn't show that they can pull up a decent fight against Team Blacklist International. That's my personal opinion.
I mean,
I'm gonna go to Vegas looking like this for the NACT.
From these games,
I'm gonna be looking like I gamble a lot.
There needs to be an answer. If he is on the enemy team, that is just a.
How do I manage the time? I went to
especially.
I technically am supposed to be working at working right now, but
and that's the point, is that there's so
many
supports that he can do well with, that he can meld well with, that it's better
probably
to take him off the table if you're not guaranteed to be able to pick him up. And even then, if
Haji,
you do have an answer,
100%.
from what I've been seeing, it's just there is an insurmountable amount of pressure and boxes.
I'm not sure how to say that the other person's name is like.
To be successful against him, that it's just
Gwyn,
easier to make it a non-factor. But when you do
Gwyn?
stuff like that, when you put him onto the ban list, there's other things that you're letting through. We saw that Nana was banned out there. We saw possibly no.
The playoffs.
That could get picked up.
The playoffs only have a third place match
of all these different tacticians that you could put together for things that it's that we've yet to be able to see a good plan for.
Not quite sure how the third place match is going to be decided. Oh, it'll be so whoever loses in the semifinals will go to the third place mark, and then.
Well,
I think whoever loses, or
proceed with.
I'm not quite sure how the third place is going to be working.
Accelerate on it.
The games of future will be done by Saturday.
Depending on like 3 heroes that if
so this Saturday will be the last day. It'll be the grand finals when I cast in it.
You have to also admit that this meta have a lot of heroes,
and
this
let
is
me
what
move
I
my camera.
like about the current meta.
At the caster's
no matter
desk.
How many heroes you ban? If you banned all the 5 since the start, still you will have heroes that you will not be able to deal.
I'm the caster here.
With. So you need to focus more on the strategy, and this is what we are seeing in this tournament so far. The Brights, yes, there must be a solution, but the utility junglers is also an alternative for team for Blacklist International, and Sensui is really good, as you said on the Nolan. Nolan was banned,
I'm here with my boy Private Chat.
Gave it to Blacklist
boy
International.
Private Dancer, yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing?
From anywhere I put it, Team Black or like Blacklist International team for me looks scary.
Yeah,
Blacklist
I mean,
International looks scary.
There, 2 apiece. We do have the Promise being taken off, and the Arlot, who's become a, I want to say probably one of the most.
Yeah, Japan. Apparently, Japan's coming to MLBB as well.
Blacklist wise,
Easy 2-0
off the board. Wondering if we're going to be seeing CC, especially because we saw it last game, but didn't really have such a great effect.
Real talk, MPL PH is harder than international tournaments.
Assassins being
why Yasu still talking? I don't know. I covered him up.
Wondering where we're gonna go from here.
Yasu, where?
Banning two assassins from RCC means that they will continue, or like they will keep on pressuring Sisui. But again, there's a lot of heroes open, and one.
I don't know. I heard that Japan's getting an MLBB team though. Crazy thing is was Putin. Putin was at
the utility jungle is meta, or like the yeah, of course. The Matilda is banned from RCC.
Was at the opening of the Games of Future, which was crazy.
For Blacklist to
is that a room tour?
The good part here, like if you looked at the
well, you can see right here is my Beatrix figure, and then right here is my Roger figure,
yeah, it depends on where they're gonna want to go.
And then
get one pick here, so
right here. Right here is my 515 event box sent to me by Moonton, and then I got over there is my.
highest win rates for a lot of these.
I think that was my M5 bag.
One of those, I think
that was sent to me.
About, 21, I think maybe about 22% now with Oheb's game there. But it really kind of tells you that it might be some of the.
That is a feather boa. That is a feather boa. I got that from Mardi Gras. I went to Mardi Gras into like an area in my town, and I got one.
Of the future. So and that tells you, I mean, Edward.
Not a shelf tour. Well, my camera is kind of mounted.
So I mean, we know
bro's flexing on
how
us.
Successful he was in the early game. We just saw there. I think at one point he was about he had 4 kills and 0 deaths. So I mean, it does have a huge factor, but maybe some of those, some of that micro ability, the mechanics that are needed aren't there with some of the players. That it needs a special touch to be successful.
This is like the worst part about the toy. It's like the hand falls off.
I can't help but to remember that team, or like the Fireflux Esports, were able to beat Blacklist International with it, especially with Rossa on it. But here, it seems like both these XP laners have switched things up. We will say that the Sicilia, or like Cici, in Arabic it's called Sicilia. Cici is being used by Blacklist International, and this is a switch up. Do you think that, or like, I think that Edward wants to win the lane again with the opposite here, which.
And I got like I'm not gonna you can see on my mic, I got like a little Angela.
Actually need to prove anything to us.
And then I got a Veil.
With the Rafaela,
I got a Beatrix.
Once again for Blacklist International RCC. Would you think that we will see a Barrett's?
Where's V-Wise?
I would be.
They're inactive right now. They're all taking a break.
At this point, RCC doesn't go with their third pick.
I think the playoffs are offline, but we're not offline.
With how dominant it was in the
us casters
game,
aren't offline.
I want to say you do have CC and Guinevere out there, so you basically laid the claim of what your.
Private's like a loud guy though.
Your potential jungler and your potential XP laner are going to be. Do you
Hopefully
need
that should be a little bit louder.
You've already got out there. I mean. I don't even know where else he would go. You've got the marksman and the mage open. I mean, we saw Paquito mid lane earlier.
You thought I was only wearing boxers?
Nothing is off the table.
I got
but,
pants on.
I don't really know that Blacklist might be going with that same.
I don't
route,
actually.
For this, the big thing for me is, are we going to see Yui on that Nana,
Joy.
or is that going to get?
You see my little Joy?
As I said that Nana's banned out, so I guess not.
You got a little fishy.
One shots. Like we were talking before. Castle.
Well, this is
very big
this
on
is
that Paquito
my
use,
my
very
Falcon.
Successful in his games yesterday on
my
it.
Falcon stuff from M4.
However, we saw it.
Am I tripping, or is that DJ Cal?
Navaria picked up by
look like he from a Street Fighter.
Not as successful, even though it was a comfort pick for him. So they're probably leaning on Castle right now to see if he can maybe change things out here with this Paquito.
This is my Odette
RCC in a
my
game
Odette
that can
limited
be
collection.
the last game between both of them, and
like
making it or like announce Blacklist
it's like a little shelf.
succeed to the next stage as
I got this from
as sweeping
M4
out
as well.
their own group with 2-0 and
Moonton gave it
2-0.
to me for
But
free.
RCC still have the chance to reply. They still have the chance to come back with this game. And their draft so far looks so decent to me. Having that chain of crowd control, having that slowdown effect from the Lilia, also making that team fight last long with having the Ruby,
Haji is actually good in the roam
played
though.
as the rumor, not in the XP lane. So we will see who will claim the XP lane throne. But looking here, we didn't see a gold laner being picked from both these teams, and banning the carry makes Cloud a lot tempting for RCC to take it out. But again, at some point, I don't believe anymore in the picks that look.
It's a streamception, bro. I took over as a caster.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Claude could come in there. I mean, especially
casting,
it's
by the
very
way, much
interesting here
love.
too because Claude picked up by the side of Blacklist International.
He said, "What is
definitely
happening?"
Shred down a lot of the back end here because on the side of RCC, they're actually very squishy.
He said, "What is happening here?"
They want to be able to support that front line with the Ruby without worrying about it getting shredded down. We're gonna see.
Used to be a junk, no way.
A lot of these fights. Ruby
This is the last
game,
yes.
To get off a little bit of time to
on my teeth so white
because she does need some
items.
Unless
I have a whitener.
Your name is Edward, and then that means you just use it.
me. We're both the mafia party. You know what it is.
I do believe this might be our first Clint of the games of the future. I don't know.
There was a Clint in one of the games against.
He does have a 100% win rate currently. We're gonna see if that changes here with the pickup by RCC.
That's Yasu.
Well, RCC taking the Clint and
I cast it. It was the last.
As you said, Blacklist International.
I think it was Twisted Minds pulled out a Clint, or maybe AP Brim pulled out a Clint.
Like their formation really well, having that crowd control.
Shit, I don't even know how to speak like
also
an
from
Italian.
CC. So
Mamma mia.
Yeah, I think that the Cloud makes a lot of sense here, but maybe
we all three look like gang leaders,
especially because
we're the gang leaders in MLBB, bro.
I was about to say the Filipino sniper. We might see Beatrix. So yeah, he did pull off that Beatrix, and one of the most annoying hero besides.
Do accountants usually go back home late?
Here that they have
not me. I work from home most of the time.
Oh, they are adding more.
This is a real gold
RCC
chain.
Are playing
yes.
on the CC.
Yeah, an amazing amount of crowd control, especially with the newest revamps on Aurora. We've seen.
What is your name, G or Ico?
This competition.
I'm technically both. It just depends on who.
Ultimate, able to
whatever someone wants to call me.
Positioning, but you're able, especially when it comes to a lot of those team
Ricky
fights, you're able to get
Martina.
lots of stuns in there. And then of course, her
calm down, buddy.
Breeze, a brand new ability from her second.
Let's go lay down.
Immediately.
Go lay down,
She's
bro.
basically a CC machine.
I'm pretty sure Blacklist is winning.
Blacklist. We're gonna see how well it pays.
Clint is not safe
because
here.
I know one of the most frustrating things about
this is my guard dog, chat.
Is that passive she has now? The I believe it's the pride. Is it the pride of the ice?
Bring your head over.
Like a stock winter truncheon. So I mean, when you think you got her, when you think you're gonna be able to chase her down, get that kill, she's able to go ahead and freeze herself up.
I need your big
back.
head.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be game 2 of Blacklist International from the Philippines, taking on
German
Royal Cyber Sport Club from Russia. We're gonna
Royal
see if they
Cyber
are
Sport
take
Club.
this to a game 3.
Not jumping to any conclusions.
Got a Koopa?
All the
I do have a
teams
Koopa.
start with 300 gold
big old
each,
doggo.
and also with 1 level up. So right now it's the best opportunity for Team Royal
What happened to
Cyber
Castle?
Sport Club to come
Yo,
back
Edward's
and
doing this dude
reverse
dirty.
this series and take a victory to their favor in the bot lane. Oh, look here.
Any reason why
damage in the mid lane
GOF
from
didn't
Yuri,
invite
also
NA?
from Haji,
Probably
who's
because it's in
able
Russia.
to slow down the master of slowdown effect, which is the Lily of
He is the
course,
troublemaker
and also
from
QB.
M5,
Both
yep.
of them go back to the base just to recall, get some HP, get your mana back, and in the bot lane we might see a kill either from Sinsui or even from One Shot.
Yeah, you see Edward doing a good job of kind of
My dog's like looking out the window right
shot,
now.
which allows Sensui to go in there, get that gold crab. And,
What TV series are you watching now?
There that fell down too. Weiser actually taking a heap of damage. How are they gonna
I'm watching the new
dive in?
Avatar: The Last
Nice
Airbender.
little, I want to say backlash there by Weiser. Traps Oheb in range of the tower, but just not enough to find the kill.
If he landed that second skill on the Beatrix while he's taking damage, we might have had a different
Yasu
story.
looks
about
like a
Haji,
Dino White
was
nerf
able
with
to
a wig.
take the turret hits just to save his marksman, just to save his gold laner Oheb in the previous moment. Sensui now and everyone is being summoned to the turtle duties and using
Yasu's the most
black shoes
unenergetic
so
caster ever.
by
He's got like a
Troublemaker,
monotone
will
voice.
give
He's gotta like
put
learn how to raise
RCC in a
and
disadvantage
lower.
in the upcoming turtle fight.
Just such a good job by
Sounds like an
Blacklist to
audio
take out some of
book,
these
but-
ultimates right before the turtle. One shot uses his heavy spin, and then you see
shout
the
out
black
your
shoes out there. Now
girlfriend.
we're gonna
Shout
go
out
ahead and
girlfriend.
engage on them. You can see one shot taking some damage. Meanwhile, here Sensui doing a good job. 10%. That's going to be it for the turtle. Great job by Blacklist to go ahead and force back RCC.
Yue in this match.
Who's the top
is-
caster for me?
I would
Well, of
say
course,
it's safely the
Trex.
most annoying hero in the arsenal of Blacklist International. He's able to freeze out and to
If
put
we're
down
talking
all
about
the
all
attempts
English
from the side
casters,
of
Mirko.
RCC
I like
when it comes to
Mirko.
team fights. He
I like
can
Naisu.
literally
Atlas, lay
disable
down.
any rotation that comes from the mid lane, especially from Troublemaker, who's not able so far in a matter of 3 minutes into the game
Mirko,
to move
nah.
from the mid lane. But look here at Castle and
If
Edward
I'm
in
saying
the
like all
EXP duel
casters,
that's been
of
waited
course
for
it's
a
gonna be
lot of the
Mirko.
fans, and so far Edward is the
Naisu.
one who's winning, and it seems
I mean, everybody
like boxing
overseas
is
are just
not
like
the solution for RCC.
just insane, bro. I mean, they do this for a
And it does
living,
look like
so
Edward's gonna try
they're
to
always
drag
going to be
some of these
better than
minions
us.
back so that he has
RCC's
he's gonna be able to
Russia.
zone out the rest castle there, but we do a big heavy spin that does a land. Weiser able to find a kill onto Haji,
Ooh.
and a big pop-up spatial
Okay.
migration lands on the
Okay.
legs of the rest of the team.
Insu about to
RCC
die
there
too.
to try to help
Troublemaker.
out. Troublemaker
Oheb
finds a
kills
kill onto
Koopy, though.
Sensui. Oheb finds the kill onto Koopy, and so they do
LaFell,
have an
too.
answer
LaFell's
back.
super
Actually,
funny,
Weiser
man.
gonna
That dude
continue on
was-
this fight, but
that dude
Yui
was the
is there
fucking-
to provide the support for his
I couldn't
teammate,
when I met
and
LaFell
that
in
is going to
M4, like I
even
was like,
out
what?
the score.
What?
That was the first time that we see the mage
You did good, bro.
defending his
Thank you,
own
man.
roamer, and it didn't turn out so
Thank you,
successful.
thank
Yet
you.
the evened equation by joining, or like by Oheb joining
The
the
cringe-
team
they
fight
are-
and
they are-
taking and using that rocket launcher.
Some people like
to
the
take
cringe,
the kill
though.
by the help of Sensui. Sensui goes down for the first time in this game, and RCC are looking
Yeah,
good.
well,
and
so
actually
like
so
the
much
biggest
better
thing is that
than the
like
previous game.
like
They are
I'm
playing
casting
a little
alongside
bit more
War
aggressive,
Barbie,
maybe even
and
so much more aggressive.
like
Haji on the
like
gold
he's
lane
kind of
once again,
monotoned as
helping
well,
his
and he
own
also
gold
sounds
laner,
Russian,
and
right? Like
Cube
because he's
is
from
doing the same.
Ukraine.
He's mirroring the moves
So it's
that
really hard
Haji
to
is
like
actually applying
like when I get energetic, like he just is
Heavy
like
spin
bleh.
might be activated by one shot to go in and contest for this turtle. but
Me,
it
me and
seems like
Trex
he's
vibe
so
like a
far,
mofo.
it's
Same
gonna
thing
be a
with Steph
really
Weezy. Like
easy
I'm
turtle
like me and
for
Weezy
Sensui
are super
and Blacklist
duos.
International.
Yeah, they scooped it up pretty.
Thank you,
They
bro.
didn't even have contention there from RCC, who's busy trying to take their buffs right now. You
I
can
told
see here
Mirko
now
I'll
there's a
come
little
live
bit
with
of a
him.
Focus up at the top. Haji trying to
Yasu's
get good
AI.
positioning, trying to zone them out.
Look
while
at
he
you.
was
Wolf's is
hiding
the
in
richest
bush.
richest
He might be
caster in
looking
PA.
for some freeze. Oh,
Wolf's
he
like
shows
the top
himself,
G
but
of
not
PA,
able
chat.
to find the freeze. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Castle doing some great things with that Paquito, able to get the first tower of the game.
Maybe I take it back. Maybe boxing was the solution. He gets the turret from Edward for the first time in those 2 games. He
Oh
wins
yeah, he
the
did not
laning
like
phase,
tank carry.
moving freely. Yes, he
I
did
look like a
move freely,
mafia
Edward,
boss
but
because you know I'm the top G.
the person who was able to add 1 assist.
No, I'm
and
not
also a
related
turret
to that
was
Ico.
Castle.
No.
Ooh, you see there, Yue is going to be able to get out of that Sensui, backing off as well there. So I
He
wanna
lacks
say a little
energy.
bit better
He just needs to
grouping
know
here
how to
by,
like
RCC,
be
especially to be able to fend
like
off a lot of these. It's only 2-2
energetic about
right
a
now, so it's
certain
not as
play or
dominant
something like
for the
that.
side. Ooh, actually trying
I'm a
to
pretty
go in
chill
there for a
individual
spatial
too, you know?
migration, but Koopy actually able to fend it off. So they're doing all right now. The big question though is as we start moving into the mid game, as those heals and that speed up from Haji become a little bit more, will RRC be able to keep up with it?
There's
Do
a
I
lot
watch?
of Rs.
I don't
You
even know
have
what that is.
RQ and
I don't watch
RCC.
that,
So it's totally understandable. RCC
last game of the
right
day,
now
chat.
are trying to groove, and you were totally correct when you said, oh, look at here, this is also totally correct.
Spatial migration lands. Ohead putting the finishing touches. That is one Koopy down for the top lane. You can see Weiser trying to fend it off. One shot there, providing the support.
He probably
Just
is
not
more
even doing much, but
energetic
just
in his-
showing them that he is
yeah.
there. Yui,
In his, like, own language?
in a little bit of
Yeah.
trouble. Does throw down an ability. Castle's gonna have to back up.
It's like Dragon
Yui,
Ball.
Again and again. Is the one
This is
to
the last
apply a
match,
tremendous amount of crowd control.
Yes, sir.
You're using his yo-yo as oh, look at this damage. It's nasty from Edward to take half HP of the jungler himself.
Oh my god, the heavy spin onto Edward. Sensu comes in with a violent Requiem, but not much of it. Frigid Glacier coming out. You. Sensu able to secure the Lord. Well, I guess the turtle. Oh, the violent Requiem.
Puts the finishing touches, and that is a man down for our RCC. 4-2 in favor of Blacklist.
The single most useful hero in MLBB right now.
See those hits. Do you see? Look at
That one's a
Weiser.
hard one.
He knew that there's trouble coming.
I would say
his way.
Matilda.
He recalled instantly. 4 men in the bush for Blacklist International.
Matilda
applying a lot
or
of pressure, but in
or
this
I would
game,
say
the
it
ones
would
who
either
are applying
be
so much pressure
Airy.
are
Airy's been
RCC.
played up
RCC so far are able to make that Clint go through the game with a 1-0-1 in terms of the KDA. Right now, there's a camp in the bush.
But I would say
and
Matilda
Blacklist
is
International
more
might
useful.
just want
Like
Weiser.
I feel like she's. Like if I had to talk about a use,
takes a heap
definitely
of the
Matilda.
damage. Koopy might be down as well. Great zoning
Ruby's
out there.
also
We were just talking about
been
that. The Frigid Glacier
super,
coming out from
super
the
useful too.
Aurora. More than enough to back up RCC.
And ACT
and
Stage
give
3
the
will
space they
be
needed to
this
able to
Saturday.
take, down
I'll be
that
streaming
top
it.
tower for Blacklist.
I'll be streaming the
I think I
NACT Stage
cursed
3
Weiser once I spoke
after
about
casting
him, and
in the
look at
grand
his damage
finals of the
with a
games of the
1
future.
And a second bunch and a right hook with the damage from Castle was really good on Haji,
will be
but
a
again
playoff
with the
stage,
flush of the
yes.
Oasis, he's able
Atlas.
to restore most of his,
Yeah.
HP, if not all of his HP. 30 seconds are what it are the time. Is the time that we will be waiting for to see the upcoming Lord in the
When's
mid
the
lane
next
trying
match?
to clear things out, and it
We'll
seems
be
like the
will follow me now.
Filipino
Let's get
has
it, man.
summoned his own
Much love
sniper,
to all you
and
guys
we might see some
following and
shots
tuning
from now
into the
on.
stream.
But Weiser,
I love all
on
you
the other
guys.
hand, is getting a lot of great
The game of
farm, and look at here.
GOF
each time
finals is on Saturday as
disabling
well.
And neglecting the danger
It'll be before the
Blacklist
NACT.
International force when it comes to their movement, and here
Rinjay
this is the
or Haji?
first time that we will see
I mean,
RCC
Rinjay is
are
the GOAT,
actually
but
camping
I like
and
Haji.
waiting
I like
for
Haji's mid
Blacklist
lane.
International to
So
fall
being
into
able to
their
play
hands.
multiple lanes, I would say
You see
Haji.
an I'm offended up at the top. The rest of the Blacklist International will go ahead and close in. Heavy spin from the side, but not able to get anything.
He's
from
crazy.
It. Oh, big!
Skylar picked Hanabi. He picked Layla earlier.
Castle, who gets taken down by Ohead. As we were seeing there, I mean, we were just taking a look at some of the items there.
Thanks for the
BOD
subscribes,
and
man.
Malefic
Much
Roll
love, much
already
love.
For Ohead.
Thanks for the subs, thanks for the subs.
Weiser only has
The
the
Mafia
endless
is
battle right now.
pleased.
That's just such a lead for
Mafia
Blacklist,
is
especially when it comes
pleased
to
with
the
your
marksmen,
subscription.
who have such a pivotal role when it comes to this mid and late game damage.
GOF finals will be
Comes
on
to
Saturday,
his
correct?
solo attempt from the Akai, he just decides to withdraw and go
Putin,
back
there-
and
there's
farm
no tournament
his
in
own
the
jungle. The
in
first
Europe because you
lord of
done
this
you're gonna
game
you
is
done
not
try to
enhanced
take
lord,
Europe out.
neither an evolved one, but indeed it's gonna be a dangerous one since Blacklist International want to
Well,
start pushing.
I would
and
say
right
I'm
now
a
is
huge
the
Blacklist
perfect
fan,
moment
but I'm
for
kind of
them to
liking
do
the aggression
to do so.
behind
Look at
AP
here in the
Bryn.
bot lane. Oh my god, but look
But
at the mid lane as well.
I'm a huge Blacklist
Yeah,
fan.
one shot with the heavy spin does land on, but none of the rest of his team is in a position to be able to capitalize on it. And that is unfortunate. That's things you need to consider. Oh, Sensui actually.
Blacklist games are
a little bit
probably
of
the,
hellos coming from
craziest.
both of them there. And you can see them trying to deal with this Lord up at top. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Oheb on the other side
Teams
of
on the
map is
NAC
able to
team
find and
finals,
bring down a tower.
probably
Right now, this game has been all
devious
Oheb.
activity,
5-0
BTK,
and 1. There
or
needs to be an answer.
MGG,
Spatial
whichever
migration
one's
lands.
making
Koopy
it.
in trouble, trying to dash
BTK
himself
looks a
away.
little rough.
There comes the Frigid Glacier, able to freeze them
Frigid
down. Oheb
Glacier.
finds a kill, or is able to take down the tower while the rest of his
Edward.
team is zoning them out. Edward finds a kill. The one down for the side of RCC, while the rest of Blacklist going to go
Arl
ahead,
or
back
Cheryl?
up and set their sights
I don't think I've
possibly
seen
on this
Cheryl.
mid tower.
Even though Kube have used his I am offended
maybe
in
I
a
did.
perfect way, he brought a disaster between his
I would say
team using
Mara.
the vengeance from Edward and also
Venus
spreading
is?
those
Isn't
yo-yos
Venus
and
a
getting
dude?
a lot and a decent amount of damage, was
can't
able
ever
to take
tell.
him down, also taking the
don't
second
know
turret
about
down, and
those.
now looking to
Rose or
take the
LaFell?
game
Lol.
layer by layer. Blacklist International are back into their having their momentum with their own base, forcing it, but RCC can break that chain at any moment since they are not far in the game.
Oh, big spatial migration and the Violet Requiem. Oh,
Congrats,
again
V.
finds the kill. While the background, you can see that UA puts the final touches onto that tower. Blacklist International just having a
Mara.
way with this dominance. They're not
Rose
even
or
that far
LaFell,
ahead. I want to
choose,
say
bro.
about 5 gold ahead at the 12-minute mark, but they
I
are
have
taking
no
it for
idea
all
what's
it's
NA's
worth
plan
with
for the
such a
women's
dominating
division.
push into the side of RCC.
Looking at the items, I can.
I just
see
love the
one-
play style
just
Blacklist,
one
like, you know.
anti-heal
But
item, which the
AP's
the dominant size
kinda
from the Bakiro. So
falling on me right
far,
now.
There's no one.
'Cause I
to
did like their
actually
style,
stop
too.
The healing of almost no one to stop the healing effect coming from Haji. So he's
the
just
Royal
having
Cybersport Club,
fun
RCC's
with all
Russia.
His healing prayers, but look at Sensui with a 100% participation when it comes to team fights, with a 7k or a 4 or
I
a
don't
6k
know, we'll see.
gold lead. A
mean,
conceal
Onyx,
is being used right
Blacklist,
now,
or
and it's used
AP.
right here in the top lane, but then comes a withdraw from RCC.
Awesome upcoming
Troublemaker
MSC.
looks like
I
he is the
can't
one
wait
in trouble.
to. Hopefully, I'll probably end up
Yeah,
trying to
actually
stream it if I
might.
possibly
Koopy
can.
actually might be in a little bit of trouble. Heavy Spin comes out to try to separate them. Sensui finds a kill. There comes Frigid Glacier again. Edward finds a kill. Wiser able to set up a little bit of
Just
defense. They
jump
do
scared by
lose one.
Ballman.
Blacklist International takes that death and does
Sheesh, May.
decide to step back just
Thank
a
you for
little
the
bit. You can see here
24.
from the replay,
I'm not sure
Koopy in
what
a
type of
little bit
currency that is,
trouble
but
here,
thank
gets
you,
split up
thank
from
you.
his teammate,
The Mafia
slowed
is
down. You can see
happy.
Frigid Glacier comes out as the team tries to support him.
AGP or ABG.
Even though,
Yeah, you see Edward in a little bit of trouble,
ABG
does
got knocked
activate
out.
That vengeance from the side. You can see UA
I look
doing a
like the
great
Matrix
job setting
movie.
down suppressive fire
From the
to
Mafia,
back up
bro.
the rest of
Subscribe
RCC.
to the channel.
What? Finds the kill and puts to rest
The Philippine
Castle,
peso? Oh, it is a
at the
peso.
bottom lane in that bush right away. And
You would think
this
as an
might
accountant
be
I
the
would
set
know,
that they
but
were
I
looking
don't
for
pay
Blacklist to be
anything in
able to
pesos.
take this Lord.
what was that?
Mafia's
damage?
help is
just
happy with your
two shots
donation.
Was able to take Castle down, and now they are forcing their way into the Lord pit.
I know, I see.
Yeah,
It says
they
it's
actually do find a
43
kill
cents.
onto Edward. You can see they're frozen. Wiser gets taken down as well, and the one-shot troublemaker, and it does look like Koopy are going to have to disengage. This is going to be a next Lord.
You said do
for
some
the
hot
side of
takes? I
Blacklist.
did.
Even though
I said it's gonna
Sensui
either be
was
AP
dead, even though
Brin,
Sensui had like almost 30
Blacklist,
seconds for him to come back
or
into the land of Dawn when he
Onyx.
went.
But I also think that
The power of
Blacklist
having
probably
the
could take it
most
all just
numbers when it comes
because
to team fight, RCC
I like
didn't
Blacklist.
force in a team fight, and I think that this is
Some hot
the
takes?
reason behind this is that
A
they
hot
don't
take is I'm
believe
casting the
that they
grand
have the amount
finals.
of damage enough. Anyways, Troublemaker back there in the top lane.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
was trying to
Hey,
escape, and he
any
did
donation
manage
worth
to
it.
escape, and for me it was
Some
so
hot takes.
so unreasonable because Troublemaker so
I mean,
far
for
didn't
all
die
overall for the
even
NACT, I
one
think it's
time.
like
So
devious
focusing
activity.
Kube looks like it was the priority.
I think
for Blacklist
devious activity
International,
can
but
beat
anyways,
BTK,
it
to
seems
be
like we
honest.
want him to be even weaker
I don't know
when
what's
it
up
comes
with
to
this
the
like
defending-
the
defending
Milo
phase,
drama
and
that's
the
going on in
Troublemaker is
NA.
not causing them
But
enough trouble. The Lord
I
is
think it's
marching from
definitely
the top
probably
lane,
causing a
and
problem.
CC is trying to take all the waves on the opposite side of the map, synchronizing all the waves, making a perfect.
You're gonna subscribe because I like Blacklist. Let's go.
synchronized,
Mafia
ending
is
phase.
pleased with your
We might
subscription
just
to the
finish
channel.
This game with the second Lord and the first of its type, the enhanced Lord.
Yeah, you didn't know about the Milo drama?
Oheb is
Crazy.
about 4K above the highest member of RCC.
The Milo drama is that Mobazane said Milo was feeding nonstop and Mobazane wouldn't participate in my Attack on Titan tournament.
Does need to defend this push. You see Lord already at the core right now as they are starting to get their, I want to say their objectives a little bit
And then so
spread thin here. Blacklist.
So
focusing
Mobazane
down on the
said
bottom and mid.
Milo was
Only
trash.
2 high grounds left for RCC. Castle goes in, puts some damage on, but it's not going to be enough.
What do you think can
right there
able
to come in with the spatial migration,
BGG?
back him off.
Except
And,
BT
we're gonna be
I think
at a little
Devious
bit of a
Activity could
standstill
be
here.
for
He does find a little
GG.
bit on the Edward does activate that vengeance. He might be in a little bit of in trouble. There comes
my
Big spatial
God.
migration. Oheb again finds the kill.
Oheb is just
Yui finds the kill.
absolute
They are chasing them down. Oheb in a little bit of
menace.
trouble right in the front. He's no fear from him as he is standing in front lines, taking down RCC member after RCC member. You can see Edward standing in the front with Sui. They are trying to end this now at the 17-minute mark. Edward at the bottom, taking off the minions from the bottom tower. Are they going to be able to close
Mobazane
this?
says
You can
everything,
see
bro.
Kubi at the front line here trying to fend off
American
Sasol.
Sniper,
Minions coming from the top.
Oheb.
Big
Oh,
spatial
God.
migration into a Violet Requiem lands. That might be it.
Glacier.
Immortality has been activated for Sensui,
Are they gonna-
and it looks like
Oh,
Blacklist
they don't
gonna
have
go ahead and use
lanes.
that and
They don't have the
back up.
minions. 23 seconds.
RCC, after seeing
Everybody
a
respawned,
fearless
okay.
engage from Blacklist International, gets another
Private Dancer is really
opportunity
good
to
at
free
play-by-play.
and to continue witnessing this game in the land of Dawn. RCC in a really bad position right now with only 1 inhibitor.
I was doing
Look at
play-by-play,
Oheb.
but
he
I couldn't
knows
really
that
do
he can
play-by-play
trust
because
Hadji to
War
bring him
Barbie
back,
kind of
to
kept
bring him home,
interrupting
and
me.
also to protect him every and each time using 2 flickers forward from
Yo, bro.
Blacklist International in the
here,
previous
come on,
team
lay
fight
down.
without any fear whatsoever,
Lay down,
depending
dude.
on your
It's
teammates
okay.
and knowing that they will do their best to make you go back or
Do I like
even
Elodia?
to make your
Yeah.
play perfect. Blacklist International right now looking for
Chicken
this
or
Lord.
Lord
It's an enhanced
Milo?
Lord, even though it's an 18 minutes, they will reset
Bro,
it.
new
Now it's an
subscriber
old
goes to
Lord,
best
and
player.
they will try to proceed with it.
What's
but
up, dude?
do you think that they want the Lord or the team fight private?
If you're Blacklist
Private just has
International,
really
you
high
obviously
energy.
want
So like
the team fight.
there's
You can
2
see them
people in the
wailing
world.
out
You
the
got
Lord,
me
pushing it
where
out,
you're
trying to reset
relaxed,
it.
and then Private that
RCC
just has
is in an
like
unfortunate spot
he's
here
always
right
up
now
here.
where they cannot let the Lord go
What's my
free.
pronoun?
They also
My
just
pronoun's
don't have,
top G.
They're 10K behind. They do not have team fight either. They are relying on luck. They're relying on Blacklist to make a mistake.
Blacklist,
But you're
let's
talking about a
go.
team, that is a former world champion, so they know.
Yeah, I'm a
what
huge
it
Blacklist
takes. They
fan.
know what is at stake. And
like
they
if I would
know
rank
where
it,
to
I would say
fight and
Blacklist,
where they have the advantage.
AP
you can see another
Bryn,
spatial migration
and
lands
One.
with the Violet Requiem out. Heavy Spin is out as well, trying to protect the team. Actually doing very well. RCC does not take any deaths just yet.
We are almost in the late game where everyone will have their own items. So right now it mostly depends on the
$2.
strategy, and I think that
What's the
RCC are trying
pronouns?
to
Lol.
attempt to take that Lord. They are trying to even go
You
for
said
the team
I'm
fight.
your
They
idol
might
now because I'm a
actually
Blacklist fan?
respond
Yeah, I love
to what
Blacklist,
Blacklist
man.
International want them to do, and Troublemaker will
If
go back to the
if
defense.
Elodia
Oh,
was
oh,
stolen
here he
Blacklist,
goes.
she was gonna
Castle
show me
goes back
around Tier 1
to, the
entertainment when I
defense
came to
duties, and now
M5. But
Blacklist International knows that they are either 5v4 or 5v3, so they might go for the Lord, but they must be.
What's sad, Elodia's not here
because
anymore.
RCC
A
are
Blacklist
looking
is
at
still
them.
just
RCC
amazing.
are
I
very
also
in the
like
bushes.
the
They
colors.
do
I like
have
the
the
black and
damage.
white colors they do.
They do have the engage.
They're just
but
overall
do they have the
my
perfect
favorite.
execution?
Well, they do know that Keto is down at the bottom, so they're going to go ahead and be a little bit more aggressive than they were before. You can see a big pop-up lands from the Lord. Edward actually gets taken down very low. Does have that immortality in stock. Oh, actually, they're able to push back. Blacklist, is that going to be enough? Sensu misses the spatial migration. Lord is at down to about
one shot, almost
1/3
got it,
health.
but he
One shot doing what he can.
overextended. Oh, Heb!
Able to find a kill.
Oh my
That Lord
God!
goes over to Sensui. Blacklist still
G,
able to find
Moa
the
throwing
retribution and
G.
another kill onto Oheb.
Hey, Jinx first
Ladies
super
and
chat on the
gentlemen, a
stream.
world-class
Much love for the
team fight.
29.
Look at you,
Much
trying
love.
to finish things up, and the first and the second game goes
Much
to
love,
Team
much love. Blacklist gonna be moving
Blacklist
on.
International.
Oheb got
just
Oheb
the
one
finishing
shot,
touches
one
there,
shot.
A very dominating game, and I want to put a shout out to Sensui. It almost seems like Oheb took it personally that Sensui got the MVP in the last match and wants to make sure that this time he makes sure that he secures that MVP slot. But I want to say what really happened there is that Blacklist did a great job, especially Sensui landing those spatial migrations, and it was all just to make sure that every single time he landed it, every single time he got the Violent Requiem,
I feel like literally
Oheb was
Private
right
just
there
like
to secure the
inhales
kill,
coffee or like
and they
caffeine,
just fed him and fed
solid
him
caffeine.
until,
Like I don't
he
know
was the
where he gets all this
monster that we
energy.
saw at the end of that game.
Well, looking at how perfect both these
See ya, S.
especially at the last team fight, know their position,
GG,
know their
Ico
limits and
Simpanalodia.
the range, and also
Kinda hot,
use it
though,
to
chat.
its full potential. That was just world-class team fight.
Hope I can cast
in
an
this
MSC.
team fight,
Hey, maybe.
Team Blacklist International were actually
Hopefully this is step
have
one.
been able to recover.
Probably
from
drinks 5
a
Red
very
Bulls. My
aggressive gameplay, especially upon Edward behind the Lord, and he was almost down, but just with second skill, healing up with the blessing, healing up with the second skill, and also with the Flask of the Oasis, was able to come back and force back the team
The
fight.
way I look at
Yue
Private,
with a perfect execution. That was just so
We'll
perfect.
see, we'll see.
Even the RCC, it actually, you know, I think that at this point,
now that
was
I'd be
so
casting
perfect,
with like
the only
actual
thing that
North
actually
American people that
affected so
speak like
much
the
was
language,
picks
the language like fluently,
to
like
who-
we'll be,
who's gonna
I'll
win
be
the
able
team
to
fight.
cast a little bit better, be
Well,
better
I
at my
wanna say, too,
analytics,
this was
and,
another
and like we'll be able to like synergize with each
example
other and build up.
of that healing strategy that Blacklist is known for. We're gonna be taking here right back to some of the
Who else
highlights here.
press
You
the
can see
tap
just
to
a lot of
continue?
the pressure already from the opening minutes,
Law.
and then the CC that comes out. I want to
La,
see. We're
la,
gonna see the
la,
spatial
la.
migrations that come out as we start moving on later and later. Here comes the Violent
If
Requiem. and
only
then
if I was
allowing
making enough
Oheb
money
get
to
those
actually be
early kills.
full-time,
Every
man.
single time you saw a spatial migration come out, there
What
was
match will I
another
cast?
Oheb
I'll be
kill,
casting
as you can see
tomorrow,
here. Actually, this is that one
Thursday,
because of the
and then I'll be
CC.
casting the
Oheb
grand
finds another
finals
kill. It's just- there
Saturday.
was all these
So
opportunities,
Friday's
and
the
I wanna
only day
say
I don't
that is
cast.
just the restraint.
I'll
And
be
what you
casting
get from a
tomorrow
team like
alongside
Blacklist there
Naisu.
to allow
Um,
your marksman to get
alright,
fed
I'm gonna
like that.
mute
There was
this.
a plan.
All right, like I was saying, tomorrow, since you guys kind of already seen Blacklist winning this, that's the highlights are kind of happening in the background. But I'll be casting along Naisu tomorrow. It looks like the teams that made it in or into the playoffs round 1's going to be Twisted Minds, Burmy Ghouls. They're going to be versing each other. Deus Volt versus Homeboys, which I think me and Naisu are going to be casting those games together. And then the next set of games, which then me and Naisu will be subbed out. And the next set of games will be are going to be Group D number 2, which was Burnex Flash versus Fireflux, and then RCC versus Team Flash. Good luck on the cast tomorrow, man. Much love. Support me in the chat and the official when it goes live, or whoever's streaming it. Naisu 100%, bro. Yo, G. What up, 2boy? 2boy. So big games to be casting tomorrow. Oheb, dude. Well, how many? This is Oheb's what? This is Oheb's like 3rd MVP. Grand Finals will be online. Am I playing GTA right now? I'm not. I was casting. We will most definitely. Much love, much love. Support us. Support the NA. Support the NA casters.
Enough that one mistake from this S tier team or like from this big team appears, and once that mistake appears,
I had like 2.5k views. I know, dude. It was lit. It was lit.
Shine, as you said.
GTA does
Yeah,
mean G
they're
the Ico though.
MVP 11, 0, and 5.
Good luck tomorrow. I know, dude. I'll have to get
team
some rest
effort.
tonight.
You could even see that there
That
were
way I
some
can actually
points
put
that
on a really
Sensui,
good show
during
with
those highlights, he would
Naisu.
get the Violet Requiem. He would get, and then he would.
All of
back
our
up.
casting
He would
is going to
back
be
up with the
online.
enemy having just a little bit of health because
Oheb
he
is
knew Oheb needed to
insane.
come in there,
Oheb idol.
clean up, and you can see here 26%.
I don't know. I don't
of the
think
damage,
Rosa is a girl.
going out there, and this is the remarkable thing: an amazing amount of damage just from him, but from Edward, 24% and 28% onto UA as well, but still not stealing or snaking any kills from Oheb. And it's just kind of shows like this is just one of those like just
Rosa
very
was like
textbook type of strategies, like kind of shades of like M3.
That was
where
like
it
the
1-3-1,
last match, man.
where you were just giving all the kills and XP
Go back to
and
M3
gold to one person.
Oh,
But
Oheb
here,
is
you can see
insane.
Blacklist doing a great job. Making sure,
What am I gonna try to say?
To keep those,
What you mean?
those reins in on Oheb to set off. And man, what a
Oh my
dominating
Rose.
performance. Unfortunately, at the expense of RCC, who had, like I said, a decent game in the early bit. You can see 42%. Troublemaker had doing. This is what we were seeing before. Not a bad job. The players were doing great. Had an immense amount of damage, but when you match up that damage against the fact that Haji here on
Oheb versus
able to
Chicken?
sustain
100%
to keep them
Oheb.
in these fights, that's basically the big.
Do I
it's what
earn
had
more
the biggest
depending on the
impact
number of
for a lot
views?
these
Yes.
matches.
At a certain point, I think that
What
the
do you
amount of damage
expect?
the
That's what I'm
RCC were
saying.
able to do in the first and the second game is that Blacklist, I'm not going to say recklessly, but Blacklist knew that they can take
That was crazy for
and
Blacklist.
embrace
Crazy.
a lot of that damage. If you looked at it and you compared between both
Rainbow
these teams'
list.
damage, you will know that
Wow.
the main and and also the gold laner, the marksman, were higher when it comes to damage than anyone from Blacklist International. So yes, Team
Oh,
RCC
sleeveless for
dealt
tomorrow's
a lot
cast?
and a tremendous
I actually
amount
need
of
to go
damage,
pick up,
but having that Ube
like
strategy, having
probably
the
like some
Haji on the
better, like,
Rafaela
suit
once
materials.
and again in the second game was just able to fix all that out. Well, after
Trex
this game
reach
had
6K.
I
mean,
don't know what
Trex
to
is
say,
the GOAT, bro.
but that RCC do have
He
a
also
second,
streamed like
second
right
chance. We will
before
see
anybody
together
else streamed
the
because like I
groups,
think like
and
Chicken's
also
streaming
what
right
will
now and
come
stuff like
in the
that.
upcoming days. But I think that RCC still
Probably
have a
Hoon,
shot
too.
to come back and also to compete in the tournament. Blacklist
like Nose Itch.
International are now the top of their group with a full and a clean 2 sweeps.
Yeah, I mean, a decent, a great match.
Am I
for
married? No.
Blacklist. Basically, showing why they are still considered.
Just wear
the
sleeveless if
top
I'm partnered
of
with
the
War Barbie.
MLBB
Nah,
ladder.
I'm not partnered with
Many
War
teams are
Barbie
coming
anymore.
on, and
Unless like
it's
something
even
like
been,
really
a
happens. Much
year
love
or
from
so since
PH. I
they
love you
won
guys too.
M3,
Welcome
but
to the
still
North
one of
American
the
Mafia.
strongest teams,
I'm
and
joking.
Just showcasing exactly why.
Welcome to the
Whether
GTA
it's
gang.
the healing when it comes to the compositions and the drafts, whether or it's like those little nuances of making sure that all the
You said
little
Bran,
details align. to
Onyx
make sure that
Black,
your
and
marksman is getting
RQ.
fed,
Yeah,
and nobody
same.
else is
I'd
taking
say that
kills from
too.
you. Before that, with
Who do I think will be the
healing
top
going
4?
on
What I
to
just
the
said.
Brats, making sure that you had this tight little ball.
Yeah,
of
I'll
madness traveling
be
towards
doing the
enemy that couldn't
NACT this
stop.
weekend too.
Very decisive.
Where do you find the
victories
English
here.
live? It's in the
And
description of
as
my
we
live
move
stream.
on into the next few days, I think we're gonna start seeing a few more of those coming out from a lot
Do
of these
live
teams.
dancing.
Yeah, that's true. And also seeking
I don't
revenge. And if my calculations aren't
Ugh.
wrong, I think that Fireflux will be playing against Burn X Flash, and the first and the top of the group is Blacklist International. Will be waiting for the winning team. So Fireflux Esports might have a chance to get the revenge for what happened in the Group C and in the group stage in general. And now also RCC will be facing Team Flash, and the winner will be facing Onyx.
I try to
Team.
be a
Well,
hard worker
the
for you
upcoming
guys,
games
man.
Here in the games of the future are,
Thank you,
are so
Putin.
intense actually. And speaking of intensity, it is
Onyx
a
Max
huge
already
prize pool, and
happened.
it does deserve such amount
A
of
live
excitement. It's a
mukbang. I did when I was in
$1 million
Japan. You
prize
can
pool
go. You
here
can go
in
watch
Games
the
of
video on
Future in
my
Kazan.
my stream.
I didn't expect less than what I've seen.
Write
in
more
those 2 days.
descriptions
I
in
will
my
not be casting with
Wikipedia?
you guys, which
I don't
is
think I
unfortunate
can. I
for
don't know.
me,
I asked
in
the
upcoming
Wikipedia
games,
people to do
but
it, but
I
it is what
really
it
did
is.
enjoy every single match I've casted.
during
Grand
this whole
Theft Auto
tournament.
out, G the Ico in.
Yeah, it's
Ricky
it's
Martin
been an
and
amazing
DJ
experience, and it
Khalid.
always is
Oh,
when it comes
yeah,
to a lot of these
buddy.
international events. This one,
All right,
being,
chat.
like I want to say, the record breaking for right now.
We are gonna call it a day. I have to go work. I gotta go be an accountant. I'm actually gonna go eat some food and then head to my job and get some work done. So much love to everybody that tuned in. You guys are amazing. And I shall see you guys next time. Make sure to support me on the cast tomorrow. I'll be casting with Naisu right in the morning. I'll be there live and turned. Hopefully I'll have a lot of energy. But yeah, much love. Thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for liking the stream. Go Blacklist International. Go, AP Bryn and Onak, man. All right, Putin, I'll catch you later, brother. I'll see you at the Games of the Future. See you guys later.